50 preview show here.
Okay, I think Deegan will go west.
I think he's a title favorite.
Either coast he's on, he's the favorite.
Fastest Kitchen, in my opinion, was the fastest of all of them.
RJ will RJ.
RJ won a title last year, though.
RJ will
I don't know.
RJ.
But did he win? Oh, Pierce has the speed to win. We saw it the last round, even though that's not true Supercross. SMX.
All right, Max Anstey.
I don't know. Get Michael Mosem in a Riddler costume because this man's a walking question mark. I love this for Ford.
So Schmoda goes west, Hymas east, right?
I don't know how, with all those dudes going west, that you can think Vial's not going to win it again. You're wrong, dude. You're wrong on this.
I mean, Marv would have won a bunch of titles too had they only had 9 books.
Quite a few rounds where Hayden didn't win an overall.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
He has a lot of problems.
Struggle to be top 5 in points at the end of the season.
Wow.
You bleach your hair, you're a sellout.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Moto Aftermath Show. This is episode number 287. Back in studio here, off-season racing. Want to welcome everybody who's watching the live stream right now, guys. We are live. This is our last live stream that includes everyone and not just members. The next live stream we do will be the 2025 450 Supercross preview show, which will be available for our members only. So make sure to join our members area. You can join it for as low as 99 cents per month, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
You can find that in your couch cushion.
You can find that in your couch cushions. If you can't afford 99 cents a month,
I don't know what you're doing.
Do a Ricky Bobby one. If you can't afford 99 cents a month, then fuck you.
You can find
Skip Starbucks one morning.
Yeah, skip
Starbucks,
Starbucks, man.
and that gives you 8 months of live streaming
live
the show.
streaming.
So, anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in here. Like I said, this is show 287. So we basically decided this week through text message that we were going to get together and kind of do a little bit of a 250 preview show. Now, obviously, we don't know who's riding what coast. We don't have any idea on that. There is still, we got 8 weeks till the season starts about?
No, more than that, since it goes
It's
after
11th, right?
Yeah, the 11th.
Well, it's the 10th of November.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess
you're
roughly
right.
8 weeks
about
till the season starts. So there's obviously lots of time for injuries and things like that. So we're going to basically just run through the 250 teams, kind of speculate on who we think is going to go to what coast, speculate on championship things. During our Complete Racing Solutions halftime report, we will talk a little bit about these gear deals that have been happening, maybe touch on some Paris Supercross, some things like that have been happening in this off season here.
Yeah, Hodges has been pretty good.
We got a lot of big changes going on here with riders and gear deals and things like that. The money's starting to spread out. So anyway, I'm your host Travis. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks everybody for watching the live stream here. We really appreciate it. Now, before we jump into this, just want to thank our sponsors. So first off, show presented by Complete Racing Solutions. Coach Rob and his team over there this month, they want us to highlight their nutritional bundles. They're there for health, healing, and performance. If you go to coachrobstore.com there, which link is in the description down below, you can pick up nutrition bundles for all that stuff, which will help you become the highest performing athlete you can. And these are super high quality supplements. If you use bundles or bundle packages together, you can save upwards of 30 to 35% over buying things individually. And these things are way better than your supplements that you get at the store, because most of those are pretty... Yep, there is my Energy Fuel Custom Blended, which is my drink of choice in the summer when it's hot and I'm trying to hydrate and get some calories in me.
All that sweating you do when you walk into a church, you got to walk back out and hydrate.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't sweat that hard.
That man sweats when he goes in church.
Nope,
sure.
absolutely not.
Wow.
I read the Bible this year.
Nope, not going to do it.
Read the whole thing.
The Bible.
The whole thing. Do you know how many hours of audiobook that is? On double speed, it's still almost 80 hours.
Try reading it, the actual book, without listening to
well,
it.
no, I'm not.
Yeah, that
no,
wasn't- that
I
was-
don't. I don't
yeah.
read. I don't
You're like,
read
I
that hard.
like books.
I don't read that.
I
don't
did
read
get
that
a book
much.
from Amazon today. Guess what book it was?
What was it?
Atomic
The
Habits.
Mockingbird.
Oh, nice.
What did you get?
I don't know that I've listened.
Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Atomic Habits, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm gonna try it out.
Sweet. You don't do audiobooks? You actually read?
I'm gonna try to actually read
You're a better
instead
man
of
than
scrolling.
me. You're a better man than me. Oh, all right. Okay.
So, Gypsy. Hey, by the way, the band's back together.
The band
is back together.
The group's all here.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, gang's all. Ooh, what we got? We got White Flag. We got a pretty good NASCAR showdown here.
Yeah,
Final lap.
Cole's watching the NASCAR
Cole's
finale.
Hang on,
Cole's
hang on.
real into turning
Look at-
left.
No,
He's
Blaney's
making a left turn.
Blaney's got to hold it wick and get to his back bumper.
He's
here.
making a left turn. He's making
Nope.
another left turn.
He
Oh
ain't-
my
He ain't
God.
gonna get there. I told you.
I wonder
was
what
saving
he's
his
gonna
tires.
do next. Oh, look,
Oh,
they're
oh.
turning left.
He sent it in there deep.
Dude,
Giggity.
just wall ride it. I like the fact that they actually have the term. in
okay, there it
NASCAR
is.
now
Logano's a champ.
called wall ride.
Anyway, I don't even know
All
what
right.
I was saying.
We can shut that off now.
You were talking about reading and Gypsy and
Oh, Gypsy was like, "Oh, I scrolled for 20 minutes. I could go run a 5K."
well, that's it. Kim, you move a little faster than us. Kim, you move a little faster than us. Fat
Okay,
guys,
wait, I
but
mean, you get my point. 20 minutes of nurturing my brain.
how are you? How fast are you running right now?
I haven't ran a mile in probably a long, long time.
Okay, cool.
But I'm like a 10-minute miler.
right now.
Right now,
Really?
I could probably 10-minute right now.
You think so?
I think I could.
I'm
I'll
calling
bet
cap.
you $100,000.
I'm gonna call
you
cap
can't.
on that.
You don't think?
Bro.
Let's do it. We'll do it. Hey, anybody-
I run every day right
He's
now.
not running a
How about
10-minute
a
mile.
live stream?
They're both runners here.
For
We know
me
he's
to
not
get to a
running.
10-minute mile now, even with all of my years of running, is a fucking. I'm moving.
How about we live stream Cole's 10-minute
We
mile?
will live stream your 10-minute
I'm
mile.
also gonna have
after
an
10-minute
this.
ambulance
mile
on speed
off the
dial.
couch.
I'm gonna have an ambulance on speed
It's
dial
great.
ready for him.
Look, we run from here around the corner and up to the railroad sign
That's a
at
mile.
25th
Really?
Street. Yeah,
No,
from
no.
the end of my
yeah.
driveway to basically 25th
right.
Street is a mile.
All right, maybe a 13-minute mile.
Wow,
Okay.
you just went 3 minutes off.
Well, that's at least more believable.
Does it
but
sound a little
that's,
better?
That's like a slow day for me now.
I feel like a
Yes.
7-minute mile is fucking cooking.
So look, I will tell you that when I used to run before COVID, we'll call it that. I could go out and I would call it lightly jog 8.5 minute pace was my pace.
So Deegan's running a 7-minute mile
well,
right now.
that's good.
He's
a
only running a
professional-
7-minute
He is a
mile? No,
No,
professional.
I'm just saying. You think he's running?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think pro motocross athletes are
Well,
running?
some guys aren't always necessarily good at running.
The actual
you know
ones,
what?
the
I think
actual
I've-
ones that train probably between 6 and 6.5 minutes.
Oh,
to be
well, let
honest
me
with
look
you.
at Strava. I got to download it, of course, because I got a new phone.
Oh, boy,
but
here
I
we
have
go.
Alex Martin's stuff on Strava. His profile's public.
I mean, dude, they were
And that
fucking.
dude does some animal stuff.
Yeah, so I think those pro guys could do between 6 to 7 minutes easy. Like I said, I'm not a pro athlete, and I could go out and lightly jog a 8.5 minute pace, no problem, no warm up. But now it's between 10.5 and 12.5 is my light jogging pace. And if I want to drop below 10, I have to actually think like, okay, I'm gonna fucking run here.
Yeah.
So what are you doing right now?
Okay,
how much
goddamn.
are you running?
So
When are we doing a marathon?
I don't do. I don't ever try to go full bore anymore. I just.
I mean,
run.
I don't either. Like
I mean-
there are days that I feel good, and I'm like, okay, let's get below a 10 minute and like speed
So
this up. But
if I actually tried, and this is I can't verify this because, like I said, I don't time myself. But just going off of what I do,
what do you do? Let's hear it. Let's hear this.
I told you I don't run the mile. I just run
everybody
minutes.
wants
So
to
I
hear
run
your
so
secret.
I do the 40 minutes things.
Okay.
So,
great.
but like if I wanted to try, but I don't actually try to push myself, I could probably run a 9-minute mile.
Are you outdoor running or you're?
Well, right now I'm not. So now I'm doing like elliptical treadmill shit like that.
Got it.
But
How often you go on the treadmill? Daily? 30-minute zone 2 daily kind of shit?
It's the zone thing. So I'm
trying to get my jawline back.
I work
so-
out like five times a week.
If you jog,
You do it 5 times a week?
Yeah, sometimes.
if you,
Yeah. For how many minutes? 30?
No, 40.
I'm trying to get my jawline back. I'm trying to be like this guy.
if you jog,
But I also mess
in
with
zone 2, you're doing like 14-minute miles, 13 or 14-minute miles.
Instead of
Unless
doing
you're in
all
real good
this
shape.
and I want to lose weight,
Okay.
I'm just going to do math.
Terrible idea. If
You know what the easiest thing, Cole, is? You just start eating healthier.
well,
Oh, I know.
that will
It's-
help
yeah.
tremendously. But the other thing is you can just get up and before you eat anything, you can just jog for 20 minutes, even if you're doing a 13-mile pace, but you're doing 20 minutes of
So
that
I can
light
get up in the
cardio
morning and run
burnt.
my 10-minute mile in the morning.
There-
Fasted.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I guarantee that if he just ran a mile, like he just twice a week, and he just got back to eating healthy because Cole obviously is not a bigger guy to begin with, it wouldn't take him shit to lose weight.
How much you weigh right now?
165.
God, you guys are fucking scrawny. What the fuck?
I know, and I feel fat because I was 135 soaking wet.
Now-
So look at you.
I-
It's just because it's you could tell where you're.
it's all in my belly.
Yeah, it's just because of the food.
I mean, I do have to say that you made me feel super good because I think when you and Denver were here, you guys were talking about lifting weights because that was when you got
bought
the
the
home
weight
gym
set.
stuff.
Yeah, I bought the
and
weight
you were
set.
talking about barely being able to like do the bar or something. And like the other day, I just threw up like 250 for reps on bench. And was like, could have gone more, but I didn't have anybody to spot me, and I didn't want to fucking hurt myself.
Yeah,
so
you
I was
wanted to
just
text
like,
me and say I'm a pussy.
yeah, well, I'm like, you know what? These guys weigh a whole bunch less than me and stuff, but I can throw fucking weight around, so I feel pretty okay about myself. Like, I may weigh 205, and like, yes, I'd like to get back to 195. That would be my ideal weight, but I'm like, but I can still throw weight around because like, I don't max anymore either. I do a lot of reps, low weight most of the time. I've kind of gone into medium weight, medium reps at this point, and then starting
Like two failure.
No.
don't do
So
two
right
failures,
now,
okay.
right now my split is I will do 15, 12, 10, 10. And so I'll start with a lower weight and then move to a higher weight, right? But then every once in a while right now, because I am into heavier lifting, like a couple weeks ago, it was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna max on something, which the other week it was bench. So bench I went up to 250, and again I threw that up about 3 or 4 times without much of an issue. And I could have gone more, but I didn't want to have a bar just sitting on me with 300 pounds for like with nobody around. So I was like, well, screw it, we'll stop at that. And then like, I don't remember where I got to. I'm going back to the 1,000-pound club is my new goal here, because December we'll start my 2-month heavy lift, which is we'll do 10 10 8 6, and we'll probably go super heavy every 2 weeks on lifts.
Some Rambo over here.
So I'm gonna get back to that, and I want to get to the 1,000-pound club. But I was talking to my one buddy Sanjay, the other day, and I was like, I don't want to go more than 315 weight wise on squats or bench press, because once you get over 315 on bench, you're just fucking up joints is all you're fucking doing. So I'm like, if I can hit 315, which mind you, when I was really lifting, I never did 315. I got to like 295 I could get, but every time I put up 315, I'd like half rep it and like couldn't get it back up.
which is pointless.
Yeah.
It's pointless. That doesn't actually do anything.
I would like
Probably
get it
be
down
fine.
halfway up and whatever, and like, because I mean it's a lot of weight. Now squat I went to I think 375 or something, and I don't remember where we quit. We quit sub 500 on deadlifts before, but I'd like to go back to like a 315 bench, a 315 squat, and then do like a 405 deadlift.
I ain't worried about weight. I still ride quite a bit, so maybe I'll just need to.
I do too.
Get my zone 2 in. You know what I'm saying?
That
Cycle for how long? 30,
you just get a
40
concept
minutes a day.
cycling's what I'm doing a lot of now.
Yeah, just get a concept rower.
I want one of those
Concept.
If you can
too.
do 20 minutes on a rower, you're fucking good.
But keep your heart rate in a certain
Yeah.
zone, though, on a rower.
Dude,
which
I
is
remember
gnarly.
watching Cassandra Regal destroy everyone at Loretta's when they set up the rowers, when those things got big back in like the early 2010s,
Oh, yeah.
and fucking just destroyed everyone.
I remember everybody had to have a rower, and they would mount some Renthal handlebars on it.
Those things are super sweet if you want like a quick cardio hit, because they will fucking get you for that quick cardio.
The only
hit.
thing I
They'll
know,
kill you. Do 1,000 meters on one of them.
the only thing I know more that'll do, and it's very low impact on your body, but it's like the elite of the elite, is Jacob's ladder.
What about
yeah,
these
those things
skier
suck.
G things that you see rocks?
I've
No.
never
all them
used one.
Get a
I've
Jacob-
never used one.
Jacob's ladder. If you can find a gym that has a Jacob's ladder, just try to do 10 minutes on that
You need,
motherfucker.
you need a stair stepper.
Yeah, those do. Well, they're definitely a lot cheaper, 'cause Jacob's
not
ladder's
a stepper.
50
I'm talking a legit one of them that
Yeah.
the stairs move or whatever. Those fucking things. I used to do that for cardio before the gym closed. Those
24
motherfuckers,
minutes.
those will fuck you up. And
How long? 40 minutes?
I would do them all sorts of different, because like those would usually be my finisher, and I would do 25 30 minutes
Yeah.
at a not a quick pace, and it was still like holy shit, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the point of those. Those are the point.
No.
To just
like if you do it
lengthen out
at a quick pace, oh yeah, it'll
you're
fuck
fine.
you
Your
up.
fucking
quick.
heart rate's
Those
gonna go
things
through
will
the roof.
dominate you.
Yeah,
For sure.
so
There's
and
a
I
lot
want
of
to get
everything.
one, but they're expensive. Even used, they're like $1,500.
Seen Dean Wilson on the stair stepper just getting it in.
I mean, they're
They work,
great,
dude.
They're
They work.
they're another great one. Those and rowers, like if you want quick cardio hits that like you don't have to do it a lot and still get your cardio in, that's
people-
the way to go.
people
This
make
is kind
fun
of
of-
why I wish we had Rob on the show right now. Like speculating, because in my head when we're talking about all this shit, I'm like, what are these moto dudes doing? Like really, when they say boot camp, what are they doing?
3 hours in zone 2 on a bike per day.
That's boot camp.
That's part of it.
Plus lifting.
Plus lifting. Like right now, because it's boot camp, so right now Sexton and all them, they are doing heavy weights.
I've seen some pictures.
Because they'll do heavy weights for the first however many weeks of boot camp here. Probably 4 to 5 weeks. They'll be heavy.
Bless you.
But they do different. They do a lot of mobility weight stuff too. So they're not necessarily laying down and doing bench press like I am, which
because it's not a lot super of people, necessity.
Yeah,
to
which
do
a lot
it.
of people say like it's stupid that I do it, but it's like
do like a lot of like maybe like a resistance band. Got to use core, whole body kind of stuff.
Yeah. There's a ton of that stuff. So
well, a lot of it too is the balance ball. Like you just got to get the hip strength up too.
Yeah.
So I mean that's what it is.
Are so tight.
A lot of people's are. If you took an average human being and you set their flexibility, like it's not.
The thing I hate with a lot of it, and I would even argue this with Coach, is that like there's a lot of their working leg strength and they're doing all these weird things, right? Like we're doing balance and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Let's make it simple. Do a balance board to practice your balance, to work on your balance stuff, and then do fucking barbell squats to fucking build your legs. Like you don't have to do all the other shit. We don't have to do all these weird fucking exercises and things. Like people need to because they get bored with shit, but it's not necessary. You want to build big fucking legs? Just do barbell squats.
Yeah.
Do heavy ass barbell squats.
Because every muscle.
Because it uses every muscle and
core.
will also fuck your back into oblivion,
And
which
your
is
core.
what you need. Yeah, like it works everything.
Yeah.
It's on. You do that and you do fucking barbell, regular stance, fucking deadlifts. It will destroy your body. And build every muscle you could possibly need. And then yes, you can work on balance. You can work on core strength with other things. But I don't believe all of these weird exercises are a necessity.
That's why I always laugh though.
But you
like
just need a squat rack.
when we've always talked about Chase and we've talked about the steroid thing. But like remember we did that one show specifically. We talked about Chase and people got on the comment.
Look, he's not using Tren, all right?
He's not using Tren. Fuck Tren, dude, he'll kill you. But people got on there like, yeah, but he's just a normal sized dude, and I'm like, dude. That guy, yes. And
he's normal size because his natural body would be 155 fucking pounds.
But if you looked at him and you put what he does and the capability that he can do against any other athlete, I guarantee he destroys most of them. As far as, not racking up weights. We're not talking about bodybuilders and shit, but I'm talking about you just took him against a stick and ball and what he could do for amount of time as opposed to them. Because everybody likes to talk about like NFL and NBA players as like the elite of the elite athletes. And I go, but they do it in short sprints. There's a difference between what they do and the God-given talent, God-given gifts that they have, as opposed to somebody like Chase. Yes, Chase isn't fucking 6'8", 270 pounds like LeBron James.
Yeah.
He's not. He's 6'1", maybe 175, 180, probably regular, maybe walks around at like 190 when it's off season. But I take Chase's cardio and the ability, the things that he can do for an extended amount of time next to LeBron.
Yeah.
It's not the fucking same thing. LeBron is short bursts.
Look.
Those guys are not the same thing, and it bothers me when people are like, yeah, like they're not real. Like our guys are good, but they're not athletes as opposed to other people. We're not comparing what they can do in the weight room.
Well, if you want to talk about short burst stuff, I think that's where Roxon genetics comes in. Mm-hmm. Look at the way you
or J-Mart.
J-Mart's a grinder
J-Mart's
all the way through.
J-Mart's an animal, I know.
He's a
slow
grinder
twitch.
all the way through, but
He's a slow
Roxon,
twitch.
Yeah,
guy, though.
nowadays.
Roxon comes out swinging.
You can even talk about Deegan's the same way. Like Deegan is we watched him all fucking summer long. Like you look at him and you're like, yeah, he's got the six pack. You know, he's young. He's got the tone coming in or whatever. He's going to get bigger when he gets into his 20s.
Yeah.
But I still would take Hayden Deegan, the shit that kid can do for an extended amount of time, 35 minutes into, we're calling it workout when you're riding, as opposed to what these other athletes, these stick and ball athletes do. And I guarantee those dudes are maxed out. And Deegan's like, yeah, I'm over here chilling.
Yeah, look.
He's built for it, dude. He's built and bred to rip and shred.
All the stuff I've done in my life here, sports-wise, motocross is probably number one just because, like, the actual sport itself, having done that, I'm like, man, I've never experienced anything that's wore me out like this. And then second behind that is hockey players. Yeah. And it's going to sound conceited because obviously I've done both of them. But it's like, what motocross and hockey players do is what, for training, is what every other sport does for their fucking sport. Like, we cycle, we run, we do all of the, like, there are a high number, and especially today. It was starting when I was growing up, but it's now today even more. There's a high number of hockey players that are probably better soccer players than most professional soccer players.
Oh, yeah, I don't
because
disagree.
we do that as practice and a warm up for hockey. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
And same thing with moto. Like, what are we doing? We're running, we're cycling, we're doing all this shit.
Yeah, whereas like a football, like a lineman, he's just lifting his ass
You
off.
can't
just
put
lifting
a
weights,
football
bro.
player on a dirt bike or a pair of ice skates, and they'll do what the fuck hockey players do. But you can take a hockey player and put him there.
It's like if you took Hayden
dude,
Deegan.
happens all the time.
You took Hayden Deegan, if we just want to use Hayden, or we could use Jet. We take Jet Lawrence, and then we took. Okay, we're going to take. I don't want to say JJ Watt because he's
Lots
been
of speculation.
Yeah, we'll talk Aaron Donald, who
All
Aaron
the
Donald has been
speculation.
one of the most legit, best defensive players in the NFL for years now.
Yeah.
And he's built like a fucking cinder block. And you put them and you ask, hey, Aaron Donald, I'm going to give you an hour to try to size up and hit this triple smooth without crashing. Or, hey, Hayden, I'm going to have you see if you can tackle this dude. What's going to happen first?
100%.
Exactly. Or, hey, can you shoot that ball into that hoop? What's going to happen first?
Yep.
Big difference.
Hey,
100%.
can you? I'm cutting you off, but I'm in the live chat on the YouTube.
I see that.
Can you name what the live show is called? Can we like name it Sunday Shit Talking or something like that?
I mean, show.
because this guy's like, what are you guys even doing?
Look,
Are you
we're
live?
going to talk.
You need to
We're
title your
going to talk
videos.
250s, all right? But this is off season. This isn't as.
Well, maybe in the live description say, "Hey, we're spitballing." Shit.
I will when I put it up, but I didn't do it right now. Look,
But we're live.
we're live.
Sorry,
yeah,
bud.
and the title is
But-
the Moto Aftermath Show is live. We're live.
Yeah, but can you put a
Live!
topic of what we're
We'll do it live.
Can you put a topic?
Sorry,
of
Doing
guys.
it live, bitch.
Sorry, guys. We get
right.
off track when we do this shit.
Hey man,
because
we're
it's just-
Xbox Live, dude.
We're just
Sorry.
live.
All right, let's get into this, boys.
Why are we live? Because we're filming a show. This is show 287.
Why are
God,
we
watch
live?
the intro. You should have been here since the beginning.
Why are we live? Because we want to be.
I'm gonna shit talk everybody in the chat right now.
Yeah, we're Sunday shit talking.
We're Sunday shit
Sorry,
talking.
pal.
This is
We're B class bench racers.
exactly.
B class bench
We're,
racers.
All right.
we're vet BC
Because
bench
we're not
racers.
D non-spode. Should have never
Wow.
rode.
So we only
D Spode should have never rode. Hey, look at this guy.
That needs to be on t-shirt.
Just do
I'm a
it.
D class Spode that should have never rode.
Oh boy, yeah,
Yeah.
we're just more off track here.
Oh,
we didn't
God.
even get through all the sponsors.
Sorry, guys. Sorry,
We
boys.
literally made it through the first one and went way off track. All right,
the
TLR
show's
Coatings
starting
Studio.
now.
Thanks to Gutter Worx for being on board. Flo Racing, Holster Co, Isaac Nelson Designs. Everybody that I've talked about in the sponsors is going to be on board. Again, thank you everybody who's watching live.
Thank you.
This is what you're going to be able to do if you are a member starting on our next show, which will be our 450 Supercross preview show, which we'll film next month, is to watch us live actually film this stuff. Now, this one, like I said, it's going a little bit off the rails here because it's way into off season, so we're just kind of
Spitballing. This is what we do.
we're buddies
Look,
hanging
man,
out.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Everybody's always like, "Whoa, you got the whole going to the races thing or whatever." And I heard this, I heard that. Yeah, exactly. We just hear things like
That's what everybody does, man.
Where's your voice just cracked?
Here.
Oh, he's going through
He's done that.
puberty.
He's done that a
Going
few
through
times.
puberty at
Maybe
the
that's
age
that
of
spark plug those boys sent
30.
to me.
There we go.
Anyway.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
But we are
This is going great.
like we're the common fan, right? Like what
We are. And in all fairness,
we
the
sit-
three of
we
us have
sit
not
on the-
been together in months.
we
Yeah.
sit on the fucking couch and watch the race like 90% of people do.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we see the same things as the other 90% on the couch.
We just happen
so
to-
that's the shit we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
We just
We
happen
just
to
happen
know
to know
people.
people that the common fan wouldn't, but we're just like
Yeah, I
everybody
mean,
else.
Yeah, and maybe are those sources credible? Maybe not. But we hear some things
Depends
here and
what
there.
it is.
And
we
we can-
literally hear things here and there.
And we
And
can
we
also
just
tell
talk
you,
about it.
and we can also tell you, everybody else is doing the same shit. They just have bigger names than us because it's all hearsay until it's actually proven correct.
100%.
Every other sport, like Pat McAfee and all that stuff, that's got to. Is that hearsay stuff, or are they fucking legit?
No, I think Pat's the one guy that's gotten a little bit different just because he's friends with everybody. But like when he first started, oh for sure.
It's
Oh,
the,
yeah.
I mean, it's the same way as Mathis. It's just like somebody that's been in that sport for a long time and
Built
has,
enough relationships
Yep,
to where
tons of
it's-
relationships to know stuff. Have you seen this? Have you used your Slacker at all that I gave you?
I haven't used it yet.
I also have
Haven't
not
used
made
it.
a movie of that.
Well, we're definitely not getting sponsored by them anytime
Well, you
soon.
want to make a
I mean,
movie?
they sent me a Slacker,
Do you-
and I will. Like, I'll
Why'd
make,
you look at him like that?
I will make them content.
You want to
Hey,
make a movie?
You want to?
I mean, I will.
You want to make a movie? Put
That's what he was looking at you like. You want to make a movie?
Put it behind the
Should
paywall.
should I get the stabilizer
You should get some
for this
lube.
movie? Should we call Diddy? Classic. Got him.
Ooh, Travis, you're such a slacker.
Got him. I'm doing well on this,
Guys, we're gonna do more podcasts that have nothing to do about Moto. You should watch them.
You're such a slacker, Travis.
Oh my
Got
God. Got him.
It says individual mics are not on. Well, maybe they can only hear us through the phone. I don't know,
It's
man.
fine.
It's
Yeah,
a
turn
fucking
these
shit.
things on,
It's a
whatever.
fucking shit. They're supposed to be on. It's a fucking shit show here. Y'all heard the Courtney Rocks and shit on
that's
Kirk.
don't worry, it's coming.
I don't want to talk about
I'm gonna
that.
touch it briefly. We're gonna
Just briefly.
we're briefly gonna touch it.
All right. Go ahead, Epstein.
No, we're briefly gonna touch it when we get to our
Halftime report.
X segment.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not going there.
What do you mean there?
We're not.
No, we're not going
We're
there.
going to X segment. Okay. We're doing an
just
X
wait
segment.
Wait till we get to the X segment.
Okay, X segment.
Okay.
We're doing an X segment.
We're not-
So if you
You-
have an X, make sure to exit fucking Cole over here. I don't know what the fuck to call it. Because I already got a tweet, but it's X.
We call
I
it
don't
X
know.
now. We call it X now.
Whatever, dude. So
Tweet it,
X,
Twitter.
so X over at
Hey,
Cole here.
Hey, you still got time. Go around X, follow us, go to the recent. Would you still call it a tweet?
No, you call it an act. Yeah. Okay.
Recent post, and reply back. It's kind of like tweets at tits if you're a pulp guy.
Sure.
But
Extras at X.
I don't know. It's kind of cool interacting with people. So
Hey,
it's not kind of cool. It is
this
cool.
is this better in the mics now? Is it louder now?
Louder now.
Get Real Golf. 100% camera mic is on, bro. Or maybe it was just turned down a little bit. Let's try this. Is this working? Is it better? Nope. Fuck. Well, you know what? We're just going to have to yell then. Sorry.
Wing it.
That's just, you're just
Hey.
going to have to.
Oh, what is it? Are these supposed to be into the?
It's
phone?
supposed to be. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
All right, hey, Holster Co. We need you, son. I can hear it pretty good though.
This sounds good to me.
We need Holster Co. out here.
I need Mike.
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 It
Mike.
sounds good on mine. Get Real Golf. This is your fucking fault. You're the problem.
Hey, Patrick said sounds great.
I know.
Thank you, Patrick.
Shout out Patrick.
Shout out Patrick.
Also, shout out Pat Dirty Bird.
Hey,
and
Patrick.
Dan or Ben Piggin. Dan. Jesus.
You see everybody that's
Christ.
up in it?
Did you say Dan?
Patrick.
I said Dan,
100.
but it's Ben. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to tell. Dude,
There's
I'm
an N in
sorry.
there.
I tried to turn it up here. It sounds okay on my end. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I'm trying. I'm tech retarded over
We're
here.
just trying to get real.
Get
Golf.
real.
Get real.
real.
Okay, maybe we should talk about what this fucking
Yeah,
show's
maybe-
actually
maybe we
about.
should. The whole reason
so
we got
we're
together.
talking 250s.
Hey, I know. Get Real's Golf just got real with us. He said, "Fucking send it, boys."
But definitely don't need to talk
he do
into the
that?
mics. Fucking
Did he
send-
actually do that?
I mean,
Is
we're
he
talking
horns
in the
up?
mics because I'm recording for the show that will come out on YouTube on Tuesday.
Anyway, if you have a question, go to X.
Guys, it sounds just fine on my end too. Well, thank you, Patrick. Really appreciate it. I
Hey,
don't fucking know what the
Patrick's
fuck
a
the
G.
problem is.
Hey, you think Y'all's Nuts is watching?
God, I
He's your,
fucking wish.
that's your best friend, dude. That is your best friend.
Y'all's Nuts is always clowning me. It's got to be somebody I know.
It
And he
to
has
be.
some of the most long-winded like answers
Bro,
I've ever
that
seen.
motherfucker will type
Books,
bars.
like books,
Bars.
just forever, dude. I actually like my head hurts after I read some of his stuff.
Patrick is lying. Oh
Hey,
boy,
these
here
guys
we
are
go.
D-class
now,
spodes that
now
make-
y'all are gonna
Whoa.
fight the comments.
I don't know, dude.
Yes.
We get people fighting in our comments all the time.
It's a D-class bow that never should have rode.
Ben says it's all good on the sound there. The
Can we get
FE
going?
is, will Deegan go west? Look, X12 Xander, we're going to talk about
We're
the
gonna talk
250s
about it.
here.
Let's fucking go.
Let's
all
get
right.
into 250s right now.
250 preview show here. All right, where
Those
you
are
guys?
some tall
Who do you
boots.
guys want to start with?
Let's
Short
start-
skirts and
Hey,
tall boots.
like,
Yeah. Whoa, she got something in her face.
Jesus Christ.
What are you guys talking about? Okay, I think Deegan will go west.
Oh,
yeah.
we're
You
going
wanna
straight to
start with
Star.
Star?
All right, let's go to
Let's
Star.
just start
Might
with
as well.
Star.
Great.
Like, hey, we got our guys in the comments asking about Deegan
Let's
going
start with
west.
Star.
Let's talk about it.
Deegan's
So,
definitely going west.
Deegan's
the
going
plan
west.
last year was for Deegan to go west. Obviously, that injury sidetracked that. He will definitely go west and win that title. And then,
Well, were we already going into title talk, or I thought we were just talking about who we thought, and then later
I
going
mean,
title.
I don't really see who's going to battle against him. But
Well,
anyway,
I kinda do. All right, never mind.
I think Travis is on board with me with Deegan going west for the glitz and glam of the opening round.
He is, because there's nothing bigger in the sport than A1.
Yeah, look, he's going west, contrary to him going on Title 24 and saying he's going east. Look, everybody everybody says things.
He's just saying
our comments is going to light up after this because we tried talking about him going west. They're like, you guys are fucking
So
stupid.
the Deegan media machine's already been out there saying he's going east?
Dude,
Yeah,
everybody-
that's what I was going to say. The machine's already
He's
getting
going-
people
look,
Deegan
talking.
machine,
He's
so that
going
way
west.
when he goes west, then there's that talk, oh man, he's west, crazy.
He's
which
going
no
west.
one, I mean, everyone saw coming.
Well, how about this, though? Let me throw
Okay.
this theory at you.
Cool. Let's calm it down a little bit. Let's be realistic here.
Dude, if he goes east, that's a shorter travel time to pretty much every race, and they're all about their travel and recovery.
Nah.
No, he's going west. Plan was to go west. I'm still on board with what I said, what I think he's going to do this year if he wins the West title, what's going to happen in outdoors. I'm still standing by that.
So then he defends. He wants a west and an east.
No, I think he goes west and then goes
Get real
450
golf's
outdoors.
just on our nuts here. He's saying that he's going east. He
Bro.
needs the east title before west.
No,
I
he
bet
doesn't need
west,
it.
but he said
Guys,
east.
Hey, he doesn't need anything.
He contradicted us and then agreed with
He
us.
doesn't need anything. He's controlling his own future, guys.
By the way, I appreciate all the comments that
Thank
get
you,
real
guys.
Hey,
golf.
no.
You're a real one.
Guess what?
I talked into the
Why
mic,
did
which you
just-
can't hear.
Why-
You're a real one.
Why did you just go like this with your
I don't know.
We should live stream on like Twitch or something.
Yo, he's going
No,
west.
we're only YouTube.
He's going
Corinna
west.
Kopp.
Fuck all those other places. We're only YouTube.
We're on Steam.
And David Dobrik.
We're on
Fuck that
Steam.
guy.
We're on Steam.
Him
Oh,
and
yeah.
who's that other douchebag?
This guy's
just
this guy.
crashes
Speaking
McLaren.
of steam, this guy's gonna be steaming.
What?
When I say,
Wow, that was rude.
No matter what coast Deegan's on, he's winning the title.
title favorite.
I mean, he's
No
a
matter
title.
which
He's a
coast.
title favorite. Well, yeah,
A
he-
title.
He's
favorite.
a title favorite.
He is the favorite
I don't
for
think he's
either
the
coast he's
favorite on
on.
West. I think he's a title favorite.
Either coast he's on,
boy.
he's the favorite. Sorry.
I mean, I disagree on that, but I said he's
Okay,
a title
who
favorite.
battles him?
Well, we're not going to get into who's going west. I'll talk about it later. But like, he's going west. I think he's a title favorite. Is he the heavy title favorite? Probably.
Yes.
Has he won a Supercross title yet?
Have I won a Supercross?
No. Has he won a Supercross title yet? So I don't know how you can take him just because of what he's accomplished outdoors and with SMX and put him as a favorite if he hasn't won the title yet.
Look, I'm telling you, I have the mindset of a champion.
Oh my
I
God.
won.
I have the mindset of, oh my God.
I won.
Holy shit,
I
this is
won the
terrible.
Thursday night MX versus ATV Untamed Champion.
Get the fuck out of here.
on
Get the fuck out. Get out of here.
MXOnlinetournaments.com.
That
Get outta
boy.
here. Get
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
What does that have anything to do with
I
Aiden
was so
Deegan?
deep
Did they
into it,
send
I
you a
even
num-
took my PlayStation 3 to Redbud and raced in the
Let me-
motorhome.
let me
Did
ask
they
you-
send you a number one plate?
No, but
That's
I
gay.
think they rigged a. I think they rigged an award ceremony thing, kind of thing.
So this is like a Kamala Harris thing?
there was like there was like easy. There was like some like giveaways or whatever, and it was supposed to be a random giveaway, and I won it.
Let me ask you, what does this have anything to do with Hayden Deegan?
I have the mindset of a champion.
Yeah, duh.
So what does that have anything to do with Hayden Deegan?
Deegan has the mindset of a
Deegan has the
champion.
mindset of a champion,
RJ
and no
Hampshire
matter
doesn't?
what, and no matter what coast he's on, he's winning.
We're not Deegan people, but apparently we're Deegan people here.
No.
But
I
in
mean,
the
granted,
comments, they're still going to tell us
Look,
we're not Deegan.
look.
Well, actually, they're going to say you're not a Deegan person.
Hey, look, I want that to happen just so I can be proven right on what I think he's going to do in 2025, but I don't think he's just automatically going to win it just because on the West Coast. Is he the favorite? For a lot of people, he's going to be the favorite. I think he's probably the heavy favorite, but I don't think he's overwhelmingly just, I can say he's going
What's
to
the
win.
percentage you give him? No matter who he faces.
Well, I'm just going to, okay, so there's two other people that I think are going to be back on West.
Okay, great.
So what do
Let's
I
hear
think
it.
it? Because I think he's going to be the most consistent, I'm probably going to go him at 60%. Because I still don't think that outright he is the fastest
low.
guy in Supercross.
Deegan?
Yeah. Wasn't the fastest guy ever around last year.
Who was the fastest guy every round last year?
What are we talking about? East Coast?
That ran against Deegan.
The guy that won it. The guy that won it was the best last year. We're talking about fastest. Kitchen, in my opinion, was the fastest of all of them. But Kitchen's got to pull his head out of his ass.
I don't know.
But I think because Deegan is going to be more consistent than the other two people on the West, that's why I give him the 60%
Well, RJ
shot.
will RJ.
RJ won a title last year, though.
RJ will
I don't know
RJ.
But
how
did he win?
it.
And
Hey,
he's
he
still
still won.
RJ.
He still won.
He did win the title.
He did win the
Doesn't
title.
matter. Hey, doesn't matter what
I
he
will
did.
give it to you.
Look, he was ice cold in the last round. Like those boys, they started together. They were with each other all day, and he was the best man.
But
I will give that to RJ. 100%,
I still believe that
but-
Kitchen outright is the fastest, but we all know that Kitchen has more problems than just being the fastest guy.
However, Cameron McAdoo did ruin Levi Kitchen's championship
He did.
last year. So
Because Levi definitely would have won that had not McAdoo wackadooed him.
yeah,
But no, yes.
he whacked him over the head with that hammer, dude.
But if I'm giving Deegan 60%, I'm still giving him a better shot than the other two guys that I think are going to be the
I
other
mean,
championship favorites.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm higher than that. I'm 75, 80% though.
Who's Omaha?
I don't know.
He nailed it to a T. He said the guy in the green shirt looks slow.
I am slow.
Omaha. What are you, Peyton
I don't
Manning?
know. No idea. No idea.
But yeah, he's the favorite, but I can't say just, he's going to automatically win it because
Hey.
he still hasn't won a Supercross title yet.
I figured out why that guy's mics isn't working.
Why?
He's high as fuck right now. I mean, he's literally making a comment. Bold moment here. Deegan goes perfect this year.
That's high.
He needs to get real.
He needs to get real.
Now, if you want to talk about Jet, we can start
Oh
talking
my God! Here we
here we
go.
go.
No, we gotta wait till
Deegs.
wait till
So
December
anyway,
on that
not
one.
Deegs.
Let's go into the next guy on the star
get
list.
Star here. Okay, so Pierce Brown
Hey,
moves
are
over
we
there.
done on Deegan comment? I got one last
Okay.
thing I want to
What's
say
up? What
about
you got?
You
Deegan.
got
you
one
got?
more thing on Deegan? Go
What you
for
got?
it.
And this kind of, I mean, I guess you could maybe call this guy a 250 guy still too, even though he's on a 450. But I think this Christian Craig Deegan combo is really good.
I think so too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think just the going out and training kind of thing. I think it's gonna really benefit Craig because Craig's gonna be trying to go balls to the walls with Deegan, and they might have a competitive thing off the bike. Craig is like a father figure.
Yeah.
It's been for a while. Yeah.
I mean, and kudos to him and Paige for doing that, being like the parent figure when Brian's off doing what he's doing. Like, again, the machine, he's got it working. Brian knows how to delegate things when he needs to delegate. And I think we all said Deegan sucked in the whoops.
Christian's gonna help him. He got better though. Hey, now we'll
Okay.
give him better.
But-
he did get better last year in the whoops.
Oh
than
boy,
this-
here come the comments.
But
And we
guess
made
what?
that comment, then Brian said it, which justified it, but we're still crucified for
But
saying
Christian
it.
is definitely
Okay, but who's really good on a Star Yamaha on the whoops?
Fucking
Christian's
Christian
definitely
Craig,
gonna,
brother.
yeah. He's gonna help him.
Look, man, I think that's going to be a really good combination for both of those guys.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, there's
And I
no-
also like the off-season stuff with Brian, the video where they got their own little compound. They don't have their full compound yet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
going to be really interesting when all that goes down.
I don't think you can disagree with that. I think that's all
But-
factual shit.
Like the hitting the ramps, the hitting the transfers, still out riding BMX bike.
Any chance he does Wyndham transfers
All that stuff.
in opening ceremonies?
No, they're not gonna take that chance.
I don't know. He's doing it. Maybe.
I don't know. He's doing some pretty big shit at the test track,
Yeah, he is.
but they all do it.
I know. I don't know.
But listen, like, and I think
But he would be the guy to do it.
that approach needs to be taken for every single guy.
So you still need to incorporate fun because then you get burnt out.
That's the reason these guys ride dirt bikes. Everybody wants to look sick throwing a whip. Everybody wants to do a nasty whip knack. Everybody wants to do that. Like, I'm going off on a tangent here, but I would love to see an all-star weekend of some sort with a lot of different things thrown in there. Maybe a whip contest, stuff like that.
Too many of these guys get deep into their careers and they start making
forget the
money
fun,
and they
dude.
forget that they didn't get into riding to make money. They got
gotta
into
get
to
rid of
have
the
fun,
stopwatch.
and that's why all these dudes like retire early.
And I'm going to make a similar comment when we get to Fortner about this. And I
Oh,
don't
we
know
have a lot to talk
and
about
I don't know
Fortner.
if the I think the Mitch program is starting to come around a little bit, but it's still old school.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No, I agree.
No, I think the Deegan Craig thing is going to be a very good
I think
combination.
it's great too,
I think
man.
so, too.
I think the content that they're going to make too when you get when we get in season, it's going to be great too.
Well, and
This
those
is coming from
guys,
someone that doesn't watch Deacon's videos.
think of the media matching there
Yeah.
too.
100%.
You've been on TikTok, seeing how many followers Paige has?
She pops up every once in a while.
It's over
but
a million.
I don't hardly go
Nice.
to
Over a
Amy
million
page.
on TikTok.
Hey, and we love
no
Paige Craig
surprise.
on the show. Paige Craig is awesome.
Did I tell you I seen like
And
a
that's not a
cleaning
joke. We
supply
actually like
ad?
Paige Craig.
It was like scrubbing bubbles or something, and it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, bro.
I like Paige Craig, man. I really do. Like, and that's not a joke. So if anybody's going to crucify us, think we're like being sarcastic. We're not.
She's
like,
an outgoing
I like Paige Craig.
mom.
Good mom.
Who's good looking.
She's into it.
Like,
she loves it.
It's no surprise
And
that
here-
she's crushing TikTok.
And how can you hate somebody that supports your family and your husband that much? All the shit that they've been through.
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
people like to rag on them all the time, and I
Well-
don't really know. And I understand early on some of it. And this is not a shot at them. It's just being factual. Some of the stuff was brought in with just some of the stuff that they did, and I think it rubbed people the wrong way. But it was just them finding their footing in this industry. But I don't understand where the hate comes from nowadays. I don't get it.
Big
Like there are
Christian
people,
Craig people over here.
there are people that just still like to rag on them, and I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't get it. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, all that bullshit stuff. But speaking of wives getting involved,
No,
I'm
God,
just playing.
stop.
We're not going there right now.
We're not going there. But
All
Pierce
right,
Brown,
Pierce Brown moves
East.
over.
Hey.
East for sure.
because he's
he
the
needs
title
more testing time.
and he's the title contender
he's a title contender.
on the East. He's going to be there because you don't.
It's
Yeah.
hard to argue it because last
I'll
year
get
went
into it.
well.
No. Sorry, I didn't
It
specify.
went well minus start.
I should have specified before I said that. We all know all these teams have a title contender on West and title contender on East. You're not going to have him on West because obviously Hayden.
Yep.
He's your title contender on East for that team, in my opinion. Over Max.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think that I guess if we go down the list, but I think he is the guy, and we all sat up here and we've talked about it before with Pierce.
How about your boy?
Max?
No, the other guy on
Thrasher?
that team that is contending for titles twice.
Thrasher? Who? Oh, well, I think he's going to be West. I think that they'll put Max and Pierce on East.
Okay. Anyway, back
But
to
Pierce, we talked about how talented he's got everything. Even though it was brief, I still go back to that 2022 season where he made a life hell for Jet in a few races.
Yeah.
Like we all know Pierce has the speed to win. We saw it the last round, even though that's not true Supercross. SMX. Now you're going to a fresh team. We sat up here a while ago and said Pierce needed to get away from TLD.
Yeah.
Like
if
he
you
needed a fresh.
Yeah. Are
he
you
was-
a gypsy guy?
I watch a lot of his shows, but I'm not like
I haven't seen that one
hardcore.
yet.
So one with Pierce, I did see a clip. He was basically just talking about Gas was like the redheaded stepchild of KTM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever they wanted parts, it took like an extra month or two before they could get them, and he was just over it, burnt. So at Star, he's going to get what he wants when he wants.
Yeah.
Especially if you're out there contending for titles.
On the gas, I mean, he's got speed. I mean, he's got
he has
podiums all the
speed,
time.
and
like,
he didn't use. I would say he didn't use the speed last year, which is what kept him in it. Because the problem is that when he's had speed, he'll come off an injury, try to use that speed,
And his starts.
hit the deck again, and
that's-
then we're back out.
His starts were his
exactly what
biggest
I was gonna
problem.
say. And if any bike, if a bike can fix starts, this would be the bike to fix starts.
Yes.
And SMX, honestly, too, if you go back and look at it, like his results up until the last round don't really tell the story. And they mentioned this in Vegas. If you look at Pierce, his average start position was like almost last. So all of those top 10, close to top 5, you look at him and go, "What? That's pretty good." But then you factor in the fact that he was coming from almost last every moto.
Yep.
You're like, "Oh, that's actually a lot better." Especially when they were in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
That dog shit track. You
Yep.
go, holy shit. Like outside of Hayden and Vial, and he's making up that much time, that's impressive. So
Yeah.
I fully think that if Star can turn him into a champion. I really fully believe that.
I think so.
I think everybody has always believed in Pierce. And to touch on the only thing I have to say about the TLD, I think he was probably a little salty too, because I think that he thought he should have deserved to be on the factory team, the KTM squad.
Yeah, I
Probably.
could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He no, as long as he doesn't go down in the brown like we see. But I will give the kid this. He's hit the ground a lot and he bounces back up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's like a sponge.
he seems durable.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think we'll find out right quick in a hurry in early rounds if it's a change or not. Because if he
Yeah.
goes out and he wins, and I don't mean the first round because we know how crazy that can be, but like he gets win,
I don't
a
even
third.
need a win. If he's just like on the box the first couple rounds,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
going to
be
consider
like-
him. Because like he was right there tapping on that door
Oh,
last year because he was basically like the fourth place dude.
Yeah.
What did he race? East?
West.
He was West last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was basically like fourth place dude in
And
West.
I also think he's mature enough and older enough in this class. I guess you could call him maybe a veteran of this class. He's been every, 4 years?
I think
Yeah,
so,
2020. No,
Yeah.
he made his rookie. He rode WW Ranch, I think, in
He was a young
2019.
rookie.
Yeah,
Young
he was
rookie.
16.
Yeah.
So to me, he's coming into his prime of the 250 class at
Yep.
least. And I think he's mature enough to not get caught up in the dick measuring that goes on at the Star facility.
Well, and everybody, like, I think this is an obvious statement, but riding with Hayden. Like, if they,
Yeah,
if they,
I mean, if
I don't
you're
know
get-
what their relationship is, if
telling
they
you
even
that-
have one,
It doesn't matter if you have a relationship with the
but
guy or
riding
not,
with
but
him,
you're
doing
gonna,
him motos, you're going to learn shit.
you're gonna mark him from across the track, or
And especially
whatever,
someone
so.
as talented as Pierce that picks up on shit like real fucking quick. You
Yeah.
ride with that kid every day, and you go, well, I might not be as fast as him, but I can do what he's doing, and I'll make it work for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Patrick said what happened to Casey Cochran. I don't know. He got hurt though.
We'll
Yeah,
get to that.
leg.
Broke his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that. All right, Max Anstey.
Ooh,
You think
is
he's
he
going
to
east?
Daytona this year?
I think he's
Pat?
going east.
Or-
Yeah, is he going to win
Yeah,
He
Daytona?
could. I mean, he got second already at Daytona. He could win Daytona.
He's
No.
been winning Daytona since he came here.
No, yeah, I mean,
What do you guys think of that WSX
And then
round?
Covington was going to win it the next year.
He's doing powerboat racing now.
Covington
Jesus.
is?
Yeah, he is doing
That's a
powerboat
switch.
shit. Yeah, I know.
Wow, is he
Hauling
sponsored
cocaine
by
around, maybe.
Monster?
It could be. That's where cocaine's probably come from.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Easy.
I think that was a disaster.
The WSX round?
I think it was a disaster.
For him?
Yeah, I think it was a fucking disaster.
You thought he should have smoked everybody?
Shane McElrath was his biggest competition. No offense to Sugar Shane.
Shane's in.
It is interesting when
But
you
don't we,
see.
hold on, don't we all believe
Listen,
that
stop,
Max
stop.
should have yarded Shane?
Stop.
I mean, you would
Don't
think.
shit on Shane.
I'm not-
because
You would
do
think,
you remember,
but Vince Freeze
do you
battled
remember,
fucking
do you,
Ken Roxon last year in the 450 class,
Did you
too,
remember
so-
Shane
No.
running with Chase Sexton and giving him everything he had?
Shane is a badass, and that is not.
Shane's really good on a fucking
Shane is
250
damn good on a
also.
250F, but seriously, like, did you expect that to happen? Did you expect Shane? We can all sit here and go Shane.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
we can't
Shane
shit on
got,
him.
what, 4th in a 450 Moto last year?
Oh,
Thought he
my
should have been
God,
top
stop.
5.
That was in the mud.
Stop.
So-
Stop.
But no, Shane
I'm-
on a
I'm kidding. I
250
like Shane.
is
I do too.
no joke, dude.
He's not. He's. I honestly. I think
I would love to see him go back to that class.
So would I. After what Joey's was failed by the Triumph squad, but like we saw Kenny do the one-off at Ironman. I'd love to see Shane go back to a 250 outdoors. Yeah, I'd love it. But with all that being said, Shane should have not beaten Max. He beat himself in that race.
I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's the weird thing that we see this with WSX.
Hang on, does this change your? Does this change? Mr. Ben Piggin here says, he's from the UK, and Max is one of the more approachable guys. And Max said he only had 3 days on Supercross prior to that race.
Nah.
I love
still
Max,
think he
but
shoulda.
That
Max
hold any
is
weight?
No, Max is a vet, dude. He's been around this shit for
My
so
thing with
long.
it is like you watch these WSX races when there's not 20 guys between, say, Max and Shane, then
Closes the gap.
Yeah, it closes the gap a lot. I mean, like I said, we watched Freeze run with Ken Roxon. Is Freeze running with Ken Roxon
No.
in a fucking US Supercross? No.
No.
But when there's not 20 dudes between him,
But Vince Freeze is a good fucking rider.
Vince Freeze is a good fucking rider.
Vince Freezy is a good
He's
fucking
gonna kill
rider,
everybody
yeah.
next weekend in Reno.
Well, we'll get there. But
Can't wait.
so okay, so you think Max?
I think he goes east. Oh,
Is
and
he
also
east?
just because of what.
Is he a title contender? Like, does he lead?
No.
Does he lead the title
No,
for 4
no,
rounds?
No,
I think
no.
he podiums and
I think
maybe
he can
squeaks
podium.
a win in like he has
But
before.
we talk about Pierce.
In the rain, in
Max's
Philly.
starts are worse than Pierce's.
Yeah,
Max's start. That's Max's big. And then we saw him win in Philly last year. But his biggest problem is starts.
I just don't think I'm with you. I just don't think we'll see. I don't think we see any different than what we've seen because he came out this summer on that Star Yamaha, and we all thought, "Oh, here we go."
and he had good races. He was
did
working his way into
okay,
it, but he didn't
there was
win,
not
no.
like he was out of fucking control. Good.
No, I think that
So-
he's going to do much of what he did last year, just maybe position higher and a little bit more consistent.
This is who he is.
This is, I mean, he's 31 now. Like, this
Yeah.
is who he is.
Yeah.
ADHD brain over here.
You go ahead.
But for halftime,
Oh boy.
put a
real.
TLR tinfoil hat
Okay.
and
Great.
then put HRC Stark.
Oh, my God.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I think he goes east.
Yeah, I see him east as well.
And like the guys said in the comments, too, he's going to need more time on that bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Dax Bennick.
East. He's got to go east.
Gotta
East,
go
but
east.
what's the deal with him?
Well, he
Did
got
they-
benched at Ironman.
They benched his ass,
They
right?
benched him at
I heard
Ironman. No, they benched.
Yeah, I heard they told him go home, don't come back for a while.
Well, he's paying for that ride, so.
Yeah, see, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from this, but I don't know anything about the kid,
He's a good kid.
but I feel like he's a kid that comes from a shitload of money.
He's at a Supercross track since he was
But
like 8.
Deegan came from a shitload of money, but Deegan's got the dog in him, and Daxton doesn't have the dog.
Which is wild because you look at Dax's dad and you'd be like,
Yeah,
I
but
want to fuck with him.
that happens, dude.
But I watch Deegan's vlogs and stuff right here, and again, it sounds like I'm shit talking this kid, but comes rolling up in the truck, gets off with his off-white and Supreme shirt on, like he's a bad boy.
Who are we talking about? Deegan or Dax?
Dax.
Okay.
Got the little frosted tips going on, always on his phone, lifting his shirt up. I think he's in it for the ladies.
Bro, you don't make enough money to be wearing off-white and Supreme.
I think he's in it for the ladies.
And I still stand by this, and I know it was one race, and we've talked about this, and I know you don't put a lot of stock in it, but I seriously think that round in Detroit doing as well as he did, I think fucked him. Fucked him.
Yeah, I think
it,
so
it gave
too.
him a real high expectation, but
And everybody will say, well, everybody went down in the first turn. Look, that's my point, why everybody say don't put a lot of investment in it, but when you're that young and that's your first Supercross race, like actual pro Supercross race, and you go get on the box,
yeah. But look, he had some pretty solid rides in Supercross and
He
then
did.
fell apart.
outdoors was
And look,
not good.
Outdoors was terrible.
Nah,
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll
what
give
happened.
him the benefit of the doubt. Rookie year, a lot of shit again got put on a pedestal because of that deal. There was some talk, some flying at the test track talk of the kid.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him put it together.
Can we
but
speculate? Maybe he had some sort of disease for outdoors.
I don't know, but the one thing I can
we think
speculate.
Epstein-Barr's going on?
I
The
don't
one thing
know.
I can
Maybe.
speculate with him though is he better get his ass in gear and do something because you know what's going to happen if
They'll
he's not.
clip
He's
him.
getting
He'll
clipped,
get
and you know
clipped.
who's going right into riding East Coast? Cole Davies.
Dude,
Because they are high as fuck on Cole Davies.
They love getting Cole Davies.
Actually, what'll probably happen is he'll probably get clipped just before
I
Supercross
think
is
they're
over.
going clippy anyway because they got
they'll put
Dudney.
Cole Davies in
And
for
I think
outdoors.
it's ridiculous that they're putting Cole Davies back in futures.
Well, Drew Adams is
Drew
also
Adams.
going
I
back
also
there.
think, and we'll get
Which
to that,
I
is
think
absolutely
is good, though.
stupid.
I like that. That brings a lot of attention to future.
I do too.
I like that part, but I don't like the fact that they're making them do it just like.
Has anybody heard?
It's the
They're
feeder
supposed to
system,
be
dude.
in
There
it.
ain't
There's
no there ain't
But
no
do you
room.
think they need it though? They don't need it anymore.
Well, no,
but doesn't matter. It brings more
but-
attention to
No,
a new
yeah.
series.
Here's
I see
some,
both sides.
Here's
I'm
something
not
that's
saying-
been talked about a lot recently. Is there's this backup, right? Because you've got like Kenny, Anderson, Tomac, like these guys that are an older generation that aren't retiring like they used to, right?
No.
They're not retiring at 28, 29.
Ando,
They're
Malcolm,
third-
Barsha.
yeah,
going
so
down.
so it's pushing it back. But in the next couple of years here, you're going to have all these guys retire, and then all of a sudden there's going to be this vacuum, which is going to suck up these 250 guys that have been in there for a long time, RJ, etc., RJ Smith, those kind of
I'm
guys.
just picturing pulling into the bank, and you know how you press the button at the bank.
Yeah,
So throw Drew Adams and Cole Davies in the bank thing and hit the button.
I mean, dude, and it's only going to get
and
worse
then
with
it will
this.
pull up these kids.
It's only going to get worse with this influx of GP dudes just coming over here
Well,
now.
the
every
influx
year.
of GP dudes is a thing too.
No,
but like
I'm
I
not
said,
saying
there's
you're-
gonna
yeah.
be there's like what did they figure the other day? There's like between 5 and 7 dudes in the next year or two here that are gonna retire from 450
Yeah.
class.
Malcolm,
Yes.
Eli, Kenny,
Craig.
Ando, Craig, Barsha.
A lot of Alpine Stars and Fox money going to go around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, too, you know, you got, even though one of these kids is a year away from it, but you got Caden Manier and Caden Dudney now are going to be doing the futures thing. And
Dudney
those
looks nasty.
Dudney's nasty, dude. Him on a star bike is just going to be unfair
Some
for
of the
anybody
videos
else.
I've seen on TikTok, which you're
I'm
not
high
on,
on
they've
the
been
Caden,
pretty gnarly.
I'm high on the Caden Dudney kid. But yeah, I mean, Star, dude, they just keep reloading. Just keep fucking reloading, bro. And I feel bad for Daniel Blair over at KTM because he brought Caden Manier over.
Look, it doesn't matter.
And
Like,
Bobby-
Star,
No, all fair loading.
Star is spray and pray.
Look,
well,
bro.
guess what? Dudney was supposed to be Cowie's guy, and they yanked
Yeah,
him
and then
from
they got
there,
Vincent
too.
Wade, Aiden Zing, or whatever that kid's name. No, look, I get it. This is what Star and Bobby have been doing, and Brad Hoffman. But I feel bad for KTM because yet again, you bring a kid over
I know,
for
right?
these rounds, and he does well, and Bobby's just like, that's mine.
Did you think he says meow?
Yeah, he says meow. Well, he probably
Is that
forgets.
what you
He
just
forgets
said?
his own name.
Have
so-
you guys-
He forgets his own name.
Have you guys heard any rumors about what's going on with futures this year? Because I keep hearing that there's going to be more rounds and stuff. But I haven't really heard
more
anything.
rounds, yes,
All the
for
Triple
sure.
Crowns. So Arlington, Glendale, Birmingham. Then they're going to Philly. I think is it Foxborough, East Rutherford, and then Salt Lake.
So they're doing 6?
6.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't heard. I heard the announcement's coming, but I haven't heard anything. So
Yep. No, I'm not disagreeing with you guys at all. I totally agree with that. I just think that if you're Cole Davies and Drew Adams, you're
Yeah.
probably not happy about it.
I mean, dude, at least at this
Depends
point
on
you're
what they're
making
getting
money.
paid.
I mean, yeah,
'Cause
Cole
they-
Davies
'cause
is
they're
probably
still
just
on-
having
they're
another
still
work.
on amateur deals.
17-year-old kid making over 100 grand, you're probably pretty pumped.
Oh, they're easy
Somebody
making over 100K.
somebody said that Adams has a deal, but I haven't heard what it is yet.
It's definitely
does
over
have a
6
deal.
figures. It's
I've
definitely over
heard.
6 figures.
That's what I've heard.
It's definitely over 6 figures.
But
Where's the money coming from, though?
I have
Yeah,
no
that's the
idea.
question.
That I don't
Is
know.
Cowie pumping it in, or
I don't know.
I don't
'cause-
think it could be because he almost didn't. He almost remember I told you about the Canadian thing when he went up to
Yeah.
Walden and he was just like, "Yeah, this is the last time you guys see me on a Kawasaki."
Well, have you guys heard the rumor that? I mean,
and
you
Janik's
can't
gone.
speculate.
here we go
on
with
this.
that. Here.
Yeah, he's not.
Hear
He's
it.
not in
Yeah.
on this. He's not
That-
allowed to be.
that
No, I wanna hear it 'cause I
that
haven't heard shit.
Monster and Kawasaki might be separating ways here. I mean,
So-
I've heard that it
Well,
also
they're
is a
not the
rumor
title
that
sponsor.
continues to happen,
Look,
but
I've heard that. I think maybe that's, and this is pure speculation because I don't know shit. But if you look at the new, I really don't. I really
know.
don't.
I was just laughing.
just a
but-
bottom feeder over here.
just a
Kawasaki.
bottom feeder over
But
here.
look, the 450 SR just hit dealership floors.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a Monster logo on it.
Interesting.
But there's business hurdles there.
Yeah.
Now, on the race team side of things, I don't know, man, because they've had such a great relationship with Monster.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
And I'm sure Monster's
just heard
throwing in quite a bit
rumblings.
of money. Yes, I've heard that too, but I don't know if there's a lot of obstacles they got to jump over on that side.
And y'all know where that monster claw's at now, right?
Don Deegan.
No. Well, that too.
Oh, Ducati.
Triumph.
yeah.
That's coming this year? Mm-hmm. Okay. Ducati as well.
Yeah, but Ducati's not.
Well,
coming till
Ducati
next
is that
year.
confirmed for the United States team?
I don't know.
Now, that's why they're working with Roxon. That's the
Yeah,
big
I
hang
mean,
up
yeah.
with Roxon.
That's what I've heard too.
Anyway, yeah, I heard it from Chris Cooksey, by the way. one of Cooksy's videos. If that's where
Cooksey.
I hear it from.
Well, dude, I mean,
Cooksey.
I think a lot of people now, especially with this new progressive thing coming on, a lot of people are starting to think that the day of the energy drinks dominating are kind of going to start getting go by the
We're
wayside.
gonna go back to Geico and Progressive.
Oh my God!
State
Please don't
Farm.
Go,
Like,
please don't go back to
State
Geico.
Shackles off. I mean, we could
we go back to
easily,
Torco,
we could easily have Fords in our sport. We
We
could
could.
easily have Chevy trucks in our sport.
which
We
is
could-
maybe a Deegan thing.
maybe some things are coming back.
I mean, I'd like it, dude. Let's go back to the days of where even though people were like, "Well, this makes us look dumb," Bud Light, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Gambling sponsorships.
I don't give a shit.
Coming.
Campbell
Gambling's
used to
what's
sponsor
coming.
the
It's
series.
already coming. It's
Campbell used to
confirmed.
sponsor the series.
Gambling's written in the
No,
contracts
no.
now.
Yeah, it's confirmed that gambling, a sponsor is going to sponsor the series.
Hey,
I
maybe
know.
Netflix will sponsor the series in a
I
couple
know,
years
and
too.
that's a big money deal too.
I don't know. We need
Is
to
it
do
going
something.
to the riders? No.
We need to do something, man. Because like, look, the energy drinks have done a lot for our sport, but it can't just be them fronting everything, and then eventually just Monster.
Well, Rockstar was the start of that falling off, but I've also heard too that Red Bull's not happy
Yeah,
about
they're
their
not.
lack of representation here due to not really being involved in a series here. This is just rumblings I've heard through the grapevine that Red Bull's fucking pissed that they are not title sponsoring one of the series at this
Yeah, and I
point.
mean when you have the
think
top
maybe
guys.
maybe Kawasaki goes Red Bull?
I don't know.
So that look, I think maybe something is happening because it's taken so long to see the Prado announcement.
Well, that was
No, Prado's announcement is because there's the contract obligations in Europe are different. That's what's happening with Prado right now.
Okay, maybe save this for halftime, I guess. But
their
So-
contracts also run a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's,
It's different. All
go
right,
to
let's keep
Thrasher.
going through Star here. So Thrasher,
West
West, and
still do what he always does on any
wins
given
a
night.
race and
Wins
then
a
finishes
race.
15th. The
Yeah,
other,
I mean,
I mean,
the other
that dude
6.
can win any given night, but man, he's really struggled since they went to the new chassis.
He has. No, I mean, yeah, Nate's going to do what he always does. He's going to have one of those races where you're like, holy shit, fastest dude in the class, wins it outright. I don't care who's on track with him. And then the other races, he'll maybe get a podium here and there, and then he'll crash, and he'll just do what he always does.
I know he signed a 2-year deal, but I think Nate Thrasher's one of those guys that needs something different.
I think he'll end up on Triumph at some point.
I think he needs to go to Triumph, or, I mean, he's full, but I think Thrasher would be a good pro circuit guy.
That'd be interesting. He's
think
been on
that-
the Yamaha for a while now.
I just need to see Thrasher finish a whole fucking series without hitting the deck.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
because I like Nate. I start getting worried for his well-being.
I understand.
how much he's gotten hurt lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as racing goes, I mean, Nate's going to do what Nate has done since he's went pro. He's
Yeah.
going to win a race, whether it's a mud race or a dry race. It doesn't matter. Like you can almost bank it. Doesn't matter if Hayden, Levi, RJ. Doesn't matter. He's going to beat them all one night.
Yep.
And then he's going to do what he does the rest of the year. Maybe get a podium, top 5, and crash. Like that's just Nate. And here's the thing: they don't care. That's just hey, if they're comfortable with it, they're like, hey, yo, Nate, you go win that one race you do every year. We're good.
Thrasher's going to continue to get factory rides just because he has that potential until he goes like 2 or 3 years in a row without winning a race.
Thrasher.
But if he wins a race every year, he will continue to get
and
factory
his entire
rides,
career has proven that he's going to at least win one race.
which is the craziest.
I mean, he
fucking
probably
thing.
would have won Glendale. He was out front
Dude.
and gone when
Yeah.
he yard sailed himself.
yeah. I mean, you look at it and go, and you're right. I'm not going to argue with it. Even coming, everybody knows me. I'm a Nate Thrasher guy.
I know this makes
But-
this very boring now because you're not over here fired up at me.
But I'm
about
not.
it.
But no, because it's not wrong though.
I used to get you spitting mad talking shit about
it's not
Thrasher,
wrong though.
and
I mean,
then-
he's going to do
I
what
know,
he
we
always
got to find a new thing. To
I know.
pick
I gotta
at him
find
with.
that. I gotta find that
Find
new
that new one.
new point in the ribs here.
Maybe,
Yeah,
hey man,
that
maybe
new brand.
maybe wait till Coonan's over here if you
Look,
guys
he
start talking
lost
about
all
shit
that
about
weight.
Coonan.
It's easier to find them ribs now. So we'll just
They
keep
are, man. You can
going.
see them too, man. Yeah, but like, hey, man, if when Coonan comes over, you guys talk shit about him. Maybe that'll be it.
Maybe. All right. Anybody heard anything about Michael Mosman?
Probably West.
Other than he's riding, and I saw him in one of their posts.
He's gonna help out a homeless dude.
I don't know. Get Michael Mosem in a Riddler costume because this man's a walking question mark.
I have zero idea.
So my biggest
I don't,
question.
like, I don't even have anything to say because I have zero. I didn't even know until I was scrolling through prepping for this. And I'm like scrolling through all the posts on all the different teams, and all of a sudden I'm seeing like the boys are back in town, and I see who's tagged in it, and Mosman's tagged. I'm like, what?
So my one
But
question
he's
for you,
another guy that could just come out and be fucking.
that was what I got. If Mosman is even slightly back to Michael Mosman, and he's healthy and
Yeah.
he doesn't wad his brains out, which is inevitable, what's his best finish of the season? Doesn't matter if he's West or East. I think he's going West.
I think he podiums.
I think so too.
If he's the Michael Moseman of old, like we know what's in there.
If he doesn't crash in practice in A1 and be out for the next 6 months,
Off of Dragon's back.
Off of
Like
Dragon's
Jet
back?
Reynolds syndrome.
Ooh, we'll get to Jet Reynolds in a
we'll
little
get
bit.
there. We'll get there.
Two-time.
Two-time.
Then yeah. I
I think
don't-
so. All right. Like straight up podium just because he's faster,
Yeah.
or okay.
He's
All right.
got that speed.
I mean, I know he does.
All right, last guy on Star here. So Cole Davies, he's slated to run futures, right?
Correct.
And then go pro at Paula,
Unless they have an injury, more than likely.
which could happen.
If they have an injury.
Well, so here's something that's a little different. The East Coast kicks in at like round 3 or 4 now, right?
yeah, Detroit's
Is it 4? I think it's 4.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they still got a little bit of time for an injury to happen.
Because
but-
Detroit's the first one, right? Again?
Ooh, you would ask that. I don't think it is.
I think he.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
I
might
think
be right.
I think he does futures all year. I think there's starting to be a lot of push to add value to the futures program.
Do you
And they need a star guy in the futures.
are you
program.
on the hype train, the Cole Davies hype train, or are you gonna wait to see, or are you kind of behind it?
I'm still waiting a little bit just because that bike is such an advantage in the
Mm-hmm.
futures class.
Yeah.
Like factory equipment and all that. It's just like all amateur racing.
All right.
right?
What do you think is potential? What do you think his ceiling is?
If he dropped into a pro race now,
No, give him prep time. Is it Detroit,
No, Tampa.
Tampa,
February
Ooh,
8th.
that'll be interesting.
1, 2,
Hometown
3,
race for a lot of them.
4. Round 5.
Ooh,
Round 5.
okay.
Tampa.
All right.
Goes Tampa, Detroit.
speaking
For
of
East.
Tampa, it's on TV.
Tampa TV.
Yeah.
No. Give him prep time. If you gave him prep time to go East Coast, what do you think his potential would be?
Oh man, I
Because
think
a lot of people are hyping this kid up.
I think he'd be 8, 9, 10.
All right, that's reasonable. You on that train? If you gave Cole Davies prep time to
Say
go East
Cole
Coast,
Davies is going East Coast. Fuck futures. Where do you put him?
Top 10.
all right,
8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, cool.
Yeah, he's like
just
he's
a lot
like
of people
one
are on
of
that.
the tail end.
Wow,
Factory
agree.
boys.
A lot
Agreeing
of people
all around here.
Look, a lot of people. I just asked because a lot of people are on that hype train. They're very
He's
impressed
good,
with what he
he's
did.
good, but he's just not like exponentially better than everyone that I think he's gonna fucking just destroy people.
I think he's gonna have a better Supercross
I
career
think
than
it goes
outdoors.
back
Though.
to the bike thing.
I think he's a better Supercross. I think he's have a better Supercross career than
I think
outdoors.
he's a better Supercross rider for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
he,
I
he
really
was
do.
he was on. Again, we'll talk about equipment and Supercross. He wasn't on factory equipment and come out and was beating them boys.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be good. I don't disagree with anything you guys are saying. I just asked because a lot of people are on this kid's. They're on the hype train.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, I wonder what.
Got a great first name to do it.
Unbelievable. All right.
Unfucking believable.
All right. Well, we made it through one team here. It only took us an hour. So
Holy
it's
shit
gonna be a
balls.
6-hour
Got the mind of a
podcast.
champion.
Got the mind of a champion.
All right. Let's go to the new team here. I want to talk Triumph.
Oh, I love this team.
I like this.
Let's
I like this lineup.
Let's start with Fork.
You want to go there already?
East for
He's gonna
sure.
need time.
He's
He
got
needs
some
time.
Some time.
He's coming back.
Needs time.
Head injury.
When is the kid due?
Ooh, great question. I'm not sure. This is something you're supposed to know.
Yeah, you're supposed to know this.
You're
You
the
I'm
follow-
not really in the know on all this.
You're the social media guy here.
Okay, well, that's where I want to go with Fortner.
Hold on. Let me look it up.
Okay, well, first off, I love this for Fortner.
Savage. And we talked about this last. Remember, we didn't know where he was going to go, but I credit us. Well, I'll say we take credit on this.
He needs change.
He needs change, and we were really people have said this, but we sat up on this podcast plenty of times this past year, and we harped on this shit.
And said, "Go somewhere else."
And nobody else, people can say that, but we harped on this.
Mm-hmm.
This kid needs to change, and I think everybody on this podcast has never really been a Fortner guy. We've all seen his potential, but we all want the best for him.
I've changed. Young
I've
Fortner, I
changed.
did not like.
No, nobody did. He was a cocky little shithead.
Yes.
But I love the man that he has turned into.
I do.
And I think that I just want the best for him.
Look, and I like the Triumph thing because they're building and he's rebuilding.
Exactly.
I think there's a, hey, you go out and get a top 5 tonight. Hey, you get a third or whatever. And I think that's Bobby Hewitt. And as you're telling him that, Bobby Hewitt also
Hey, man,
plays a
Scuba
part of it.
Steve, all those guys.
Everything's new. Everything's fresh. Dude, what a badass to have some gnarly surgeries and the gnarly shit he went through within the last 6 months.
You see that there was people who were like, oh, it's not that big of a. I'm like, the kid had brain surgery, bro.
Well,
Get off.
On
of it.
top of a crash where
That's
was probably the nastiest thing I've
bleh.
ever seen in my life.
Wanted to make me puke, bro.
February.
Oh, right around first round time.
That's a guess because she made a post that said half baked on October 31st.
okay.
So that's just a rough
Savage
look,
way
man.
to start
It's just
that
a
off.
rough guess.
Savage way to start
So
that off.
let me go this way too. How strong is that kid mentally? He's
Real
got-
strong. Even stronger because they removed the part of his brain that was fucked up now. So
Okay, but listen, you got all that going on. You got a kid on the way. You just packed up everything, moved across country.
He got away from
You're
California.
going to a
I
new
love it.
team.
Get the fuck out of California. I love
I know,
it.
and I think that's a great move for him. and going to be more of a family man, all that kind of stuff. I think this home life family man thing is also going to bring a new perspective to him.
Where is he? Is he going back to Missouri? Where's he going? Does anybody know? Is he going to Florida, Georgia?
No, he's in Georgia
He's in
at the
Georgia
Triumph
with the team,
facility.
correct?
But is that where he's going to be living full time?
Yeah,
is in
they
Georgia?
have- they have to
Oh,
with
okay.
Triumph.
All right. I love it.
I think that's great for him.
I love it.
Another thing that I want to point out, and I just saw it today on the way here, Mr. Social Media Guy. So if you remember Fortner's younger days,
He's scrolling while driving.
maybe Moto the movie days.
Yeah.
Fortner was a bad motherfucker on a scooter.
Yeah.
Sorry, scooter boy, Mr.
I just talked to him the other day.
Yeah, Isaac.
He's
Sorry,
having a good
scooter
off
boy.
season too. He's going to Tokyo next year.
But
Wow, nice.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
apparently part of his family's from there. It's
that's
crazy.
cool.
Going where?
Tokyo.
Isaac Bones is?
Yeah,
I'd like to go to
apparently
Japan.
part of his
So
family's from
Bones
there.
will always be our scooter guy.
Bones is still going to be a contributor.
He's still going to be scooter guy, but
He's scootering still.
He's scootering.
So yes,
you
he's
should see
scooter
Fortner
guy.
on a scooter.
Yeah, Fortner's badass.
Bad
on a scooter.
dude.
Bad dude.
Instagram story today.
On
He's
a
at the
scooter.
skate park on a scooter.
On a scooter. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's not much else to do
Hitting
where
the
he's at in
rail,
the middle of Georgia. so-
grinding the rail, doing like a peg combo, tail whip out. Like some pretty hard, gnarly stuff on a scooter. Dude, get away from the track. Go do what you love because you love scooters too, right? He's doing the paintball stuff. And I feel like maybe he was shackled from that in California.
Could
I
be.
mean, dude, to get back to them southern roots, bro. I mean, he grew up in the middle of bumfuck Missouri. Nothing against Missouri. I like Missouri, but he grew up
That's
in the
his
middle of
root.
nowhere.
Show me state.
Yeah.
Right, dude. That's the life he knows.
I'll show you something.
Oh my god.
I think it's great.
I
think
love it.
could be really good.
I
It's
think
going to
it's
be
gonna
a
be
hell of a comeback story, barring he doesn't get hurt. Pray to the Lord he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah. Hopefully,
Like-
hopefully this is a change.
But I
that's
think
gonna-
he's got a lot of great things going for him in his life.
Could you imagine the story? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but could you imagine the story? He comes back from
Are you
everything.
gonna cry?
I could, man. I'm
Listen-
serious.
listen
I
to
love.
this.
I
Look,
don't
yeah.
look, dude. You guys can shit on me all you want, but I love this for Fortner. I really do.
Yeah,
like,
I
this
do
kid
too.
is a
Great
feel
move.
good fucking
Yeah.
story.
Look,
Could you imagine him winning a title for Triumph? Holy
dude,
shit!
First win for Triumph, first title for Triumph, rebuild your career. Like this has all of the formula to be one of the greatest stories in our
100%.
sport.
I love it.
100%.
And man, we've wanted to see this guy on a 450 for a long time. I think this segues him into like a 450 deal possibly.
Yep.
Dude,
But don't rush it.
back to the East Coast roots. Like he's gonna be driving down a dirt road and being like, "Oh my God, this is me."
Instead of driving on 405,
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuck in traffic for 5 hours.
Yeah.
I love it.
Where is his wife from? Is she from California or is she from somewhere else as well?
I have zero idea,
I'll be honest. I probably assume she's probably from California.
but I have zero
You think
idea.
so?
I'd assume so.
That's
She
your
seems.
idea.
She seems.
She
right.
seems kind of Cali-ish, but
Yeah, I would say that.
hey, man, being country is the new thing now.
Fuck yeah.
How many barn weddings have you seen lately?
A lot.
fucking
Exactly.
I just
Shout
love
out
it, dude.
Wyman.
I'm so stoked for this kid. I just really am.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Mike Brown being over there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's gonna be somebody that's gonna toughen your ass right up.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did watch some videos too. Did you see the video of Austin riding the bike already?
Yeah.
The video on the Supercross track just kind
Yeah.
of
So, so you appreciate technique, small
Yeah.
stuff. Did you see how he stuck that bike in that flat corner?
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it.
Fortner's always been good in flat corners.
I love it.
Dude, he just stuck that bike right in there.
People were like, though, he doesn't look that fat. I'm like,
He
course
never
he-
what
really.
the fuck?
Of course, he
Never-
doesn't look that.
He
bad.
really never does look that fast. So
No.
when he won it in Detroit and all that, he didn't look
Very
that
slow,
bad.
methodical.
Yeah.
Even before he crashed, the way he was riding in what was it, Houston or whatever?
Yeah.
Down,
Yeah, and
slow,
I didn't
methodical.
I didn't even put two and two together, but when you're riding a scooter on the transition in a skate park and stuff, there's a lot of transferable skills over to a supercross.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing with
So-
BMX guys. Like why, that's why I always looked at
Deegan.
McGrath. You always looked
Forgot
at
about
McGrath.
Deegan being such a great BMX
Yeah.
kid.
I mean, you know what? I know people like to shit on him, and he's a crazy guy because he is. But working with Rhino
Helped him
last
a lot,
year
too.
helped him a lot.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, it really did. It made him stronger. Yeah, no, I'm stoked, but definitely East Coast though. He
Yeah.
needs a lot of
I
time.
think this is going to be great.
Yeah,
So,
love it.
All right. Jordan Smith,
West,
West Coast.
you got to have that, even though he's not going to win a title.
How many rounds before him and Deegan are banging bars?
First fucking round.
First
in
fucking
practice.
round in practice.
Actually,
I
they're
hope.
going to be rolling through to press day. Smitty's going to look at him. He's going to look at him and go, "Hey, fuck you." And then,
No, they're fine.
And
No,
then
they're not.
Deegan's going to
Everything's
toss it right
fine.
back and say, "You got gray hair yet? You're still in the 250 class."
Everything's fine.
it,
There's no animosity between
Look,
those
man,
two.
people can shit on Smitty too,
and they can.
but the rebuild that he's had the last couple of years in his career is
Yeah.
something to tip your hat to.
Yeah.
He always can win at any given time.
He won a race last year, had the red plate for a little while.
He's good. Yeah, he had
Like-
some good finishes
Like,
outdoors.
Last year was a great year for Smitty, and he'd come out of fucking nowhere and almost won Ironman or something.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he was
He can do
leading
that any given
He
day.
was leading the points at one point during West, and then he had a meltdown at the Triple Crown at Glendale. But
Yeah.
that's what Smitty
Yeah.
does.
And again, I don't know what the atmosphere is at Triumph. It's if it could be really good for all of these guys mentally. Like, hey, you
I
go
don't
out
think
and
we're
win.
going to know till the end of this year.
Yeah, I mean, you go out and win, great. You go out and get a 5th, great. Mm-hmm. Like, as long as you're top 5 or whatever.
Oh,
for
you're talking like that? Because I've heard
from the brand itself. Like,
yeah, so I heard that they were really pumped at everything that happened last year.
Okay.
And like Swole
Just not the
had
Joey
said,
thing. Just
and
not the
I know this
Joey.
because Swole is like my best fucking friend after Hunter. Like it's me and Hunter Lawrence, and then Swole's
I think
a really
Swole-
close
I
second
think
after
Swole
that.
really likes you.
Swole hates all of
and
us.
Swole loves me, but
Tag him.
Oh, just
tag
you?
him.
Just
tag
you?
him. But I heard that they were actually like way more pumped than even he was on his results, and they're just like, look, dude, it's first year. Like we're not expecting necessarily to win per se. Like we're learning.
I mean,
all
they
this
were
shit.
stoked on Evan Ferry's LCQ win.
Yeah,
I mean, bro, that's what happens. But
but that's the way I think it should be anyway.
Got to ride. Evan Fair, he got to ride.
He got a ride.
Phoenix.
Get out of here.
Swear, he's on
Fuck
the Phoenix squad.
off.
He's on the Phoenix squad, bro.
Jesus
That's his
Christ.
dad, dude.
No shit.
No
But yeah,
comment.
yeah, no comment. They
No
just
comment.
Hey man, they just weren't pumped on Joey.
Dude, they got a pretty good parts allowance over there.
No
Yeah,
comment.
ooh, no. Their team is so weird.
Literally
dude.
zero
Dylan,
comment.
Cullen Park, Kyle Peters, Evan Ferry, Nick Romano, and they got another kid. They got somebody else.
Ferry riding arena cross too.
God, he should.
You should toughen him up a little bit.
Get gate drops.
He
in.
should.
They could put that on an Insta banger.
But no, I think it's going to be good too because, and we'll talk about the other two in a second. But I think it's just you got a ton of different vibes over there.
Yeah.
you know, you got all the guys are not the same. So
I'll be interested when we get to the end of the year to kind of hear what the guys are saying about
Yeah,
that
100%.
facility and stuff like that.
100%.
Well, I think you're going to have Fortner over there, just like we just talked about, what you just said, rebuilding himself. So he's going to kind of do his own thing. Smitty, he's a vet at this now, and Fortner is to an extent, but Smitty's been in it longer. He's got a family, kind of keeps to himself.
Yeah.
And then you got the other, and we'll talk about the next one, Styles, I guess.
Yeah.
Same thing, rebuilding himself. Jalik's just kind of doing his thing, and he's just trying to get back to where he wants to be.
Does anybody have a read on Styles Robertson? We
East
might as
Coast.
well move on.
Got to go East Coast.
Go East Coast. Okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah,
I would
you know,
think
he might
so.
he
He
might
needs
win
time.
Daytona.
Bro,
But
I just want Styles.
what do you think he's gonna do? I gotta go pee.
I just want
I think
Styles to be
getting
healthy.
through the series and just getting to every round is a win for Styles Robertson.
I know he's been on back. Well, he was on a star bike, but I know he got back on the bike at the end of August. He was riding at
So
the
he's
end of
been on a
August.
bike for a
He's been on a bike, but he's still going to need time.
Yeah, man, he's a giant question mark for me.
He's been good, right? I mean, when he's been healthy.
Yeah, a couple years ago I was like, he's going to be my breakout guy. I thought that was the trajectory he was
Yeah.
on, and he yard sailed himself in the whoops when he was out front that one time, and then for whatever reason, dude, he was always good at Daytona.
Yeah, hasn't he podiumed every time he's been in Daytona?
Yeah, and led laps and stuff. Like
Second,
him
third.
in Daytona was like a weird combination.
He's
but-
led other races before. Like he's just been good. That's the thing about Styles is I think that when he's actually finished races, I don't think he's. And I'm probably going to get flamed in this, and I'm wrong. But I feel like he's never finished outside the top 10 when he's actually finished races.
Oh, you're getting flamed for sure.
Probably.
Mostly for the Deegan comments at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, it's
flame for sure.
Yeah, he's just a walking question mark for me, and I think any just finishing the series is a win for him.
I just don't know because what did he even do last year? Did he ride at
Yeah,
all last
I don't
year?
think
He
he
got
raced
hurt
at all.
before the season started, right?
He got hurt. He hasn't
Yeah,
raced.
so I don't have a read on him since Seattle 23.
Yeah, he hasn't raced in a
Yeah,
year.
I mean-
Because Seattle 23 was like leading or in top 3 and then hit the deck.
I think a great season for him is top 10s. Maybe
A great season for him is just don't get fucking hurt.
well that I mean even if the guy finds a situation where he's an LCQ and wins an LCQ even, like that's still great.
yeah.
I mean,
You're
when you
still
see that
out there
checkered,
riding.
yeah, when you see that checkered flag first, confidence, bro.
Confidence goes up a little bit. Like, hey, I smoked everybody in the LCQ. There's no way I should be outside of the top 10. Blah blah blah.
It's kind of like I talked with the Hunter Yoder thing. Every time Hunter Yoder won an LCQ, he got pumped, and people were like, "Why is this kid?" I go, "Well, Hunter Yoder used to win a lot, and then when you go
Yeah.
from winning all the time to not winning ever again,
That's a
winning
problem.
Winning is
Yeah,
winning for your psyche.
There's a big perspective issue in our sport.
Yeah, there is.
So-
No, you hit the nail on the head. There is. So it's like winning's winning. Yeah, it's the LCQ, and you should be winning at that level, but it doesn't matter when you win all the time as a kid, and then you don't win anymore.
Yeah.
Your head gets fucked.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, it's that.
Fuck you.
Contagious
Wow, that was
yawns
good.
over here. This fucking
Fuck
That was
you.
good.
I mean, same thing for guys like Styles Robertson. Like, I guess every single guy on that gate used to win a shitload.
Yeah.
I mean, they all used to win all the time, anywhere.
Yeah, it didn't matter where they showed up. They were
Local
winning.
races, qualifiers, AM nationals, pro-ams, they all won.
Local races. No, these
Look-
kids race local
Dude,
races.
Wow.
you don't understand though. Like, I would go out to Battle Creek and go 1-1 in Open B, and I felt like the man.
I don't know. I've never won a race.
But you know how it is to win at something. You ever
It's been
kicked
a
your,
long- been a
you ever
long
kicked
time.
your boy's ass in a video game?
I mean, bro, I
You
kick
did really good at
Ashley's
hockey.
ass in board games
You want to
all the time.
line up in Mario Kart?
Oh, you want to lose in I mean, I kick my kid's ass in Mario Kart. all the time.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
And how good do you feel?
Oh, there we
I feel
go.
like I'm the fucking man.
They're like
Exactly.
winning's winning. Winning's winning.
Exactly.
Yo, I win.
Doesn't matter if it's
I win all
Mario
the
Kart
time.
in real life.
Doesn't matter if it's by a
It-
mile. or
It's your mile.
You never had your car.
you never had your car.
Never had your car.
Now we're gonna fly a Fiero to the moon. Fuck
Oh
yeah.
yeah, totally.
Anyway,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. That I think that's a big psyche thing that a lot of these guys just lose sight of.
Yeah.
But yes, this next gentleman.
How does my second best friend do?
He had a good Supercross season, man.
So for those
He
that
had a good season period in
did.
2025
Yeah, he
or
did.
2024.
Yeah.
Contrary to him hating us, he had a good season.
I agree.
dude, 100%. I was gonna say. So for those that don't know, Jalik Swole had went
Doesn't-
on Pulp MX
He hates me.
and kind
He hates us.
of shit on us because Travis said he likes to whine, but he was whining about us whining about him whining.
Just like Benny.
So
This is like a big circle we're
just
going
like
through.
there's
Benny,
a big
bro.
circle of whining. But put all that bullshit aside, he had a great season.
Yeah.
Top
New
fives.
team, battling for podium.
Led some heat races.
Yeah, this
Yep.
is that high point winner Jalik kind of coming back. A little bit.
A little bit building.
And I saw some videos of him. He's posted a couple Insta bangers. I love Insta banger season. People can hate
They're
on
so great.
Hey, people hate on Evan Ferry, but you know how he was explaining the Insta banger thing
Yeah.
and how good it makes him feel?
Hey,
I
look,
posted a few videos and stuff and it feels good.
I'm not shitting on him. Dude, when I powder coat, oh man, if I can get a sick ass picture or video.
and it does well.
Oh, bro.
It's worth
God,
it.
nothing gets my dick harder than that.
Right.
It's fucking
Is there
awesome.
anybody in the chat still
Right.
on that one?
I posted a video of me casing
Serotonin, bro. Serotonin.
Hey, I posted a video of me
Ashwagandha.
casing the fuck out of a double at Bucks.
Yeah, saw that.
People loved it.
Yeah, you fucking cased the shit out of that
D
thing,
Knots
too.
mode
That was
shoulda
good.
never-
And I come rolling up and Jordan's like, you cased the fuck out of that. And I was like, no shit, bro.
It's like that Caleb Carter thing where he just fucking like frames the fuck out of the leap all those years ago at Redbud.
No, he didn't even frame it.
He just
jumped
died.
through the bar and
Yeah, he just
slid down the
fucking died.
landing. Fresh out of a coma a few months earlier.
Back to my second best friend, Jalik
Jalik.
here.
A great season. Jalik, I'm going to clip this and tag you in it, but you had a great season.
Yes, please.
Like,
I think that he has the ability to be top 5.
I think so too.
dude,
Yeah.
the Insta bangers he posted were nasty.
He's gonna top 5 and probably sniff podiums this
The
year.
thing
Like,
is-
the bike's gonna be better, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to know that bike too,
Yeah.
better than all these other guys. So
The thing, if you're Bobby and Scuba Steve, though, that's scary as fuck about this team, you have two guys in Smitty and Fortner that can win on any given moment, and you have Styles and Jalik that can get top 5 at any moment, maybe sniff some podiums. This is where I'm going to probably get flamed. You also have the ability to show up to the race with nobody underneath your tent. All four of those
Yeah.
dudes, like, look, man, we just praised them all, but we are real on this show. We talk about the other side of things.
that could be an empty tent.
If you're Bobby and Scuba, I am nervous every fucking round.
So if I'm Triumph and I'm managing this team,
God, dude, I'm
We're having
nervous.
2 fill-in riders.
I
one
was
for
thinking
East
about-
Coast, one for
I was
That's what
thinking
I'm
about
saying.
this
Do
when I
they
saw
have
this.
some kind of fill-in option in the pipe?
Well, I think that's why Harrop might
Well,
be over here.
I think Savachi. Well, Harrop, I heard, is coming for outdoors.
Yes, he is, but he's also supposed to possibly be testing with Triumph. Then there was a link to him with other teams. Either way, you got to find somebody, dude.
So you think that's a team that would step up and grab let's say, a Hunter Yoder? Or
You
something
gotta.
like that?
You have to.
Because when I saw that this was going to be the final lineup, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, they haven't had a great track record.
I've never
they have
seen
the
it-
possibility of going 1-2 or having no
one.
at every race.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone know, like, look, we're not saying anything crazy. Everyone knows this. You can look at that squad and go, really talented bunch of dudes can win.
Dude, honestly, the most durable person there is Jalik.
Jalik. Yeah, he's Jalik.
Yeah.
It's Jalik, and that's not a knock at him, bro. That is a compliment. That is not a knock at you, Jalik. That is a compliment. But you can't just dismiss the fact of all four of these guys up until last year with Jalik have been injury prone.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Styles. He hasn't raced in over a year. Fortner, we don't need to go down that road. And Smitty has gotten better in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
But he
but
still at any
before
given moment
that,
can ragdoll
yeah.
himself into the ground and miss 3 rounds.
Yep.
It's crazy. I've never seen a squad where all 4 of your dudes can either win or just not even be on
Dude,
track.
they're all cows. Crasher wins.
Like, it's crazy, bro. It is crazy. But
It is.
I hope all of them make it because, I mean, they all have the opportunity to do really well.
They've got a great recipe over there for sure. They got the management. They've got,
Everybody.
They got everything. So,
Yep.
yeah. Also, big fan of the Renin gear.
I love it, dude. I think
like
it's cool.
Renin. I think that whole
What's the
situation's
fit and stuff like? Because you have some.
I got a set.
Nice. Yeah.
Does it? What's it fit? Is it like?
I'll bring it in, dude. It's nice.
Is it a slim fit?
It's a little slimmer, so I got a medium jersey, and I got a hold of my guy.
Immediate regrets.
Medium. Fuck.
I chatted with my guy.
Yeah.
And
You got a
said,
tailor for
"Hey,
your
you got a
jersey?
guy?
You got a tailor
I got
for
a
your
guy.
jersey?
Yeah. Like a
This,
tailor
this
guy.
same,
Somebody
gen-
that
or-
this
puts more into
same
it?
gentleman also called into Pulp MX when Jalik was on.
Ah.
Do you remember the gentleman that was like, "Hey, Jalik, how do you feel about tucking your shirt in?"
I don't remember that. No.
So anyway,
Tuck a shirt into his joggers.
tucking his jersey in or whatever.
He's like, I'm Nico.
And Jalik was all like, "Yeah, my gear guy gets on me for not tucking in my jersey and stuff." But it was the gear guy
That's
incognito.
awesome. That's awesome.
So anyway, I was just like, "Hey man, jersey's a little tight. Can you boy get a large?" And then I send him the pregnant man emoji. But also, what I really like about
Did he
Renin,
send you a large? Did they send you a large?
they're gonna send me another one, I think. But
Oh.
the pants are nice. Pants are really good.
Makes his junk look huge, is what he's saying.
They barsh
It's not
him.
Cameron
They
McAdoo
barsh
over
me
here,
up.
though.
They barsh
It's
you
not
up.
Cameron
Just get the
McAdoo over
mushroom
here,
Yeah,
though.
they
sticking
barsh
out.
you up. Maybe Barsha's gonna be in Renin this year.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But it's all sublimated, which is super cool.
Yep.
Yes, the shit is pricey. Shit's
I don't know.
really-
I mean, I've never even
it's
seen
pricey.
it.
I mean, you got to pay for good shit, though.
So a set will put you about $300.
I'm Alias MX for life.
So,
/ Alpine Stars.
but look,
Slash.
Pete Fox.
/
Brilliant
whoever
guy.
wants to give me gear.
Who I'm whore for.
So think of Renin as like a Supreme or
Yeah,
of
that's
motocross
fine.
gear. And guess what? It's made right here in the good old USA, tariff free.
Hell yeah.
I think
Tariff free.
we could go down that tangent. I think we need companies like that.
We do.
We need a supreme brand of gear.
Listen, it's made right in Indiana. Mm-hmm. American made. A genius running it. He's
Yeah.
just now starting to turn the dial.
Have you guys heard that FXR has that secondary brand? You probably
FTA?
that is supposed to be the more fitted pro grade of the FXR. Like supposedly
Hey,
you're
Houston, we have a problem.
what?
I don't know. Maybe we're.
Oh,
not
did we
live
freeze?
anymore. I think we froze, dude.
I don't know. It's still going on here.
Is it? You watching yourself?
I don't.
Do
I
a little
mean,
jerk off motion.
it keeps. Woo, let's see. Oh no, it's. Oh no, we're really. We lost you.
We lost you.
That's weird.
Starlink's gone.
Boom.
I don't know. The Starlink left us. The Starlink has left chat. Well, we'll see if it fixes itself. Hopefully it does. Anyway,
Did you just get my chat? Did my chat come through?
yeah, the chat's still going through. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe your phone got.
I doubt that. It's highly doubtful.
Anyway, Renin Gear Stick. God bless USA.
God bless you, USA.
Connect at this moment. Let's reconnect. Let's see. There we go.
I mean, dude, we need to go back in the day.
Hey,
where-
Renin Gear, tariff free.
we need to go back in the day, man, where we had like 15, 20 options of gear. Everybody likes to make fun of that janky.
We
ass
do
gear.
now though, because any Joe Blow can go on Temu and get their logo.
No,
put on
I mean
something.
like actual gear companies back in the day. There was a long time where we had like 15, 20
working now.
options, and nowadays it's like just the big ones.
but I think but I really think we need these.
we need a
Call
high
it
end.
boutique, high end, whatever you want to call it.
I
Things.
mean, you go to the track and it's like, damn, that guy's got Renin on. He's a rich kid.
Now, see, the funny thing is like I
A-Stars
didn't
was
even
like that for a
know
while.
because it's so new. We'll call it, but obviously now I do. So now I'll start talking about that when I'm at the track. I see somebody with Renin. I'm like, damn, they spent fucking shitload on gear.
Maybe I can get this gentleman on the show.
That would be
I
great.
think he'd love to come on
That would be great.
and just talk gear.
because we need it with bike stuff too. Like I really think we need it with bike stuff. I think whether
Everything looks the same nowadays.
whether it's parts or full blown, bikes themselves.
Like the Worx editions and stuff.
Well, the Worx editions are cool, but I really think there's even a step above that. I think there is full blown, we'll call it the Lamborghinis, Ferraris of bikes. Whether that is, hey, there's a company that buys a Blue Crew.
It'd be like
and
a Yanko, it'd
Kawasaki
be like a
and something.
Yanko Camaro back in the day.
Yes, let's go with that.
So I know how to do it. You take Ziegler Motorsports over here.
Oh boy.
They make the Ziegler Edition bike. Sell
Yeah.
it fully blown.
Or you just call yourself like Factory Bikes, and you literally do it where you do all the Kashima coatings. When you buy it,
set it up.
the suspension's done by whatever suspension
the
company there
Ziegler
for your
Edition.
weight. Yeah.
the Fox Power Sports Edition. And if they want to one up it even more, the dealership puts their social media program on it, and they do the bike build with the bike.
Yeah, but it's brand new. There are some people out there that do different builds like that, but I haven't seen anybody do it with new bikes. That's the thing. And I've thought about this too.
I'm going to do it with my next bike.
I've thought about literally doing it where it's like, okay, cool. You buy the Kawasaki, you put the gripper seat cover on, you get the graphics with all their logos and stuff already done. What kind of bars do you like? What kind of grips do you like?
Yeah,
you get wheel, you get the, the best of the best wheel. And again, yeah, maybe when you get done, this bike is $40,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
But I think there's a market for it. And it may not be a market of like, I'm going to sell 100 of them a year.
Maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4s, but something I would do starting on the smaller end to maybe see how it goes. KLX 110 SR.
I've thought about doing pit
The
bike
KLX
builds
110.
for a long time.
Think of Kawasaki, for example. Honda could do it too.
Yeah.
Have an SR version. What's the first thing everybody does when they buy a pit bike? They go home and put bigger bars on it.
Bigger bars, and exhaust, and a gripper seat.
Dude, put one on the floor with all that and mark it up.
And if you're in the Midwest, a light bar.
Yeah.
Which I think's gay, but that's my only opinion.
I would love the light bar. We could be riding your
Fuck the
track
light
right
bar.
now.
Fuck the light bar.
We could be out riding your track right
stupid. No.
Grow up.
I am. Fun story today about growing up. So the neighbor kids are out back driving their RC cars, right? And then we have this...
Hit this, and then let's get back on track.
I will. And then they have this great idea that we're going to skim this kid's RC car across the pond at the neighbor's house. So my natural reaction is, fuck yeah, we are. Let's go try this. So we go over there. And mind you, these kids are 17, 18 years old, so whatever. So we're over there. They're like, they have the genius idea. Let's get a rope and tie it to the back of the RC car in case it doesn't make it. We can pull it out. I say, this is a fucking great idea.
These are homies that ain't on their phones.
So we're standing there tying the rope, blowing out the receiver because they'd already been hydroplaning across some puddles in my backyard. And then the parents open the slider on the porch, and they're like, Travis, I thought you were the adult out here. I said, I am not 40 yet. My adult genes have not hit. I'm encouraging this. And they're like, oh my God. I'm like, it's fine. We're just going to try.
They didn't hit you with the howdy neighbor first or anything like that? Okay.
No. They opened it directly when after me being an adult and not acting like one, which I didn't. I fully encouraged this, and we tried it about 4 times. Didn't work. We didn't have a nice smooth entrance, though, into the pond, so we're going to have to try again in the spring. But
So it kind of looked like Jackass when
we
they
sunk
jumped
it
the
3
van in?
times. We sunk that motherfucker 3 times, full blown in the water, like sinking.
But
Bubbles.
we're able to fucking yank her back.
Yanked her out with the rope. The rope was a fucking genius idea.
Yeah.
Yanked her out. Fucking boop boop, spin it, make sure it works, and then boom.
That was
awesome.
Hunter's smart ass, wasn't it?
Hunter's initial idea was to tie fishing line to it, and
That might break, though.
I said, "What's the weight for your fishing line?" Which I'm glad we didn't, because the first time he did it, hit the log that was sunk just in there and got caught on the log and the buoy for the raft that goes in the middle of it.
Sounds like a lot going on today.
It was a lot. We had a good time. Anyway,
That does
okay,
sound fun, though.
back to this. Let's talk Honda here
Let's
before we
talk
get to
Honda.
halftime. Honda. So Shimoda goes west, Hymas east, right?
Yeah.
Because Hymas is going to need time for the knee, so that's just the natural.
Also, Shimoda, very interesting. Based out of Florida now.
Yep,
Do you
he's at
think
the
that
dog
helps?
pound.
Super weird. Well, not weird in that
Well,
sense.
he was riding with Roxon and them at Sandbox.
I thought I saw a video of him at the dog pound.
I saw a video of him with Roxon at the Sandbox,
It's probably just riding wherever.
which I think is great.
I mean, I'm cool with it. It's
I
whatever.
mean, you go ride with guys like Roxon. Look at the Deegan
Oh, yeah.
approach. Go ride
Oh,
with
yeah.
everybody. You know who Deegan was cycling with the other day?
Who?
Fucking Ricky Carmichael.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. They're out cycling.
Cool.
Well, he's Ricky Carmichael 2.0.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Stop.
I don't know.
Stop it.
It doesn't. If you're out cycling with Ricky Carmichael, there's going to be some conversations that you're going to learn from.
It's also
100%.
going to be. That was, never mind. I'm not going to go on that
100%.
road.
And
I was
you're gonna.
gonna- I was-
I know what road you're going
Yeah, I was
going
to say something else, but I'm not going to do it.
Fam.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Fam.
Anyway,
Talking about changing your oil.
it is interesting that Shimoda's now based in Florida. Kind
Yes.
of.
Do you feel like Florida?
Where's
helped-
Hymas is riding 83 compound too, right? Or dog pound?
Yeah.
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 So that's
So how's
actually
that
not
dynamic
surprised
go?
because Honda's entire fucking team's in Florida now.
That's their new place.
Yeah.
Well, did you know the Progressive sponsorship is covering the insurance for the compound?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did know
So-
that.
I think it's just a big deal that Joe's out of California, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
too.
that's a huge
Do you
deal.
think that's a good thing for Shimoda?
I don't know. I don't.
Or do you think this is just who he is?
I like Joe a lot, but I have such mixed feelings after listening to his Gypsy Tales and kind of the way I don't feel like his heart's.
He
in
wants
it.
to go back to Japan, man.
I was gonna say I don't feel like his heart's in it.
He said this for a long time. He wants to make enough money, do well enough, and then go
Yeah.
back to Japan.
Which I think he's making plenty of money,
Oh God, yeah.
especially with what's his
As a
nuts there.
250 guy and having your own gear deal
Yeah.
and a monster personal deal.
But I have questions now with Joe, and again, this is nothing personal, but Joe's probably gonna see this, and fucking hate me for it.
I don't
just
think
have,
Joe
I
hates
just
a lot
have
of people.
questions with his commitment level to it. Do I think he's like committed and like doing all the work? Yes, but I'm just not sure. He doesn't have the heart into it that
That
Deegan
dog.
does. That Deegan does.
he don't have
dog.
that Deegan dog.
He doesn't have that dog in him.
Deegan dog.
He ain't got
All
that
right,
Deegan
that's not
dog.
gonna-
but
that's not
man,
gonna
he's
become a
got it.
thing.
He's got the talent to do it, and he's got the tools to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him come in at the end of the season. Unadilla, he was ripping.
If he wanted to, he could be, but I just don't think he wants. I don't think that want's there, and I don't know if it's a situation of he just got pushed into being a motocross kid or what the deal is.
I think another thing too, it's going to suck because he can be on the West Coast where everyone's at, and it's just one of those where if you're just a little bit off of being committed to it, it doesn't matter how talented you
He's
are.
top 5 guy with podiums
Oh,
mixed
easy,
in
but
there, right?
he's
Yeah.
But the winning thing, I mean, dude,
No,
I just don't see it. I think that I like Joe just as much as the next person. There's nothing really wrong with
He
Joe.
won one last year, right?
I think he did no.
One race?
I thought he was
I don't think
leading
so.
one.
I think he won one race.
I'm not sure, and I can't check
he
right
won
now.
one race.
I need more screens.
Joe's always going to do Joe things, man. There's a lot of guys in this class now that you can say that like we're not given an opinion, but it's just that's where they're at. Joe is going to do Joe things.
Yeah.
He's going to be really good at the end of the year. He's going to win a race, maybe. He's going to be battling, probably win some or some heat races, but he's not going to win his title.
Yeah.
he's just not. Now, to Travis's point, that if he was 100% in, this might be a different
Yeah.
conversation because Joe has all the tools. He's one of the most physically fit dudes in the class, which is
Yeah.
weird to say considering he's not 100% in it. So usually these guys like flounder, but like Joe's problem has never been like the training part of it.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see
Yeah.
if he's down there with the Lawrence program every day instead of being out in California.
dude, just get the fuck out of California, bro. I think that is a
I think
huge deal.
everybody needs to get out of California.
I don't think
That
people
place-
realize how big a
bad
deal-
that place eats you up.
I don't think people realize how big of a deal it is that Joe is out of California.
Yeah,
though.
I don't think people realize how much of like a rock star you are in Southern California if you're a factory rider.
I mean, dude, and it's always been that way. You can go back to the early, like the
Oh,
2000s, bro. I mean, everybody's heard the Tommy Searle thing where he talks about like hanging out, and then next thing you know, he's like, at the time he didn't know, but he was like hanging out with MGK. I don't like MGK, but he was talking about how he was at an after
What a
party.
loser.
And he just MGK at the time. MGK wasn't MGK, but he's like, yeah. Then I realized that that's MGK.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Sam Tripoli made him his bitch.
yeah, like if you're a pro motocross guy, you're somebody and can have access to people like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Hymus. Top 5s.
I think
mean-
he squeaks podiums out,
I think he's top 5s with multiple podiums. Yes.
multiple podiums. Yeah,
think
I
he was that
don't
good,
label
though?
him. I don't label him a title contender
No.
yet.
East is
Nope,
definitely
I'm out on
going to be
that.
the weaker
Outdoors
coast.
might be a different story.
Yeah,
but-
maybe.
East is definitely going to be the weaker coast, man. But like, it's kind of we talked about this in the group chat. Hymus to me still, I don't know if he. And I understand he's been hurt, and we all know his issues with his knee and just not being healthy the last going into Supercross. Hymus to me, I still have not seen the top end speed in Supercross that makes
Yeah.
me believe that he can. But once again, not being healthy, that's part of it. But I need to see more top end speed out of him because
Yeah.
I don't believe right now from what I've seen, even if he's healthy, that if he yanks a Holy, he can win.
Yeah.
Can he do it? Does he have the talent in the world, the drive to get it? Oh, of course. He showed that in outdoors this year. Took a huge step.
Yep.
But I still need to see it first because we just have not seen his top end speed in Supercross.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, yeah, I can see podiums and top 5s, but I don't think he wins a race.
I don't know.
And if he wins, what is it?
he
Maybe
wins,
I'm going to
great.
say it's a low percentage chance that he does, but I don't.
maybe
but
a
I
triple
don't
crown
call
at
it
Birmingham.
impossible.
Maybe the triple crown at Birmingham.
Maybe.
Maybe
I don't know.
triple
I don't
crown.
know.
Yeah, I could see him win a triple crown.
But I just don't think he's going to win a race. But
I think he's
I
got.
hope I'm proven wrong. I like Chance.
I think he's another build year kind of guy, and I think Lars is the kind of team manager to do that.
Yeah.
It's going to be good outdoors, though. I mean, he was this
Yeah,
year.
100%. I think their focus at this point is outdoors.
Yep.
Which is crazy because we said the same thing going into 2024.
So
I know, but I think there's starting to be a shift where, Lars Lindstrom, all the team managers are like, hey, get through Supercross, kill it outdoors, and kill it in SMX.
Yeah, because it just allows you to build.
Well, when we have these guys now that we have enough data on them where we've seen like, hey, you can win a Supercross title. Hey, you're definitely better in outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Chance, to this point, has proven he is a better outdoor guy.
Yeah.
So, and now maybe he proved everybody wrong and he kills in Supercross. I hope so. I like the kid. I like Hymas. I really do. Very talented, fun. He reminds me
I
of
like
Trey.
how he's kind of playing into the Deegan thing, throwing shit back and forth. I think that could be a very good rivalry.
And honestly, when you listen to him talk on interviews, I know he doesn't say much, but when he does, I don't know how you can hate on that kid.
No.
There's nothing that comes off of him where I look at him and go, yeah, this kid's a shithead. Like, he's just a calm.
You're right.
And that's part of his family, too. He fucking grew up in Idaho.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, middle of nowhere. So I like,
All right, that's Honda there. All right, so I want to thank everybody who's watching on the live stream there. Really appreciate it. Again, if you guys want to watch these shows be recorded live starting for 2025 here, and the next one will be a members only show as far as live stream goes. Make sure to hit the members area there, join up. You can join for as little as 99 cents. Thanks to all our sponsors, TLR Coatings Studio here, Gutterworks, Pro Flo Racing, Holster Coat, Isaac Nelson Designs. And with that, we're going to enter our Complete Racing Solutions halftime report. Make sure to check out Coach Rob and all of his people there at Complete Racing Solutions to make you the pinnacle athlete that you need to be. Pinnacle. All right, and for our Complete Racing Solutions halftime report for this show
Mr.
here.
Get Real Golf, tell me about Pinnacle. Is that the ball of choice?
Is that the ball of choice
Pinnacle.
there? All right, so we're going to... Well, do you want to do the TLR tinfoil hat right off the rip?
All right, yeah, you guys.
TLR tinfoil hat here, baby.
All right, I got a real tinfoil.
Look out for the
hat
TLR
here.
tinfoil hat
And maybe
podcast
Mr.
coming soon.
Mr.
We need a tinfoil
Mr.
hat.
Mechanic guy here can tell me I'm
God.
fucking crazy.
How do
I
you
think
know?
you're fucking crazy,
So
but go ahead.
anyway, HRC and their starts. Bikes are dialed off the gate, correct?
Oh, yeah. Matt has been working on this. There's a guy. He's got a button. Fucking hits it. Boom. Rocket ship.
Okay, so here.
There's even been Lars has even given him a name of the guy.
So maybe.
There's a fucking button. He's like,
All right, so I don't know if this is possible. Maybe this is what they're doing. But if I were in the position,
Oh boy.
I would go buy a Stark Varg. And you know what I would do? What's a 450 these days?
what, like
50 horse, 60
Oh,
horse,
like
Yeah.
55.
55?
Yeah.
I'd
that.
set the Stark on 55 horse. I'd figure out how to get some data off that fucking thing, and I'd go do a 55 horsepower start. And I would do whatever the fuck I can to get that power curve into my gas bike.
You don't think the Hondas are better than the Stark on the start?
No.
No.
Fuck
Have you
no.
ever ridden one?
The prop.
No.
See,
No, I
see,
haven't.
Cole, you got to go.
Ride one,
I
and
don't know anybody
then
that's got
you'll
one, so-
understand.
There's not
where
a
I'm
dirt
coming
bike.
from
There's
with
not a
this.
dirt bike made that has the power of a Stark.
I mean,
But,
I know.
but can they replicate the power
I don't
curve
think so.
somehow?
I don't think
know,
so.
I know those electric bikes are good. I'm just saying those Honda 450s are done.
Dude, the Stark, it
I don't,
mashes
I don't
80.
give a shit about power. I'm
80
talking
HP.
about the controlling
No,
of the power.
I don't think you're never going to be able to get a gas powered bike to manipulate the curve of an electric bike at that level.
But
Like,
you can't. But these Mr. Graphman, the Graphman, can't look at the graph
oh yeah,
and try to get that power curve as linear
You
as,
could try.
say,
You don't think
a Stark.
every single factory is doing that?
I don't know if they're not. They're stupid.
no,
I'm sure
because
they
here's
are.
here's
I'm a Joe Blow idiot out in the middle of Climax, Michigan, and this is
all
my.
right. I'm going to
tinfoil
say
hat.
something very controversial, but even the best electronic guys
here we go.
from the OEMs are not the same as the best electronic guys from Stark.
Or from okay.
That's a bold take.
I don't think it's fucking bold. That's like saying that those. That's like
There's
saying
going to
that
be
those.
someone from Honda emailing me after this show goes up. It's going to be like,
Okay,
you can
cool.
tell
Tell them
that.
to come on the show and
You
explain
can,
That's
their
like
tell,
side.
saying-
you can tell that guy in the corner to fuck off.
That's like saying those guys
Holy
all have
shit.
the same knowledge as the MotoGP guys. They don't. They're not as smart, or they'd be in MotoGP.
Is this very tinfoily or?
No,
is
dude,
am I
this
onto
This is
something?
tinfoil for
I don't.
sure.
I don't think. I think that that's something that everybody's kind of thought of, but you're just never going to be able to get in a gas powered bike. But if you're talking about somewhat replicate it, for sure. But it's just never going to
If you
happen.
can get it close,
If you can get it close, you definitely would have
you
a
would
leg
have
up.
a head up. On
Yeah,
everybody.
you would have some head.
You have some head?
You'd have some head.
Wow.
But
You would be riding red and getting head for sure. dude.
Somebody hasn't got laid in a while there.
What
we
the
can tell.
fuck does that have anything to do with what
When's
you
the
just
last
said?
time?
I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't have a girlfriend or fiance, so it's just over here.
You on Grinder?
Christian,
no.
ChristianMingle.com?
Those bitches are wild.
Tinder?
Fuck Tinder.
Can we do a paywall show about Justin's love life?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no love life, bro. But
Even
no.
better. Ladies, he's available.
He could be our dark side.
What's the Instagram handle? Yes.
I don't have an Instagram.
Yes.
Bro. I don't have an Instagram.
Justin is our dark side.
Oh, we got to find some
You could
people.
be white side.
We got to find some chicks to set him
I'm
up
not
with.
He
paying-
could be bright side.
Look, bro, I'm not paying.
Bright side,
I'm not
yes.
paying for a stripper.
I didn't.
We
Who said
never
anything
said you
about
had to pay for
stripper?
a stripper.
You just call me dark side.
No.
Dark side doesn't pay for strippers.
No.
you
What was
Alex.
that whole story with going to the hotel in Indiana a couple years ago?
Oh yeah, that was something weird. I don't remember what the fuck that was. That was
these
some
false
chick
allegations?
No, it was some chick I think he was
No.
friends with or something.
No,
I don't know.
these
I'd
are-
have to
these are
ask.
real.
Okay.
I remember that story, but it was I don't know.
But no,
Nothing. Anyway,
I like what you're thinking about there, but you wouldn't be able to do it consistently just because it's just never going to be consistent enough. But if you could,
I don't know. There are smarter men than us working on this.
I just
they're
don't
not
need-
Stark though. There's a difference. That's like saying a Ford mechanic is smarter than a
Yeah,
Ferrari
but
mechanic.
guess what? Who?
Well,
Calm
Hey,
down.
here's a little
Bah.
side
Calm
money.
down.
Here's
Bah.
a little
Calm
side
down.
money. Come
Bah.
out to the dog
Calm
pound
down,
here
buddy.
and plug your
Bah.
computer.
Calm down. You can say all you want about Ferrari, but they still fucking Formula One Ferrari.
it's garbage.
Okay.
Tell that to Charles
anyway,
Leclerc.
that's my tinfoil hat.
TLR tinfoil hat.
I don't think it's tinfoil
So
hat. I
maybe
think it's
Star
just
Yamaha needs to go pick up a Stark.
Y'all see who else is head down to the dog pound?
Who?
Kev.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, they were
yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
that. That got finalized.
Yeah, I fly
Nice.
out on Wednesday.
Shut the fuck up.
You fly out on
He
Wednesday?
doesn't fly out. On
Yeah.
Wednesday. He's a
No,
lying
you
sack
don't.
of shit.
Do you think? That
Oh, here we
my
go.
homie is going to the dog pound down there. We're going to be within feet of Jet
That you're
Lawrence.
not gonna figure
and
out how to
I'm
finagle
not
your-
going to change air filters and wash bikes.
let's
He's
ch-
also,
let's chat
I think
about
they have a
this
smarter
because-
man than you
look,
willing to do that.
Look, if you're doing that, I want in because I have a place to stay that's literally 15 minutes from there.
Well, why haven't we been there?
We got to fly Allegiant straight to Clearwater.
No.
Yeah.
We can fly Delta into Orlando and then drive to Clearwater.
Or we can just fly into Tampa.
That's fucking gay, too.
or it's not happening and he's talking out his ass.
Why
Kev's
is-
actually going down
I know
there.
Why is
right
it-
where the dog
Why is it
pound
not
is.
happening?
Kev is going down there. You're not.
I can drive you to the
We're still in the
people. We're
still in
here.
Complete Racing Solutions live stream, seeing all of it. Complete Racing Solutions halftime report here.
Live stream
anyway,
seeing us melt
So
down.
yeah, so I'm headed to the dog pound on Wednesday. Fucking
You're
excited.
not heading down Wednesday.
Why?
You have work.
Hey man, I got 3
And?
days off that I can request right now. If you're going, fucking pony up. Let's go.
Fucking let's go.
fucking saddle
Bet
up.
money.
Saddle
Bad
up.
bitch.
Saddle up.
Let me see the
let me
airplane
book my
tickets.
ticket.
Let me see. Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, he's also got to make a phone call to Kev afterwards.
Yeah, there he is.
I already talked to him about it.
Oh. Where? What?
Act like I'm fucking talking. Act like that didn't come up, and I didn't immediately.
Yeah, you
comment.
did it down at Iron Man. You tried to finagle your way in before it was even finalized.
You know what I got
This
told?
motherfucker Kev's talking about it, and he's just like, "I'll go down there with you."
So he's that friend that always invites himself to the
This
party with you.
motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, I
This
am.
motherfucker.
Hey,
Hey, I'm going bowling.
Yo, I'm going. Yeah, yo, I got my shoes, dog.
Hey, we're going bowling Friday. Can I
Can I
come?
go? Yo, I got my shoes, dog.
No. Here's the thing. I'm not nervous about asking or telling you that
Oh,
I'm coming.
hang on. No, it's hey, I got a buddy like this and it drives me nuts. Hey, we're going bowling Friday, you know, me, Nick, and whoever, you know, and he's like, well, what time? I'm coming.
The even worse one is like, yo, like I'm going like with my girl or whatever, and somebody's like, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you're
coming.
not. Yeah, no, you're not.
Hey, shut up. I'm booking my ticket.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
this
you're full of
motherfucker!
shit.
What a fucking full of shit.
Who's picking you up at the airport?
I'll rent a car. Jesus.
Jeez, that's in the budget, big money
Fucking
baller.
Christian,
Yeah, it's fine.
Christian Duchemin.
Kristen
Fuck,
B.
last minute flights are expensive.
Oh
Let's
my
use
God, this
miles.
piece of
see,
shit.
Yeah, take a hike.
Take a hike.
Hey,
take
if
a
you
cold
were,
shower.
If you were smart, you'd plan this trip around Tampa. Go Wednesday, Thursday before,
I don't
and
know
then
how
go
long
to
he's
Tampa.
gonna be there. I don't know how long he's gonna be there.
a
Look, the
cold
one thing I
shower.
was told was to not show up on the first day because we're not sure how they feel about media people being there all the time. All right.
Oh, you mean Jed
you're a
doesn't
media,
wanna-
oh, you're a media
we're trying
guy.
to
you
fill
mean
this
Jed
out
doesn't
a
want a
little
camera in his face the whole time?
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
you're a media guy.
You'd be like, yo, Hunter, you remember
Yeah.
me? I asked you that one question that one time at band camp.
About the C10 truck.
I have that video
Yo.
still.
Yo, you even show it to him?
Me and Hunter are
Oh
best friends.
yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
No, after fucking Grandpa Earl went down there, that shit's on tight security.
Hunter's gonna welcome me with open arms because me and him are best friends.
After he runs you over.
I would talk hoonigan with him for sure.
I'm sure me and him and Jet are going to have lots of conversations about cars.
Maybe you can
I don't
powder
think you can
coat
relate.
their twin turbo piping.
Sure. No problem.
Maybe you can coat their calipers.
Take it off. We'll put it in the
Look,
suitcase
Trav-
and bring it back,
Hey,
baby.
Trav's gonna be down there. He's gonna slide it in on the side. He's gonna be like, "I'll coat your calipers. I'll coat your piping. I'll coat your face."
Wow. Wow. Holy shit. This went off the rails. I know y'all are jealous because I'm going to the dog pound.
I'm actually not jealous because I don't really care to hang out with the Lawrences. I really don't.
I think it's going to be great.
I don't
I think
care.
they're really awkward and weird. Probably
They are weird because they're moto kids. Every moto kid's weird.
Probably.
They didn't go to public school.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, you want to go down there and chill with
And
the,
to be honest
the
with
cat?
you, Hunter's
Cat's not there anymore.
Hunter's probably more normal than Jet is. Jet's probably
Did
even worse.
Cat get booted for stealing parts?
Cat should be get booted.
I don't want to talk about that publicly.
Oh, you know why?
I don't want to talk about that publicly.
Okay.
The government was involved.
And not the government.
Okay.
Kamala Harris.
I
all right.
heard this.
I heard this.
Heard this.
from a camp.
I heard this from somebody that knows somebody.
Okay.
I heard this. Did I know this? When I know this?
Let's talk, because I know you like this shit. Let's talk gear deals here that have been kind of happening, because this has been some big news here in the last week or two. All right,
Love gear.
so Webb departs Thor, goes to Fly Racing. They send him the Steve Mathis fit. And I saw somebody post that. Like, did you see him in that blue fly
He's
gear?
looking a little chunky in that
Dude,
gear.
and then somebody posted a picture of him and Steve and was like, man, they sent him the Steve Mathis fit. That
But
sucks.
guess what? Guess how much publicity that's bringing Fly between those two?
A
Yeah.
ton.
Those two working together, if they can joke about it together, that's going to bring
Oh,
Fly
yeah.
a lot.
And here's the thing. His gear will be... Fly is good. I'm not a Fly guy, but Fly is good. That shit will be on point this year.
Well, did you see the video of like when they first signed him? He
Yeah.
was in that room and they had all the sample sizes where they were
Yeah.
tailor fitting it to him
Yeah.
and all that. And then they had all the stuff on there where he was picking his fonts, picking his stuff. I think that's super cool. As
yeah.
a rider going in like Chad Reed did with Shift and being able to have what you want and what you're wearing
Yep.
brings you a little more swagger.
Yep.
And if Coop needs more swagger, that's going to be dangerous. But also, I want to give a big shout out to Fly. I think it's awesome that they finally got a 450 Supercross contender for
Yeah.
the title.
So I know that JT Money was talking about this on Pulp, but I didn't listen to it. Did Max What's His Nut set up that deal?
No, he doesn't work there anymore.
Oh,
I'm not sure who set that deal up. I would have bet money that it was going to be AP, their single digit guy, but
They tried with him last year.
I'm sure they did. But
Those talks, from what I understand, were deep last year, but then Thor came through with more money for him, so...
Thor comes up. Well, they got Parts Unlimited behind them, but
it's gonna be weird to see Coop not in Thor. It's been a long.
It's gonna be really
it's been
weird.
a long time
Well,
since he hasn't been in Thor.
I'll throw this at you. I guess we can segue right into this. But we'll end it with I think that's awesome for Fly. Just
I think
from
I
where
think-
they've came from
yeah.
over the years and where they started. This is a big deal for them, and they're going to be all in on it. So I'm excited to see what comes of it because I think Coop's going to be looking really good this year.
I think so.
So
Gear wise.
I haven't gotten. So I'm not into as much to the gear stuff like you guys are. I think it's cool, but I'm just not into as much. So I don't know. So forgive me for not knowing this. But is he Fly head to toe, or is he still gonna be in Bell?
Still in Bell. Bell 100% Naystar. You know, I don't know.
There's
because
another announcement coming, and I think it's because... so this is all speculation here at this point. I think it's because his helmet deal isn't done yet, but I think he's
You know
going to
what?
fly
I think-
Formula helmet.
Listen,
100%.
I think you're done. I think not done. I think you're.
Oh, I'm done talking?
You're done.
All right, let me shut
I
your
think
fucking
you're done.
mic
Hey,
off.
I think you're done.
Hey, fuck you guys.
Hey,
This is my
no.
fucking boat.
I think you're onto something with the helmet thing.
Yeah.
Because Bell and Fox are owned by the same company.
Yeah, and Jason Thomas said that there's more announcements coming, but they can't make them
Him
yet.
being in a Fly helmet would be huge.
Those fly helmets are good.
No,
They're nice.
they are.
I
They
would wear
are.
one.
I haven't
If
tried
they
one
made
on
like
yet,
a
but-
non like Fly logoed one, I guess I could go get a custom painted.
I
one and wear that,
just
but-
mean pulling someone away from Bell to put him in your gear.
That doesn't surprise me though. Okay, the industry's soft right now, and especially when you get into
Bell
gear
isn't
shit.
what it was when it got bought by the Capital Company.
It might not
No,
be, but
and-
Bell is still one of the biggest names, though, is what
And
I'm getting at.
that is a big thing right now. Is these companies that have been bought up by these investment firms.
They're dumping them right now.
Yes, and the problem is, and we've seen that. I'm sure you've seen this with like Hoonigan and shit. Is these companies buy it thinking, oh man, look at all this money. But part of what makes this shit tick is the people who Live
Guess
it.
what? You know who?
Love it.
You know what company is going through that right now?
Hoonigan.
Western Power Sports.
Western Power Sports is another one.
And you know what company
Fox.
isn't? You know what company isn't owned by a capital company?
Who?
And is by the people for the people? Parts Unlimited and Thor.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that haven't sold out.
Well, but Thor's gear's not the best.
And look at Tucker. Look what happened to them.
Yeah,
I
I
just-
understand.
I'm
I'm saying this is. I mean, we're seeing this a lot. Fox just got sold again. You look at all the like 4-wheel parts and shit like that got bought up. Those are being sold. Hoonigan, and obviously all that shit is like billions of dollars in debt because they bought like that and Donut Media and all that shit on YouTube, and then Bumble fucked it away because they basically took all the creatives away from it, or took all the creative.
All the creators got pissed.
Yeah, they took all the creative out of it, is what happened. And it's like, guys, you can't
They
ones and
put all those
zero
guys
these
on
fucking
shackles,
things.
basically,
Yeah.
right?
And then you've got like Troy Lee, the TLD. Okay, what happened? Troy's bought that back for pennies on the fucking dollar. There was another one too,
Like
that
a
somebody
Barstool
just
deal
said,
where he buys it
yeah,
back for $1.
yeah, there was another one too that just got bought back too. I can't think of what it is though, but they're like all these companies. This is what's happening. You build them, they're great, they're huge companies. These investment firms come in, make a huge offer. They think they're going to trim this fat here and here, and it's going to fucking make this company way more and it's not, because part of what makes a lot of these companies work is the fact that the people running them love it, and when you take that out of it, it fucking tanks craters. It's not fucking a Fortune 500 company. Sorry, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a great company. It's a $100 million company, but it's not a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can take all the creative away from it.
I just meant that even with all that, I just meant that if they pull him away from Bell, it's just a big deal because
Yeah.
Bell still is Bell and is still respected.
Bell, Rydell.
Yeah,
that's
everybody.
all under the same umbrella.
It's back in the day, like when Arai was super big. It'd be like now if you pulled somebody out of an A Stars sponsored guy wearing an A Stars helmet, and you pulled him away from wearing an A Stars helmet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a big deal. I'm happy. For
You mean
Fly.
like Justin Cooper,
Yeah, exactly.
who we're going to get to?
Yeah, I'm
with
happy
O'Neal?
for him. If they can get him in a fly helmets are good. That's not what I'm saying. I just think that if they do, that's just a big deal pulling him away from Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll give him a signature helmet just like
for
Bell
sure.
did.
Oh,
like
yeah.
all that.
For sure.
Yeah. Justin Cooper goes to O'Neal.
O'Neal,
Dude, I like O'Neal's been on the come
O'Neal's
up.
making some moves, man.
O'Neal's on
I mean,
the come up.
and they
That
made
kit
it-
looked good.
And they made it, when Dylan went with them, even though it's not the same treatment like when Dylan went to O'Neal. Like, dude, O'Neal used to be big for a long time back
Yeah.
in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they. I like that. Look, I'm gonna shitting on the HJC,
You should. It's a terrible
but
helmet.
man, dude,
I'm scared.
I don't like an elite level athlete like that in an HJC helmet.
What do you not like about the
Alex
HJC?
Ray.
What
I
do you
thought
not?
he was gonna die in an HJC.
What do you not like about HJC?
Go on their
helmets?
website and look at any technology with that thing.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember? Okay, he wasn't around for Brock Hepler days.
Oh, God.
Brock
yeah.
Hepler hit his head in HJCs and literally went and bought Arai helmets and was racing Arai helmets with HJC logos on it.
Interesting.
Brock Hepler, like, that's what ended his career.
I mean,
was
I
his
started
concussions.
in an HJC helmet on
Everybody started
street
in an
bikes.
HJC
So
They're good at a lower level, but you start getting to that
HJC
level.
is a price point helmet.
yeah.
You won't find MIPS in an HJC helmet.
Well, there has to be MIPS if they're running them in the pros.
Nope, they got to be DOT or ECE. That's it.
No, they have to have MIPS because they have to have the release system.
And that's eject. You can put that in any fucking helmet.
I think
You
you gotta
can
have
put the
MIPS.
eject system in your $100 HJC.
I mean,
from
I know you have to have
1940.
that too, but I swear to God, you had to have MIPS too.
I don't think so. Somebody
For
needs to
pros.
fact check us on that, but I
probably
don't think you
wrong.
have to have MIPS.
I mean, dude, I remember back in the day when HJC helmets were like $120 and we still couldn't sell them at the shop, so we had to price them down to like $90 just
Yeah.
to get them off fucking
But
racks.
the HJC customer is the guy that's like, hey, my boy just got a moped. I need a helmet
Yeah.
to ride around
Yeah.
the block.
Or my kid just got on a 50. I need something that's cheap for right
And
now.
there needs to be a brand for that,
Yeah.
100%. Now, if HJC uses a guy like Cooper to develop a new helmet,
Yeah.
dude, I'm all in. That's awesome. Carbon shell, do it.
Well, and this other guy too. Like, I'm pretty sure Barsha's going to an HJC helmet. I'm pretty sure that's what I
Oh
heard.
my God, that is not the dude you want in an HJC
Is he
helmet.
going O'Neal too?
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know.
pretty cool.
I think.
So let's move into Barsha.
I think I think Barsha.
I could
is
see him
still
have it.
TLD gear.
Oh, okay.
I think he's TLD gear because I think that's how they're fulfilling that contract with Troy Lee.
That was a fat contract to match A stars. too.
Yeah, him, Cochran, and whatever else. They're making those guys wear. Whoever's riding gas, you have to wear TLD gear for gas to finish out the contract with TLD because the gas contract was supposed to go through this year. It was supposed to go through 25.
Bro, let's
Was
just go.
that video of Cochran? Was he in?
I don't know.
I thought he was
I
in
haven't seen
Fly,
it.
I think
bro.
he was in Fly.
Yeah,
he was in Fly.
But Is
Bro,
it
let's-
Fly because he's still under a Fly deal from Husky here? Because the gear deals and stuff, from what I'm understanding now, because this is a topic now this year, is the gear deals are different than the bike deals. The bike deals change, but that it's just like what I was talking about with Coop and the helmet situation. Coop's helmet deal was different than the fucking gear deal, was different than the bike deal, which is why we don't know that he's going to be in a Fly helmet, even though we all can put this together really easy. He's going to be in a Fly helmet come end of the month. First part of next month, whatever.
Let's just get Barsha back in an Arai helmet. I liked those days.
Barsha Arai was cool. I got
Barsha Arai.
the Barsha Arai replica.
I loved it, man. I loved that version. Those Arai helmets were sick. People used to hate on them, but I thought they were dope.
Arai's got some pretty cool.
I love Arai helmets,
Arai's
man.
cool.
Arai helmets are awesome.
Street World Arai's sweet too.
Fucking Arai's always
Mickey
been
Hayden
cool.
helmets,
Yeah.
all that deal.
Yeah, let's just go back to that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Barsha for me, like, to me, I'm always going to either pinpoint him in his early days with Fox, or then I'm just always going to think of him in A-Stars gear.
I know
Yeah.
we're early for the 450 preview, but man, I think the Baker Barsha thing has a pretty good recipe of maybe being good.
Is he actually training under Baker, or is he just at the Baker's factory?
I guess I don't know.
Okay, because that's a big
But
question,
either
too.
way, he's a guy that's always kind of done it on his own.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs a carrot to dangle in front of him.
Maybe.
I think he'll be riding there a lot.
I think that's what he is doing.
Yeah, I think he'll be
From what I
riding there.
understand.
I think that could be good.
I think so too.
All
Structure.
right.
Piss a lot of guys off during the week.
Good.
So-
Take him out.
Again, we're not getting into 450s really here, but Prado going to Fox.
That's a big deal, bro.
That's a big move.
That's a huge deal. And people actually were
They're just
kind of...
I bet they just take AC's contract and move it right over.
More
No,
likely, yeah.
not that. The fact that they got him to move away from Thor and Arrow
I don't
is a
think that's
big fucking deal.
Thor was
Speaking
paying
of
him anything?
Arrow, more gear talk.
Yeah.
Off on a tangent. See who's an investor in Arrow now?
No.
I think he's an investor, but a distributor now in the U.S. 7 and James Stewart.
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, I did see
deal.
that.
So, listen to this.
Okay.
More gear.
TLR
more
tinfoil
TLR
hat.
tinfoil hat. Antonio Cairoli was on the Zoom call with Mr. James Stewart
Okay.
doing the IRO deal or whatever.
Yeah.
When Ducati comes, are they in 7 gear and a rail helmet?
Ooh, I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe.
7's a high-end brand.
Man, that'd be a lot
It
of
is,
that's
yeah.
a lot of money going on right
Redefining
there.
limits.
Redefining limits.
That'd be a lot of money floating around there. I mean, you'd be in top-notch shit.
I don't know, man.
You
What do you
talk
think?
about that elitist thing, that'd be some elitist type shit right there.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people rock Arrow helmets. I mean, Ando is like the only dude in America that's ever
Yeah,
really rocked
And
it.
look how elite I guess 7 is. There's one guy in it. It's his brother.
7, yeah, I mean, 7, they...
I mean, I guess they did some low-end kind of teams.
but they still brand themselves as like the elite. It's kind of like you guys
It's
talk
like a
about with
Renan.
Renan. Yeah.
Yeah.
the
7
elite.
and Renan, I think, are the elite brand.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: when you go to the races, even if I know all of us don't go to amateur races that basically at all anymore, but when you do, or when we go to nationals, or whatever, the only people you ever see in 7 is 2 types of people: the few people that they sponsor,
Yeah.
and the kids that got a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's it. Same thing with Renan.
Yeah.
Sponsored, got a lot of
seven,
money.
Seven and Renan over the last couple of years I've been at the track for any amateur stuff. You just don't see a lot of it.
Yeah, like I said, you either have a lot of money or you're sponsored by them.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no in fucking between.
No.
I like
No.
it, bro. I like it. You talk about the elitist thing, getting like
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm
And
okay.
if we're gonna go to Ducati, elitist as fuck.
Maybe there's something there. I don't know.
I like it.
Get me a Lambo, baby. All right.
Stu's got him.
But the Prado thing in Fox though is I think it's definitely an interesting move. But at least
It
now
was
having-
interesting until he made the comment about the AC contract that I didn't think about, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's
and you got to think
simple."
of the relationship. I
Chip,
can't
ship,
even talk.
ship,
though.
ship, ship,
the
ship,
relationship between Fox and Kawasaki is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
some of like the employee polos are Fox made.
Yeah.
Like the,
Well, now he's gonna be making real money.
So
too.
the team gear, like the polo or the pit shirts and stuff, is all made by Fox.
yeah,
Well, now he'll just be making real money though off his gear deal because he
Yeah.
really wasn't making shit off the
yeah, yeah.
I mean, AC's making 1.8. What's Prado making? Probably 1.8 ish.
He's got to be. I don't
Yeah.
think he's making any less than 1.5.
He's got to be up in there.
yeah, 100%.
He's
So-
definitely making some of the most
between
money.
1.5 and 2, we'll call
Yeah,
it.
he's definitely making some of the most money of anybody in the class.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to believe that.
no,
Yeah, I mean, he's over $1 million.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think he is in the GPs? 800.
I have no idea.
Doesn't sound like a lot.
Doesn't sound like there's any money over there, to be
650
honest with you.
650 to 8. His championship bonuses are probably pretty nice because DeCarly and all them paid a
Yeah.
lot of money, but like that's the extent of it.
Interesting. Okay.
Definitely
Anyway.
not AC money.
He's gonna. He's gonna He's gonna look good.
But look, bro-
Fox doesn't miss. very
Look, bro,
often.
he deserves it though. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna give him the
Yeah,
money, if
he's
you're gonna
fine.
give somebody, give it to him. He deserves it. So yeah, I got no problem with it.
I don't either. All right. I guess the last thing here for this halftime report, you want to speculate about Deegan gear.
Yeah.
Go
man,
for it.
When Deegan goes to the 450 class,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a bidding war, and I think
Yep.
it comes down between Fox and Alpine Stars.
Probably.
I'd rather see him at Alpine Stars.
I think so too.
I think Alpine Stars is gonna throw the most money at him.
You
But
think
I
they got
think-
more than Fox though? To throw gear money
Where's
at him?
that Alpine Stars money come from?
Drugs.
I mean,
European motorcycle riding and stuff like that.
You're not
but
wrong. I mean, you get Alpine Stars anywhere.
I mean, you got Tomac departing.
yeah,
That's gonna free up some
There's a
money.
milli probably.
100%.
They just cut Cooper.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, the Lawrence boys are in it, but did they have a 250 A Stars guy?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Well, that Tomac contract is probably big.
How much do you think Chase is making? It's not jet money. We know that, but like, do you think it's close to as much as Eli
With gear?
with the gear from A Stars? Yes.
Yeah, he's probably $1 million too.
So the same as Eli then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know where it's going to be a bidding war between those two, but it just depends on where the chips fall because you got Roxon departing from Fox, and you've got Tomac departing from A Stars, retiring or whatever.
Yeah.
Is the A Stars money going to be more thrown at him, or is a Fox head to toe casual the whole deal? Because
mean-
Fox has a lot of casual going.
Do you think?
And Deegan,
Do you think Fox offers to do his merch also?
that's where I'm kind of going.
That's
with it.
Yeah.
that was the only question I was going to ask because once again, you guys are into this shit
Is-
more.
is somebody going to
Which
do
one-
their merch?
And
Which
what-
one do you think he's going to have? Because you know this is part of it with the Deegan thing, the social media thing. Which brand is
that-
going to be?
So see, that leads
But
thinking
also,
at that
what-
angle.
What
So A
brand?
Stars?
No.
Oh,
What
Fox.
brand is going to let him wear Nike Dunks and Supreme and Louis Vuitton?
And who's
I
going to
was
do
gonna
the
say-
coolest in like social media collabs?
Yeah, thinking at it from that angle, because that was one angle that I didn't think until we just talked about it, was the merch game on his end, because they like to do their merch.
Well, I think that's a big reason that Craig has a Fox contract.
I think they can go Fox.
So do you think it's
Fox-
because A Stars won't do it, or
No, yeah, because Alpine Stars just doesn't have the thing to do that kind of merch volume.
but don't you think they would figure out a
Fox-
way if
like,
it came
Fox
down to
has a
Hayden?
lot of merch volume.
You don't think so?
I think because what I think they'll do if it's me, and I'm a low end business guy and Brian's a very high end business guy, so we'll go with this. If it's,
Any Bob Walker nuggets?
if it's me, I go with Fox, and either way, I think he gets $2 million base.
Wow.
He's gonna move.
How much Jet making from A Stars? Just A Stars.
I don't know.
We don't need to go over this whole thing.
Probably he's probably their highest paid athlete at $1.5 million. I would say.
I think a certain OEM wants to pay $2.5 to $3 million for Deegan.
You think so, huh?
You think so, huh?
That's ironic.
Wow, that's weird that you have knowledge like that.
I don't have knowledge like that.
He means Suzuki.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I think they go in and they get Fox to match whatever Alpine Stars puts out there. Even let's say $3 million. But
They're
then,
definitely going to play them against each other.
But oh yeah, 100%. But then they're going to do, you get exclusive merch rights, but we get like you guys can print and we'll sell like direct ship from you essentially, and we'll do a split on merch.
So, well, hang on. I'll do you one better. There's already conversations.
Well, yeah,
I saw there's a comment going
That's been
around
on for a
somewhere.
while.
Who knows
There's-
if it's hearsay?
No, I don't think
There's-
it's hearsay.
there's-
I think it's
But
pretty
there
obvious.
was
conversations.
an employee at Fox headquarters said Deegan was in the building.
Yep.
And when he departed, they gave him a set of gear. And he was on social media wearing the gear.
That's weird.
He ain't going to wear the gear for no reason unless he's testing it out.
Yeah.
He's a big test for his kid kind of thing.
Yeah.
And if it passes dad's spec, it's passing kid spec.
My thing
So
is that when you tie in the availability to not have to handle the merch side of things anymore, essentially, with production, because Fox has those facilities. Because think about it too, Fox has the facilities to be able to produce enough merch.
This is a good point that this guy just made. Fox has done Supreme collabs.
100%.
And they've been doing the Culture Kings collabs, and they've been doing a lot of cool collabs.
Well,
But what I'm saying here is, think about it. Okay, so you've got Deegan 38 is
Collab.
and Danger Boy, right? But now you have the ability to put that in Azumis.
You have the ability to take the Danger Boy brand
and make it
into
brand.
a Supreme brand.
Yes. That can go, but you can also have a Deegan 38 brand or whatever we'll call it that has the production to be able to do it, like I said, mass into a Zoomies, into a Target, into a something like that. Yeah. Yes, you could still do the collab stuff because you can do a Danger Boy Supreme collab
stuff. That could be cool.
So,
but on the flip side of things, Alpine Stars is dipping into that world too. Anti-Social Social Club.
Well, that's just with Lawrence's, isn't it?
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you
but that's a Lawrence deal.
I'm glad you just brought that up. Though
I don't think Alpine Stars wants
Alpine
to go
Stars
into...
did a merch drop. I have 2 of the shirts.
Well, that's another part of it too. I definitely think that there's going to be that if they start having this bidding war. I personally, and you guys can call me crazy on this, but maybe because I don't get into this kind of shit like you do, I think Jet Lawrence might have something to say about where Hayden goes because if they start going, oh hey.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
it's just like the 2 boys going to One Industries, and Ryan Dungey was like, "I ain't riding in the same gear."
Don't you think that Jet might go and go? Well, if he's getting that, then what am I getting?
Yeah, I could see that.
I know that that's like on the low end of things, but that's just we all know these guys are that way. Jet might go. He's looking at Hayden. He's getting a lot of talk. We all know the talk around Hayden going to the 450 class. Jet's not going to want to be associated with that.
Look, okay. Here's what I'll say. I don't think that. Oh, I understand what you're saying now. Sorry, I was having a completely different conversation with you there for a second.
That's cool.
Get a clue.
I don't. Yeah, no, when we start laying this all out like that, and what you're saying is valid too, I think he goes to Fox 100%. I think he goes to Fox 100%.
After we start laying this stuff out, yeah. Fox.
When you
Fox
start
head to toe.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you start reading the tea leaves here, it makes too much sense for what they're trying to do. Because where I was going originally with that comment was that I don't think the Lawrences want to build a billion-dollar brand like the Deegans do.
Yeah.
The Deegans want to have that
everything
multiple line of merch where you have your essentially Supreme grade stuff that's limited drops, whatever, a la similar to what the Lawrences are doing with their drop stuff.
Yeah.
I think the Lawrences want to do that limited edition drop stuff like they're doing, where they can make a quick 30, 40, 50 grand, whatever the fuck they're doing. Who knows? Maybe it's 100, whatever, when they do a drop. But they want to be able to do that, and that's it. Where I think the Deegans have this thought in their head of, hey, we got Deegan merch in every single fucking Target.
Like the Rockstar militia stuff.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day if you got something to pack on.
They're bringing Metal Militia back.
100%.
It's coming back.
Which is crazy because people did it. All right, I know you guys don't watch UFC, but did you see the video with Sean Strickland?
Oh, yeah.
And Sean was just talking to Brian because Sean had no idea who Brian was. And we were like, oh my God. And I'm like, and I'm glad somebody said it, somebody who actually is on the UFC side of things. And I had a chuckle because being in both part of it, and somebody goes, you guys know that Monster just set that up, right? Like, Sean has no fucking clue who these kids are.
100%.
And people were like, well, this and that because you had the
see
strong...
Sean Strickland out riding with Axel Hodges, too?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Once again, another Monster Energy thing. And I just laughed. But I was like, yo, this is what you can market, though, when you have Deegan around. Mm-hmm. You can go into these other avenues with Strickland. Bro. You can go into all this other stuff. Did you
love it when they're in the ring and Strickland's like, fucking hit me, dude. And he's like, I got a race tomorrow, bro. Like, I don't want to. And Sean's like, you're not going to hit me. Like, you're not
going to hurt me, bro. Yeah. You can't hurt me.
And then I watched an interview with Deegan, and he's like, dude, I was like swinging, and like the speed that guy can move is insane.
Yeah.
But I just, pretty cool. I mean,
it's super cool shit. I loved it. Yeah, I fucking loved it. But I watched all of it. Deegan's videos, the Monster videos, Strickland shit. Like, I watched all of it.
The Fox thing, though.
I'm a Deegan viewer now.
The Fox thing, though, when like you guys just, said landed out, it definitely... I mean, yeah.
If we were to whiteboard this out, it points directly at Fox.
And you guys talk about the drops
now,
thing, too.
Hold on, because we're going to get crucified in the comments here that we're fucking idiots when this drops.
He's not staying at Thor, guys.
He's not staying at Thor.
But Fox, though, another cool thing is we all know that Fox still in certain circles like to do the whole spectacle. They like to be at all these cool parties. Not saying that Hayden will go to those.
Yes, he will.
But you can bring him there, and that's a big fucking deal.
I think he goes to big party stuff, but people were talking about, hey, when he did the High Mrs. Cook thing at the club and all that, drinking water.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's disciplined.
And that's what I mean. He's going to go. You can parade him around as he's our top athlete now.
He's disciplined.
This is like the days of when we had Stu around. We can parade around this top athlete. He's one of the top guys in the sport. You know, young, good-looking kid. We make a lot of money off of him, and I just don't know if A-Stars is going to do something like that.
No,
Especially when you have Jet.
And like I said, I don't think A-Stars has enough money to be able to.
They're in a bind with Jet.
Yeah. To get
And Hunter.
And here's the thing: they're going to get like I don't know what that deal looks like, but they're going to get locked in long term because I heard that I don't know if it's done yet, but I heard that Honda is trying to do a deal with the Lawrence brothers for like 3 or 4 more years. Like
Makes
a
sense.
long-term deal here.
I mean, they tried that with Roxon and it just didn't work out.
They did, but I think the Lawrences too want to just stay there.
It's also kind of a bummer. I mean, it's good for them because like winning and all that, but it's a bummer for anybody 250 on that squad because you know you'll never have a ride on that 450.
Yeah, well, and that and
It's kind of a bummer if you think about it that way.
But it's checkmate for Honda though because no
yeah.
OEM's ever going to be able to touch them.
No, not unless somebody.
Because I think they both got to come.
Not well. It's kind of the same thing with it's like the Coonan thing. Like the Lucas is not coming over without Sasha.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, like I said, bummer for 250
Did the Lawrences
kids.
did they ever split? Are they ever
No.
on 2 different teams?
I don't think so.
Not unless
I think
somebody
if it was gonna happen,
throws-
I think it would happen here in the next year or two, whenever the contract's up. But I don't think it's.
But
going
I
to.
think, but a lot of people see. I'm on the different side of that though. People for a long time thought it would be Hunter. I thought it'd be Jet. If they ever split, it'd because Jet went somewhere else.
Yeah.
because he just got bored.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're ever going to split.
No, I don't think so.
Good for Honda. Great for all of us. We don't have to go through this. Like, where's everybody going to end up? Bad for anybody on a Honda 250.
Yeah.
Bad for the R&D department.
Yeah.
They're going to spend all their money on bonuses.
Pretty much.
I mean,
There ain't ever going to be a new CBR 600.
Ah, fuck.
Damn it.
Damn it. No new Honda road bikes. That's
No
fine,
more
guys.
new Honda Talons.
No, nothing.
So, all right. Anything else you guys want to talk about here with the
what else we
halftime
got
report?
on there?
I don't have anything else for halftime. That's it.
No, I mean, all the other stuff we have to talk about.
Got to take a Wiz Khalifa here.
Okay. Great. Go ahead and do that. We'll get started on the next thing. I'm going to have to take it a Wiz Khalifa here in a sec, too.
That's all
But
I got for now.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I love
nothing
gear
else.
talk.
There's nothing else really going on. I mean, we're kind of at that point now where
yeah,
nothing,
I know. That's why I said, hey, let's jump on here and do this
Yeah.
250 thing here. So we got a few more
Yeah,
teams
I mean, you
to
guys
get
aren't
through.
social media guys. I need my boy Corey Elkins in here.
Well, we've been here at some point.
Yeah.
He's from down the road. We'll get him in here.
We'll get him
we
in
need
here
a
at some
fourth
point.
mic.
There's just
That's on the list. I have a couple other things.
I want to see the list of what we need and what we need to get there.
Well, the first thing on the list is a Sony camera.
2 of them.
Let's start with one.
Let's go 2.
Well, let's just start with one so that we can just record directly to that camera and that card. This is riveting for the podcast here, by the way. Let's just start with one so we can record instead of using the GoPro and having to mix the audio and that. Let's just start with one and then we can go to 3.
So I've got a Sony 6300.
Great. Why
that I'm
haven't you
willing-
brought that over
I'm
to
willing
let me
to-
borrow during Supercross season?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get 2. I bring 1 over. We got 3. We got a camera on each guy.
This is a lot of editing for me.
There's got to be an easier way to edit.
I mean, the MacBook's great.
all right. Can we like end this so you guys like are not boring people with this
Yeah,
shit?
it's
there
fine.
might be somebody out there that's techie enough to help us edit a fucking podcast.
And they'll be
without
like, that'll be
taking 5
$10.
hours.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I'm not sure how we would do that exactly. It's interesting. Anyway, all right. Go take a whiz if you gotta go take a whiz, dude.
All right, baby.
Me and Justin are gonna move on here.
You want to watch me take a whiz?
No,
No.
absolutely
Hurry up,
not,
though, buddy.
I fucking can't see that anyway. I don't have my
Oh, my
binoculars with me.
God.
All right. Anyway, all right. Back to 250 talk here. Let's go to KTM.
Okay.
Beaumare,
West.
sophomore season, West Coast.
I expect a lot out of him.
What do you expect out of him?
Whew. Well, last year he was good. He showed flashes of brilliance. He was running top 5 a few rounds. I mean, dude, I don't think he's podium yet because he just doesn't have enough experience out front and just knowing how to calm himself down for 15+1.
Yeah.
But I think he's got to get some top 5s, right? If we're talking Jalise getting top 5s, Juju's got to get top 5s.
I think that's where he falls this year is top 5 guy.
Top 5s
Because he
consistently.
was just outside of that last year
Yeah.
consistently.
and hopefully now, he's not getting threatened to, he's at least going to have a ride for another year.
They're very stoked on him. now.
Yeah, good.
Very
it
stoked
only
now.
took a whole entire year of him just being solid for them
Only
to be
took the
stoked
whole
on.
year.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going to be out of a ride next year, but that's a
Yep.
bummer. Yeah, top 5. I like Juju. I think Juju is, you plug him into any team, and I think Juju is a good fit for anybody.
Yeah.
Just hardworking kid, solid. Doesn't bring drama with him. Really very relaxed style on the bike. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, jet ski, that whole thing, just a lot of body control. Yeah, I think Juju's good. I think he's got a long career ahead of him. I think that he's, just top 5 guy. I think that 4th is probably his ceiling if you put him on West with all the dudes that are going West. But I mean, that's not bad. Your sophomore season?
Yeah. So top 5 dude, West Coast.
Yeah, good.
Sweet.
Good.
All right, and then we go to Vial,
Defending champ.
defending East Coast champ.
I think he's the favorite again on East.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll go with
I mean,
that.
we had this conversation, man, and I just don't see if Hayden, RJ, and we'll get to the other one and when we go to pro circuit. But I don't know how with all those dudes going west that you can think Vial's not going to win it again. Anything can happen. Obviously, he can get hurt,
Yeah.
but if he stays healthy, I just don't see how anybody's going to beat him with the guys that we think are going to go East Coast.
Yeah.
Like, who are you going to put him up against? Yeah, he's not going to be the fastest
Yeah.
on every given night. Who's going to be more consistent than him?
Vial?
We're looking at you, buddy.
Who you talking to me?
Yeah.
Vial?
We just said Juju's going west, top 5 guy, sophomore season. Now we're into Vial. And I just said
What title did Vial win?
East Coast 250s.
You think he goes back east around the number 1?
Yeah.
KTM wants to see the
Hey,
number
fun fact. I'm not sure if you guys
1.
know
Well,
this.
RJ West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that group gets a number 1 on both coasts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun
What's the fun
fact. If he doesn't win that title this year, he can race 250s again.
I think he's not going to. I don't think that they're going to.
I don't know that that's going to happen. But
I don't
I'm
think
just
they're gonna
saying
let him. They're gonna
there
make
is
him
a
go-
loophole in the
There
rule.
is.
He can ride 250s again
I don't
if
think
he
they're gonna let-
doesn't
Is
win the
that an
title.
Roger DeCoster made loophole?
I don't know.
I
Michael
don't think
Lindsay
KTM's
pointed
going to
out
let
one of
him
his
do
videos.
that. I think KTM's going to force him to go to the 450.
Probably.
If we
Hot
think all the
take.
dudes are going west,
Hot take here. I think Vial gets to a 450 and sucks.
why?
Yeah.
I
Why?
don't think he's going to be a good 450
Hey,
rider.
let's put it this way. He's going to have to do a whole lot more next year to impress me and make me think that his career is
All
going
right,
to
we're going to go off on a tangent here for a second. Why do you believe that? What last year?
Why do I believe that?
What happened?
Because
you don't have a Supercross hangover all the way through outdoors.
because
But his outdoor season wasn't bad. He got second in points. Y'all say this because he was expected to win.
He was
I
irrelevant.
think
Second
he
in
was
points.
expected. He was.
I mean,
second
I
in
understand
points.
he was second in
He
points
was.
If you
because
say
he
the only-
consistently
Yes.
made
he
things
breaks it down like
happen.
that. Then
You
yeah.
can't-
When
not
you
break it
say
down that
that,
way.
it sounds terrible, but at the same
is.
time,
Here we
he
go with
was
this.
borderline okay. He was second in points outdoors. What did we have to talk about all year? Oh, he got third in this race.
What do you want out of
Like,
him?
cool.
What do you want
got
out of him?
You,
We
you
want-
third,
we
you
want
third to
the-
fifth.
Here we
We
go
want
with
the
these.
Justin
I mean, I'd
Hartzell.
like him to be halfway relevant, which
We
means
want the Justin Hartzell of 2 years ago, where Vial was going to come over here and kick everybody's ass.
Here we
win
go.
Daytona.
and win Daytona.
And he did win Daytona.
He did win
I
Daytona.
just like I said.
Exactly, motherfuckers. Here we go
he
again with
needs
this
to-
bullshit of everybody has got to win all the time and this and
It's
that.
not
Ryan
that
Nungy didn't win all the
it's
time.
not that everybody. And again, saying that his 450 career is not going to be shit is relative. Because to be honest, I don't know that anybody for the next 5 years is going to have a great
Right,
450
I mean,
career
yeah.
because
So
there's
getting
a
third
certain
isn't good?
jet that's blotting out the sun.
Getting third isn't good.
I mean, the problem is.
Third's great. I
this
love
is my
third.
pro-
Third
this is my
is
problem.
third is good. The problem is that if you're never challenging for a win, that's a problem
For who? Certainly the people paying him, they don't have a problem with it.
for.
For people, so here's the thing. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this
hold
is
up.
this is my okay. Oh, you want me to keep going or wait for you?
Are you? What are you doing?
listen to that.
Yeah, I did. I hear you.
Keep going.
Oh, so
gonna get water.
okay. This is my problem with, and I'm not calling you this, but this is the average fan way of thinking. It's the stupidest fucking thing to think that everybody's going to win all the time, especially when you have somebody like Jet Lawrence. And if you want to talk 250s with Hayden, and we saw it for a long time with Eli outdoors, and then you go GPs with Cairoli. If people are paying him, not everybody wins all the time. Not everybody's going to get second all the time. If they're out there, they're getting thirds, fourths, seconds. They're fulfilling their contracts. Clearly, the people. So, what else do you want from people? Like everybody's not going to win all the time.
All right, so let's change the topic, or not change the topic. Let's change the dynamic here with it. Then it's gonna be a fucking like Tim Ferry-esque career where like you get to the end and you're like, man, he was a good rider and had whatever not been there. Then yeah, it was really good. But basically, while it's happening, it's like, man, this guy's basically. Are you fucking? What a fucking idiot! I mean, it's basically like irrelevancy. Which
I don't agree.
I mean, the outdoor season this year
He won a race. He was up front
was
in races.
fucking irrelevant.
He won a race. He was up front in races. He battled with Hayden a few different times. What do you want?
Where did he win? Because I don't even remember.
They battled. Remember the first moto?
He won a moto. He didn't win the overall, right?
No, he won the overall. Was it South? No, yeah, he won the no. He won an overall. Where was it? Where did he win the overall? Oh,
don't know.
Ironman. So he won a moto.
Oh, last one of the year.
The last one of the year.
He won 2 motos. He won an overall at Crawfordsville.
Oh
What do you
yeah,
want
that's
out
because
of
the
him?
one plate was heavy that
What
day.
the fuck do you want out of him though? This is my
I wanted to
problem.
win by
I
30
wanted-
seconds.
It doesn't work that way.
I wanted the fucking 2-time world
It doesn't work that
champion
way.
to on outdoors to battle the fucking sophomore kid.
He won a Supercross title.
outdoors.
All right, he won a Supercross title. As a guy that literally never, his second year ever riding Supercross, won a Supercross title.
on half the tracks didn't have wolves.
All right, here we go.
Listen.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
the
go.
tracks.
This
You
is the
wanna
problem.
break it down
Fuck
to
that.
races?
Fuck
Listen.
that.
Okay.
Fuck that.
I mean,
you're wrong, dude. You're wrong on this.
I mean, Marv would have won a bunch of titles too had they only had 9 books.
Hey, you'll be happy to know I'm not.
Marv would have probably been 4-time 450 SX champion had we had 9
You'll-
fucking woods.
You'll be happy to
3-3-3
know that
and
I'm not
out.
doing this because of a Tom thing. I'm doing this on an overall thing.
He's
He won a title his second year ever racing
talking
Supercross.
shit to Vial
He's-
about the title thing.
He's a great fucking rider, dude, and like he's gonna get paid for it, and he is gonna be. But then again, too, I don't.
No, he won a title his second year over here, and he won it never racing Supercross.
Listen, I will give it to him. There was that one race where Deegan was on his ass
Philly.
all the way through the pack and couldn't do anything.
I am going to be justified in this if he does not repeat this title. If he doesn't repeat this Supercross title, then I'm
I
fully
don't-
justified in my.
If
in
everybody
my
goes West
viewpoint
Coast
here.
no, because winning a title is winning a title. It doesn't matter. You're always going to be known for winning a title. We can't have it both ways. We can't say these guys are doing this, this, and this, and then we win the title, but then they don't back it up. Be like, whoa, it was that one time.
Like
it was
I
that
said,
one time.
like I said, it's going to be very. It's not quite
I
the
don't know.
level
I
of
guess
Tim
it's
Ferry.
very weird that he was good, but as quiet, he lacks the pizzazz.
But why does that matter? Why does that matter when he never had
I guess
pizzazz?
it doesn't matter. But
GPs he never.
It matters because we have these two fucking
I guess
supernovas that are
idiots like us don't
that are
talk about him as
blotching
much.
that are blotching out the sun in both classes. When you have
And-
Jet Lawrence and Danger Boy there,
Okay.
your problem is that if you don't have anything flashy or whatever, then it's like I said, being a guy who follows it, you're here saying, yeah, he won an outdoor, which he did. I couldn't even fucking told you that because he was so irrelevant in my mind all year outdoors because he didn't do all we talked about all outdoors was how he didn't perform at all.
Then Chance Hymas, Levi Kitchen, and everybody else is irrelevant. And the only person relevant.
I guess Chance Hymas overshadowed him with the shit. That,
Chance Hymas overshadowed him because Chance Hymas was riding through a fucking injury.
And
So
he still
everybody
is.
thought he shouldn't do shit. And to be honest, there
Look,
were times that
can you
he's
go back to
fucking
results?
beating
Can you go
Danger
back to
Boy.
results? I think
I
before
can't because I'm
Hymas
trying to
got
watch the
hurt,
live
he was
stream.
beating Vial more often than Vial beat Hymas. No?
I don't know the
I
exact.
don't know. Let me see if I can pull up the vault here.
My thing is this is my argument that always happened, and it's like I never was one to defend Ryan Dungey, but always people talk about Dungey titles. At the end of his career, all you remember is how many titles you got. It doesn't matter how much pizzazz or how much people remembered. He have a title.
I
Tom
don't
Vial
know.
will
People
always go down.
I think people forget about how good fucking Villapoto was, and he's got a shitload of titles.
Well, those people are fucking stupid. I think that's also because he retired in
I don't know.
4
Whatever.
years.
Go ahead.
My point is that I don't
Shut up.
I don't agree. I don't agree with all this shit. I don't agree with all this shit. The pizzazz thing, it doesn't matter to me. Like he won a title, he got second in points. SMX, I even said this though.
Yeah,
it was a
you're
disaster
right.
in my opinion.
Dungey didn't have any pizzazz either. He
No,
just
and,
did his
and,
job.
and he'll go down as one of the greatest of all time. I'm not saying Tom's going to go down as one of the greatest of all time, but he now has 3 titles to his name in his overall professional career. That's all I'm going to remember. 3 fucking titles. We talk about the GP thing. I know you guys don't follow the GPs like I do. He never had pizzazz in the GPs.
Yago Gertz should have.
Yago Gertz, but he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
But he didn't.
But he didn't.
So that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if he coulda, shoulda, woulda. I could say a bunch of times how many times Stu should have won, and he didn't.
I mean, it was just, dude. Here's the thing. So you run it down here for outdoors. Yeah. Overall shit, right? 3-2, 3-5, 2-4, 7-2, 11-2, 1.
Here, a lot of 2s.
There is. It's
Lot of
like a
twos.
Ryan Dungey thing almost.
Yeah, which
it's
is not a bad thing.
Or like I said, or what I keep making it out to, which I think is where we're gonna go with it.
He's gonna win when the best guy's not there.
No, well, yeah,
He won-
it's
he won last year.
It's
This year.
fucking who did I just say? Red Dog.
Oh, Ferry.
It's Ferry.
Except Ferry won
It's
a title without ever winning a race.
That's
There's a
what I'm
difference.
saying. I mean, I understand that too, but I mean, it's very Tim Ferry-esque.
All right, let me paint the picture for you this way. Take out Hayden Deegan, Tom Vial wins both titles. There you go.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's
Well,
all you need to know. That's all you need to know. If you take out Hayden Deegan, which this is not Fantasyland, I'm not taking out Hayden Deegan. You take out Hayden Deegan, he wins both titles. Your opinion's a lot different.
But this is like what we say with everybody. Like again, Ferry's the same way. You take out Ricky Carmichael and Stu. Ferry's got more titles.
K-Dub, Chad.
Wyndham, same way. Like all these guys, it's like you remove this guy. Which again, there's those two that are blotting out the sun right now with fucking Jet and what's it called, Danger Boy there, and
What's
it's
it
like
called?
What's it called? Oh, you're gonna get flamed for that one.
Whatever.
We're back to male and female.
I'm not. Look, I'm not taking out the fact of Hayden as the speed. You're talking about why you remember Hayden. I'm taking out the fact you take out Hayden because he has all this pizzazz, and you just look at the guys that are there, and Tom wins both titles, and this conversation doesn't matter. But you're only looking at it because, he's expected to do this, this, and this. He got second. Okay, he didn't win the outdoor title. Hayden Deegan was better than him the entire year other than a few motos. He got second. He won a title and a title that he never should have won, and he got second. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter that he wasn't remembered.
I mean, overall, too, like there's 4 out of 11. He's off the box.
Still got second.
That's a lot, man.
Still got second.
That's a lot. I don't know.
Still got second. Still got second.
Look, you're much calmer now in your older age, but I still feel like right now you're partially going off that crazy Justin fucking Euro
I'm not,
vibe
because
here.
I would say the same thing if we were talking about Levi Kitchen right now.
So
you would talk about how he would be irrelevant, but
then again, too, like I'm not saying that this is any different. Like Kitchen was completely fucking irrelevant all summer.
then
also.
everybody was, because
I
those
mean,
are your
most
4
of them
guys.
were. The only one that stands out to me that
then we just look
that
at-
was
we
that
just look at
was
things different.
in the conversation there over the summer was Hymas.
Then we look. I think Chance.
I guess I
was just-
overlook Levi a little bit too, but he had a hell of an outdoor season.
So did Ty Masterful.
Levi's outdoor season was garbage.
He won races, bro. He won how many overalls? What are you talking
He won
about?
like 3 or 4
Kitchen?
overalls.
Yeah, bro. He
He had the red plate. Did
Here's
he not?
here's the one thing.
No,
that,
he didn't have the red plate.
Hey,
I'm really
hey,
out to
fun
lunch
fact,
here.
and I didn't even remember this until somebody brought it up. Hayden won 1 overall to end the year.
At the end of the year?
Yeah, look how many rounds Levi won.
Yeah, Levi won 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, he backed up, and there was quite a few rounds where Hayden didn't win an overall. Levi did.
Hold on, I'm looking it up here. 2024 250 most cross racer. Oops, shit! What the fuck? Come on, back up. This is riveting. Okay, cool.
Riveting
Everybody
radio.
just quit
You want me to
talking.
whistle?
No,
That's
I was
totally
just waiting for
fucking
you.
fine.
I was just waiting for you to say
I'm on
something.
my phone seeing if anybody sent us any more questions.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, he did win Buds Dilla. Yeah, he won Buds Dilla and Spring Creek. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh
Yep.
shit, my phone's gonna die.
Oh my god.
What do we got?
That's
So, yeah.
not a power source.
We got
So,
power
anyways,
cords
back
up
to
in
back to
there?
No.
the Allen Supercross. I just don't see if everybody we think is going to go west, who's going to beat him. There's nobody left that's going to be as consistent as him. Maybe you can say they're faster on him any given night. There's nobody that's
Look.
going to be on the East Coast that's going to be consistent as him.
Are they only going 9 whoops again? Or
I
are
don't
we
think he
going
gives.
10?
I don't think he gives a shit. And yes, it's
We're
always
gonna
going
go
to be
9.5, a half a starter.
I don't think it matters.
Because there was one, and I've been meaning to go back and watch the races here to kind of re-up myself off last year so I can talk better when we do the
Talk
thing.
betterer.
Better. But I
up.
swear there was one later in the year that we watched, like a Supercross one or whatever that we talked about, that they built big whoops, and he did not do well at that one.
Who?
Vial.
It doesn't matter. He won the title.
I don't know. He underperformed all summer. I will say that.
But he still got second.
underperformed compared to
Still
what we
got-
thought he was going to
yeah.
do.
Still got
he
second.
still got second, yes. But
Yeah, we thought the points gap at the end of the year wasn't going to be 100 and something points.
72.
72.
That's what it ended up.
But
So,
everybody else was inconsistent. Deegan was just consistent. Everybody else
yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah. Well, he will probably repeat.
Yeah.
I give it like an 80% chance he does. But
I just don't see and this is all based on if all the people we think are going to go west, who's going to compete with him.
Yeah.
There's nobody that's going to be as consistent as him. I'm not saying
Well-
he's going to be the fastest every dude every night. That's I'm not saying that.
Well, but I will take you back to a WSX series here where Vince Freeze battled fucking Ken Roxon.
oh my god.
Which again, when you take 20 people out of the middle and you close that up, all of a sudden these guys can start riding
maybe.
because there's not that big a gap in it. I don't think Vial is that much better than these other guys. And if any of them,
I think his title proves that.
If any of them pull an RJ and keep it together for a whole series, they can challenge him.
They can't though. That's the problem. None of them can. None of
I
them.
mean,
You
I didn't think
Vial's-
RJ was gonna fucking
You
do it
think
last
Vial's
year
got
either.
more top end speed than all of them.
No, I just said that.
Okay.
I don't think he's got more top end speed. I
Okay.
think that there's a few guys that we're going to go on the PC. They're going to be level with him. He's more consistent than them.
I agree with that. He's more
That's all I'm
consistent.
saying.
I agree. But then at the end of the day, we watched RJ win a fucking title last year.
And we also watched Levi's own teammate kill him.
Well, you know what? That's a thing too. So, all right, let's move on here. Let's talk club for a sec here.
Did you talk Juju?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
top 5,
when
right?
you were fucking jerking off over
I think
there.
he's gonna be my. And I called it last year.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, here we go.
You remember what I called last year?
No.
AP being my breakout rider of
Oh,
the year.
yeah, you were right. You were right. Good proud.
Juju's gonna be my breakout 250 rider.
All
of the
right, if you
season.
say
Here's
so.
the problem though. What's his ceiling if you think that
Podiums.
Okay.
even with all the dudes that we think might go
I
west?
think he can podium.
Oh, I think he's got the talent to. I just didn't know if it was going to happen this year.
I think it'll happen.
All right. I mean, I'd be happy. I like Juju. I think he's legit. All right, let's go to club.
Okay, let's talk club.
You want to talk about your boy,
Let's
Mr.
go
Two
to
Time?
in the club.
Let's talk
dude.
about Mr.
You
Two
want to
Time.
start with 2 times?
Let's talk about Mr. Two Time.
Jet Reynolds.
Yes, sir.
Hey, not bad.
Top 10?
Look, man, I was watching that kid in Vegas.
Mr. Two Time.
I've done a lot. I put some heat on 2 times.
Mr. Two Time. People are like, "What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
people have no idea. They'll never. They don't need to know.
They never will. You'll never know.
don't need never know.
Mr. Two Time.
So 2 time, I was watching him.
Jesus Christ.
So I was watching him in Vegas.
Yeah.
He was in the LCQ,
Okay.
and he came from a long way back. He was ripping, shredding.
Yeah.
I think his fitness is the issue right now, and if they can get that under control, I think he can, be 5 to 10.
2-time champ.
5 to 10.
Mr. Two Time.
Not a 2-time champ, but
Mr.
5 to 10.
Two-time.
Building Supercross because obviously it's been killing him. But
Don't hit a dragon's back.
again, man, I think him getting out of California was the best thing for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Still building. He was slowly building. Broke the collarbone this year. Got back.
Such a bummer. He was good in outdoors there for a while.
Yeah, and he was hovering around 10th or so.
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
Second year in a row, he was doing that.
look, man, for being on what we want to call a second-tier team, Brandon Haas might tell you it's not a second-tier team, but yes, it still is. Love that program to death. I think it's awesome.
I do too. I agree.
And I would love to see them get to star level for sure. Factory Yamaha support, and I think they can get there. And I think it's a good place for
Just might
somebody
not
that
be
has
with
talent
Yamaha.
like that.
Just might not be with Yamaha.
Yeah, probably not.
So I think I'm looking for
Top 10s?
good, solid season out of
Okay.
2 times.
I think he gets top 10s in Supercross because,
Yeah.
you talk about Vegas. I was impressed with the battle that him and McAdoo had in the LCQ in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And just holding off
that's-
McAdoo the whole
But
time.
that's what I mean. Like he rode like that in the LCQ, and by the time the main hit, yes, he was hovering around 10th or so. But I think maybe the in shapeness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But everybody was like, oh, McAdoo's coming off an injury. I'm like, yeah, so's Jet.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Jet's coming off an injury that he's had for like the last 3 years in a row. No, I agree with that totally. Top 10s, and I think outdoors, he might, if he's healthy coming in outdoors, might be the breakout guy for outdoors. Because we've shat on him.
shat on him a lot.
We've shat on Jet Reynolds, and look, a lot of it's justified.
Probably likes
but-
us as much as Jalik does.
probably.
Which makes him my third best friend.
But Jet Reynolds wasn't one of Kawasaki's most winningest amateur riders of all time for no fucking reason.
When we get to 5 guys, I'm making a shirt that says these are my top 5
5 guys
best friends.
well, we probably got. Well, Benny could be on there.
Benny-
Ben like me.
you
So
could
we
make
got
it down
4.
there.
you can
So
make
we're
it a
at
5
4.
guys
Yo,
burgers
we
logo.
got 4.
Yeah, there
we
we
got
go.
4 with a side of fries.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Cody Shock. What are we thinking there?
Wow.
Loose.
Loose program.
Bro, every time in the whoops in Toronto,
Loose.
fucking
I think if Club is smart, they put Shock on the West Coast.
with a new shock.
Yeah, put some rebound in that thing, or maybe slow the rebound down. Actually, dude, I was watching him at Vancouver. I was like, this guy is loose,
Bro.
Goes for it,
Bro, hips all over the place.
Dude,
Just
he
fucking
goes for it. But put Shock on the West Coast, please.
please.
Don't put 2-time on the West Coast. We don't need him back in the Inland Empire.
Keep him
Keep him as far away from fucking California as
yeah,
possible.
keep that kid away from the West Coast.
Yes. But I mean, Shock, man, that dude was in title contention last year.
Podium.
How crazy is
got
that?
top 3 in the points, right? Third? Was it third?
Yes.
Third in points?
Yes.
Had his
Yeah,
little
I
had his
mean-
little run in Birmingham, but whatever. That's not a big
As long
deal.
as there are no over under bridges, we got Cody Shock in the mix.
I think
Yeah,
Benny
Cody
can.
Shock
I think
in
Benny
the
can
mix.
say the same thing.
So can Zavachi.
That's facts. Look, I like Cody Schock. I think the kid's legit. I'm glad.
He's got a cool story.
And I'll tell you what, dude, what he did after getting hurt and then coming back in Indy with a bum ass fucking shoulder, badass. Just
Get a
top
backpack
fives.
on at the airport though.
You did?
Yeah.
No, that's
The real problem is going to be is if he does race West, is there's going to be so many dudes on West
That is
he's
true.
going to be.
That's gonna be
shuffled.
hard. That's gonna be hard.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just maybe just pure speculation here. Maybe what Jet is trying to get away from the environment. Don't put him back in it. Mm-hmm. Yes, maybe you're flying in and out in a day or so, but
No, yeah. If Jet goes back to the West Coast, I think he's gonna regress.
But the club guys don't stay on the West Coast anyway. They come back.
yeah, I understand that. But maybe I don't know. I'm going to an after party after Anaheim or something.
It's going to be real hard for Jet if he's back in California hanging out with his Bakersfield homies
Yeah.
to not go down that road.
right. So
Yep. All right. Last person on that team that we know of right this second, Volan. Probably gonna be West. So
God, I hope not. He needs to go east, man. He needs
well,
time.
that's true. He does
needs
need
time.
time.
He
so
needs time.
He might go east.
He's a wild card. in
or
my
do they
opinion.
just go East full team?
Ooh, maybe
That'd be smart.
That would be smart from a business
3-man
standpoint
full
as well.
team East Coast.
Max Volan, though, he's the one guy that I'm looking. I mean, I know we talked about Styles and some of these other dudes. Max is the one guy that I'm just like, I don't know,
Yeah, I don't know either.
because A1 was great. A1 was savage. I mean, we were even sitting up watching the race, and I'm like, if Max when he was catching Levi and all them,
Yeah.
great fucking race.
Yep.
For somebody that is always we've been super critical about when it comes to Supercross, he's away from PC now. He's out of California. I think he's gonna move east full time.
There's a common theme here.
Yeah, moving away
Get
from
the
fuck
California.
from
Get the fuck
California.
away from SoCal.
California.
I don't know, dude. Max is one of those guys that I look at and I go, he could be sneaky as fuck, bro.
He was
Oh,
looking
yeah?
pretty sneaky on that the Cowie there before he got hurt.
A1, man. I don't know about you guys, but A1 was probably
the
the
heat
biggest
race when he came out? Yeah.
And then even in the main, it was the biggest shock for me.
Yeah.
I did not expect Volan to come out and ride like that.
No.
With that, he's again back in a building block thing, and I think Club is okay with that mindset.
If he's
so,
good,
too.
are we looking at podiums all year? If
be.
he's good mentally and physically,
Could be.
podiums all
If
year.
he's on the East Coast,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I think he's gonna
I
be.
think he beats Vial every time.
100%. 100% just smokes the fuck out of
could
it.
be.
Does he win Daytona?
Yeah, there you
No,
go. No, podium.
no.
Okay.
No,
Doesn't
podiums.
have Justin's stamp of approval.
No,
Podium.
no, he doesn't get my stamp approval on Daytona.
Daytona's Vial.
Just Vial.
Anybody that came from MXGP.
Just
basically.
Vial. Just hey, motherfuckers, he did win Daytona.
Who else came from MXGP?
Hold on. Vial, Robertson, Volan, podium at Daytona.
That'd be funny.
Vial is Justin's only prophecy of an MXGP guy that's coming win Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've only said two, so
You said Tom, Big Air Tom.
Big Air Tom.
I never said Tom. I said Max.
Big Air
You
Tom.
said Max.
I said Tom
and
would
you
do
said
well at
Tom
Daytona. He didn't
Tim
do
was gonna
well
win
at Daytona.
All right, let's move on because we're fucking going way long on
Yeah,
this
this
now.
is long.
All right, Husky Gas combo team here.
Husky gas crash.
Ryder
So far, we got some crash,
Ryder D.
Got another Bakersfield kid. Well, apparently, if it's a mud race, he's gonna win.
which is really weird.
Where the
He's
fuck
good.
did that
He's
come
really
from?
good in the mud.
Yeah, West Coast.
What do
though.
we look for him? What's a good season for him?
Ryder Dizzle.
Ryder Dizzle.
Dizzle. Maybe he needs to get the fuck out of
Maybe
California.
he needs out of Bakersfield.
He likes Bakersfield. He has to
I
talk him
don't
into
care.
letting
It
him go
doesn't-
back to
It
Bakersfield.
doesn't matter what you like.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of California.
Man, Ryder D, he's still just riding the wave. Like he'll have like a couple good rounds where it's like, all right, this kid's on the right track. Like this is the Kawasaki kid we're all
Yeah.
looking for.
Yep.
And then it's just like, where'd he go?
I mean, that's kind of been
Where'd
his
you go?
career. It's kind of
I
been his-
miss you so.
Stop.
Seems like it's been forever.
Please stop. For the love
Since
of
I know
God.
what
you've
he's singing.
been here.
What's
Can you
happening?
please stop?
Yeah,
For the love of God.
Can we move? Can we
You know
move?
that song?
Oh my God, please stop.
Opening ceremonies.
Anyway.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, we are. We're doing that
Not
this
right
year.
now.
Okay.
Does he sniff a top 5?
Yes.
Yes.
He's shown too many times.
With all the mud races we're expecting this year.
Jesus God. All right, well, let's add him to my list of best friends here after this one.
So yes, he's West Coast, I would assume.
Yeah.
Hampshire West. Cochran is obviously going to need East now.
yeah, bummer for him.
So
I think that he has all the talent to do what Juju can. I just don't know if he can put it together consistently. Mm-hmm. I mean, dude,
yeah, I put him as like a with a Juju guy, but
Yeah.
Juju gives my stamp of approval.
He's got it way more
stepping
locked
up.
in. Like his lows are not like 15th.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryder D's
Ryder
got
D's lows
his
are low.
lows are low.
They're bad. But dude, if he can ever get it figured out, he's got the speed to do something. It's just, I also think he needs to get away from gas.
Well, he will after next year.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, where's everybody gonna go?
That's a great question. I have zero fucking idea.
Bar X Yamaha.
Yeah.
Does more support get over to like AEO?
Mad
or some of
Parts
that kind of stuff,
Kawasaki.
or-
I don't know.
Well, AEO just departed with REP chassis stuff, so that's interesting.
Well, REP is AEO.
Well, then they just departed. They're not together anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
All right. Well, let's talk Cochran here. He's going to go East Coast.
broke his leg.
Yeah, he just can't seem. I don't know. His Supercross.
You mean he's
has been-
fragile? That doesn't happen.
He's not glass, is he?
He's fragile.
He seems
way.
he
Due
seems
to-
fragile.
Fragile.
Probably due to training issues.
No.
Supercross.
It's crazy.
Seems to
Crazy.
be a little
You're-
bit of a
you're
struggle for this
crazy.
gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, he
He definitely weeded himself good in Charlotte. Well, how was he in Futures? Did
I mean,
race
he won. He won.
He
He
won
won. He won
Futures.
races. Yeah, he won
He
races
won
in
one?
future.
I thought he
I mean, there was
won.
nobody.
Yeah.
There was nobody
Now,
in it
like
though.
outdoors? Damn, he's a beast outdoors.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
remember the combine when he kicked the shit out of everybody?
You
Yeah.
remember Millville this year after the mud and we sat around for an
Yeah.
hour?
Yeah, he kicked the shit out of everybody in at the combine, which I was shocked about, and then
Shocked.
it translated into
Nothing.
this outdoor season.
Well, yeah. I mean, he
some
had
pretty solid
He had
rides,
moments.
dude.
He had
a couple,
moments.
Outdoors, he was okay.
Couple fastest qualifiers out
Yep.
of nowhere.
Yeah, he was good. I mean, he came out swinging at at Hangtown.
Yeah, a
Yep.
couple fastest qualifiers thrown in. I don't think anybody had Casey Cochran on the radar for that.
No.
He's got
not
to
at
bulk
all.
up though, man. He's definitely got to
You
build.
mean his trainers got him too lean?
Yeah, no, not
That's
at all.
weird.
It's
Who's
not
the
fucking
trainer?
weird.
That's
He's on the what?
Just dude.
Oh, is he on that Gentleman in Florida's program?
I'm just
Yeah, I
looking.
mean-
I'm just visually.
It's weird.
He's small.
He's a small guy.
We need to
We need to bulk
Do a
him up a
little
little
Oh,
bit.
it's not like AC when he was that
Yeah.
age.
we
Maybe
need
get
to
a
just
bigger, thicker
get a little
neck.
bit. Yeah,
A little thicker,
thicker neck, bigger forehead.
thicker.
You guys are a different breed, man.
We
Trend.
are. So Hampshire,
Anabolics. West Coast.
West
obviously.
Coast, #1 plate.
I mean,
Repeat?
no.
What's the chances he repeats?
Well, I had
mean, I
Deegan
think-
at 60. 10.
I mean, who's he going up against?
Deegan.
Deegan.
Oh, I can't wait to see RJ in the danger zone.
Yo, Danger. Oh, I forgot.
wants all the
I forgot. I love it.
That's gonna be good. I like the Deegan Hampshire thing.
I
dude.
love it.
This
Hey,
is
remember when he wanted in the danger zone and he exploded at Charlotte?
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that, bro? Like,
Then he
he's just
said,
like,
"Man,
yo,
I
I'm
got
in
the
the
danger
danger
I'm in the danger zone.
then he was like, "Man, I got the danger zone. That didn't work."
He got in the danger zone and he just went an immediate left.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna work with Deegan, I don't think, because RJ was like revving at him in practice, and
Yeah.
Deegan took that shit personally.
He,
The
took-
pro-
he took that shit personally.
The problem is RJ is kind of like
memes with these two are gonna be epic.
RJ is kind of like everybody else that when he tries to get aggressive and run it in, kind of like a la Smitty, which makes sense because they're boys. He takes himself out of the process.
the
RJ?
best.
Yes.
The
Oh,
best
yeah.
part is that RJ doesn't care. So
He's
it's
a
gonna
grown
be-
man.
It's gonna be better than better than anything last year because Deegan's gonna do his talking shit
No,
at
no,
the
no.
pressers.
You know what it's gonna be?
Oh boy.
Hampshire is gonna be Wile E. Coyote,
Oh lord.
and Deegan is the Roadrunner.
Oh,
dude.
man.
No matter what happens, Wile E.
just looking at
Coyote
him
ain't
like,
getting a hold of the Roadrunner.
All I know is I hope and pray A1 Maine RJ is behind Hayden on the first lap.
Oh, Wile E. Coyote.
I am so ready for it because it's gonna be like that, or it's gonna be like that commercial where the dude's got the dollar bill at the end of the at the end of the thing.
Oh, you
you
almost
work!
had
You
it.
gotta be quicker than that.
Almost
You
had it.
gotta be quicker than that.
Almost had it.
Because every
Wile
time
E. Coyote.
first 180, Hayden's gonna run it, go high. RJ's gonna be like, and Hayden's just gonna be like,
Watch this, brother.
All right.
Look at the song I was listening to on the way here.
Does RJ win a race this year though?
Yeah.
Before we move on.
Yeah,
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, dude, he's got it. Like we're shitting on RJ and we're saying all this. He still won the title fair and square last year. He won races.
Oh yeah, he did like hell of a performance.
Had speed. RJ's always going to do RJ things. And, you know, it's funny because now he found a carrot now that Jet's been out of the class and he's not going to try to arrow into Jet at 9 million miles per hour.
Now it's
So now he's going to try to arrow into
Now he's gonna try to take him to the
he's
danger
going to
zone.
try he's going to try to arrow into Hayden at 1 million miles per hour.
Oh man, it works out perfect. Danger zone, torpedoing him.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's perfect. If there's not a merch line between those two,
I love it, dude.
I'm disappointed.
I love it.
All right, last team here. Let's talk pro circuit here.
Yep.
All right,
Best team in the paddock.
Masterpool,
Calm down. East Coast.
East Coast.
Yeah, I did see Masterpool. Is he on the Peter Park program? I seen he was training.
No,
with
is he training with
Kitchen.
them?
I saw a picture of him, Kitchen, and maybe it was Vial.
That's interesting. Yeah, that would be right.
Oh, was that also when Kai was over here and he was, be like, hey man, I'm going to take your spot next year.
Look, I want to know why is he flexing?
Who?
Is he making that kind of money?
Ty?
Yeah, like driving Lamborghini and renting them probably, but
Well, I mean, his parents got a lot of money.
What?
it don't matter. But he's on Instagram driving Lamborghinis and shit.
He also likes guns.
He's got a Lamborghini.
I don't think it's his though. I think he goes.
It's on
he flies
Instagram?
into like stories and stuff. He's always flexing a watch.
He's always shooting
and
shit. Oh, he definitely, I mean, I don't know
He's
this.
definitely kind of drippy, as the kids would say.
The kids would say, I mean, his parents got money, so.
They're like, hey, little Johnny, go drive a Lamborghini for the weekend.
I don't think that family works like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that whatever that family does is very calculated and planned out, and
Yes.
it's just not one of those, as you just say, hey, Johnny, go drive a Lamborghini.
Hey, how about the collab of a year? Duke Gomez and Ty Masterpool.
Yes. Yes. All right. So where,
mean,
is
everybody-
he the final factory guy on that coast then?
I don't know, man, because that kid is going to rip a start. Mm-hmm. He's going to be out front at some point.
And he's also going to, if there's any 180s, he's going to rip some 180s like he did in Vegas.
Yeah, I watch him ride, and I hope he has somebody in his ear telling him this or figuring it out. He just kind of goes through the rhythm section instead of through the rhythm section, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Just ride the rhythm section.
He just hops through the rhythm section. It doesn't really looks like he's confident yet, which I think on this program maybe he can get that way because it's going to be more of a tighter program than usual for Supercross at least. He just kind of bounces through and just goes through the emotions instead of charging through a rhythm section.
One of those always-
Other than that dude can corner.
Kind of one of those things where you're just happy to hit the fast line instead of actually trying to make tenths through the fast line.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could see him. He literally, it's kind of like I was just about Mosman, like everybody being like, okay, leaving the face triple, I know I'm going to get over at 9, need to set up to, transition this in the corner. He's like thinking every step. He's just like, oh, now I get on the backside. Now I roll on the throttle. This is where I need to set the bike up. Instead of be like, oh, I'm 2 steps ahead.
Yeah. Ty Masterpool also, he better hope there's 9 whoops.
Ty just better learn how to rhythm through whoops because he's never going to blitz through
if he can
without
rhythm whoops, like, badass. But as far as, like, big whoops go, he's going to have to pay his dues.
Just rhythm through, bro. Just rhythm through. Don't try to blitz because you're going to die every time.
Marchbanks.
West, right? West. He's done.
You would
he's,
think.
he's done
Man,
West.
he's
But what's he do?
a guy that could come out and be great.
He can win, and he can also get 12.
Do you guys think he can win?
Yeah.
Look at this guy last time he had a pro circuit bike.
Yeah. Do I think he can win? Yeah, I do. I think he can.
He won Daytona.
He did win Daytona.
Stamp that approval.
Hey, he's from the United States.
Look, I think he can win, but I also,
He also
if
won
he
before
gets
the world
12th,
shut
I'm
down.
gonna just kind. He's one of
I was
those
there
guys
live.
that basically,
What? I think I was there.
no matter where he finishes until we get to the end of the season, and I see the pattern, I'm just gonna go, okay.
Yeah,
I don't really have an expectation for it because he could do anything.
He's another guy that just rides the wave.
Because look at outdoors,
He's all right.
wasn't really great.
Came out swinging, got a 4th, and we're like, damn,
Yeah.
he's back. And then
just kind of nothing.
back to where he was.
Yeah, so-
I think Marchbanks and Ty are in that same boat. Ty definitely can't win like Garrett can, but it's just one of those things where you watch him. and-
Marchbanks is a 10 times better Supercross rider.
Supercross rider for sure, but they're
another
in the
dude that's
same.
dog water at starts.
But they're in the same boat
Yeah.
in the sense that you just kind of look at them and you go, yeah, man, there's times where I just watch them and they're just going with the fast line, but they're not analyzing anything else. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I got over the triple. Oh, all right, I got through this corner clean. Oh, I got through okay, cool. Like they're not 3-4 steps ahead. We're like,
But he
this
won
is-
Daytona.
He did win Daytona, and then the world got on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost feel like Mark Banks.
Sidebar, hold on 1 second. Isn't it crazy to think that you look back on it and his last win was literally before the whole world thought we were all dying?
Yep.
You think that's gonna be something that
And
no
I was
matter
at that race.
that's gonna be
I think I was there too.
that's gonna be something if
Yeah,
he
you were.
never wins another race ever again. He's gonna be in 20 years and go, yeah. So when the whole world got set on fire.
Yeah.
I won the last.
I
race
won the
before.
last race before that happened. Really? All right. Anyway, sorry. I had to just. That's a weird thought.
Wow, are the Texans good this year?
Yes, they are actually.
6-3.
It's because they have an Ohio State quarterback.
Anyway,
Boo.
Shut up.
Hammaker, the
So
maker
look,
of the hams.
Hang on, before we get to the
What?
Before we get to Tuna Maker, we're gonna
You bite your fucking tongue.
He's the maker of the hams.
Turkey Maker. I think Marchbanks and Masterpool are kind of like on like fill-in role because those dudes seem a little more durable than the rest of the squad here. I guess maybe besides Kitchen. I don't know. I guess I sound like an idiot.
No, I don't think you're wrong on that because the next guy we're going to talk about, as much as it hurts my
Hammaker.
soul,
Great kid, maker of the hams.
East Coast.
Mom's awesome too, but
I love Seth.
Hammer,
fuck
dude.
can't stay healthy.
So weird.
So where
man.
do you think he goes?
So
East?
What's his deal?
Probably.
You think?
He's on a 450
You
in the
think
West
he
Coast.
needs to get the fuck out of California?
I don't think he's in. Where's he train? I
He
don't
goes
know.
back and forth.
Does he?
He goes back and forth.
Man, he's
Where's
one
he
kid
training on the
that
East Coast?
I think he just stays somewhere in Florida.
every time he starts getting some momentum and holding it
Gets
together,
hurt.
He gets fucking hurt too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid, you were always high on him, but
Yeah.
when he came in as a rookie, and I think it was Dallas, came out, whole shotted, led it, start to finish.
One, yeah.
I think he won two rounds that year.
Rookie
Rookie year, won 2 rounds.
I don't know, but I remember the one year in 2023 on the West Coast where he literally podiumed every round and then just got hurt, and then we didn't see anything from him.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's in there.
He's another guy that he could win a race and he can finish 12th or lawn dart himself out, and I'd just go.
Dude, he's on the 250 surf team, just riding the wave.
Yep.
If Seth is on the East, which I do think he's going to go East, he's another one of those kids where you could be like, oh, you look up and he's winning, and then you look up and he's getting 10th, which really I hate saying that about Seth.
Yeah.
But I just would like to say, because I know he's got all the talent, to be like, yes, this is finally going to be his year. Jesus, dude. He's got to make it through like 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Because he gets hurt every time.
Well, I'm like, yeah, Haymaker's good this year. What was the first round? Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look and he weeds at first practice.
Dude,
Slammed in
bad,
that round.
bad.
Yeah.
Like that was the round.
Yeah, I remember that too.
That was a round where like I saw it and I'm like, is he alive right now? Is he fucking dead?
Yeah, it was just like a weird, like over the bars, that little weird step up thing.
He
Yeah,
tried,
it's also when
he
he-
tried to go like 4 or something.
Yeah, and it's-
stupid. Yeah, it was dumb.
And then it was
No,
was
this
it
was a stupid crash where it was just a step up into a corner.
Yeah, it was after the finish.
And he, like,
Yeah, I know
nose
what it
picked
was.
it.
I
There
know
were-
what one it was.
there was
yeah.
also a round, I think it was in Houston, we're off the finish, where he just like died like at a lead angle,
Suddenly?
scrubbing.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that too.
He
Yes.
ejected like when he was in his lean angle, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
I don't know, man.
No, Seth, good kid. I'm always going to be like a supporter of Seth. I think that he can, if he stays healthy, he has all the tools to win a title. But God, dude, he's got to make it through 4 rounds.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I jury's out on that one.
I'm just shrugging my shoulders on it.
Shrugging
Yep.
my shoulders.
All right, McAdoo. Where does he go?
God damn, dude! Like this guy again comes back and is in the title hunt.
Is
Sacked out.
is he East Coast contender? Is that what we're going with?
I think
here?
he's got to be the only other East Coast contender.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you almost won. East
So you
Coast.
put
Yeah, no, unless the sack's hanging out.
Haymaker, McAdoo.
I mean, this
and
dude- this is a
Masterpool
guy-
on East.
Yeah.
This is a guy that puts his balls on the line every time.
He literally
runs.
puts his
Every
balls on
time.
the line and balls out of the line.
Sometimes he's just heads
Sometimes
above everybody
his head is just above everyone else.
Look, he's blessed.
He is blessed to the
Hashtag blessed.
good for his wife.
So, all right.
Sometimes the dick's just
So he's the East Coast challenger to Vial.
he's got to be right.
Yeah.
I mean he was.
And if he pulls an RJ and keeps it together, he beats Vial.
I think just because on speed alone you could
Yes,
say that,
that's
but
what
he's
I'm
not
saying.
consistent enough. So he's got to
I
pull
mean,
the
that's
R.
also-
listen.
That's also what I'm saying.
This year,
Show me the head state.
this year, he was in a good headspace the whole season.
His head was also in a good space this season.
Yeah. I mean, he was head and shoulders above everybody, and
I can't.
but he was thinking with
No.
he was thinking when the wrong head when he got
Just which head's bigger?
look when he
He was thinking with the big head, not the little.
all right enough penis
Jesus.
puns. He took himself out of this championship. Like he was he penis puns pee.
Yeah.
He look he progressively got better through the season.
We can't even talk about this guy.
You guys chill.
Dude, Justin's losing it over
He
here.
is losing it.
I'm just losing it
shit.
at him losing it.
Shit.
Last thing I'll say before,
Stop!
before I
Dick, dick jokes are
look,
your thing, huh?
Look,
Jesus.
before I get it off my chest, the last thing
Oh my god. Justin, would you calm down?
the last thing I'll say before
Justin's
I get to what I
12
was about to
tonight.
say is he really erected his season from the first round.
Jesus.
You fuck.
Justin's just losing it over it. Like, God, talk about a 12-year-old learning about penis
Wow,
jokes for the
this is
first
off
time.
the rails bad.
Oh shit.
Look,
Stop.
he really was on a good upward trend through the season. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Can't say anything.
But
Just can't say
the
anything.
lapper thing,
Okay,
he can't
all right,
blame that on the lapper
No.
at all. You watch that back, and he got in the main line and
Yeah.
took himself out.
Yeah.
Say that didn't happen, if he cleans up maybe some bonehead stuff like that.
I wasn't gonna do anything. Don't look at me.
All right. He cleans up some stuff like that.
There you go.
He
Jesus. All right, let's move on and talk about Kitchen.
Oh,
McAdoo's
fuck.
the East Coast title contender
Holy
against
shit.
Vial. And in case
That was
anybody,
bad, dude.
in case
Oh,
anybody
that was
doesn't
terrible.
remember, his dick was hanging out in the opening round last year, and Justin is a 12-year-old who just learned about penis jokes.
That was fucking terrible.
So
that
to
was
talk
the
about
worst.
the last guy, we got to
that was
fucking
the
talk about.
worst ever.
that was the worst segment I've ever done, I think.
To talk about the last
What's the
guy.
chat got going on? The
Oh,
chat?
they're gone.
It's dead right now, which is amazing considering it's been
All
dick
these
jokes
dick
for 5
jokes.
minutes.
What we just
All
went
these
through.
head
Oh my
jokes.
gosh! All right,
my
last
God.
guy. So Kitchen.
We definitely need
West.
to clean that up.
No, fuck. Yes.
How many races does he win?
I mean, dude, he's got to be the other guy that's winning races consistently. If he gets a start,
That's the issue, though. That's the issue.
That's been the issue.
He can't come through the pack.
No.
my only question to you guys is because you guys are on the Hayden Deegan thing, win the title, but do you disagree that if Kitchen gets starts like he did when he was winning, it's going to be hard for Hayden to win
This
races?
is the same thing we
Yeah,
just talked
I
about
agree
with
with that.
McAdoo.
I agree with that. That triple
He
crown.
hasn't. He can't show it to me.
But how many races in a row did he win? I understand he
What-
got the start. I get it. I get that.
What race did Kitchen get out from?
It was a
But
triple
that,
crown.
but that is the one
yeah,
pattern.
but the other one, the hometown race.
Oh, yeah.
Seattle.
I don't.
But
Yeah,
that is the
Seattle.
one-
He won
that
by
is
like
16 seconds, dude.
That is the one thing that we've seen with Kitchen consistently. It wasn't just last year that where he starts is where he finishes. So if
No.
he does start up front, he can win. But if he doesn't, which he's shown a pattern of, he doesn't always start up front, then he doesn't
No.
go anywhere. Like he'll start 8th and finish 8th. Which is
don't-
crazy because then the next week he'll start first and win the race.
I don't dispute that. My only question, and Cole answered, is do you believe, though, because there's going to be a lot of people that believe no matter what happens, Hayden's just going to win.
If somebody can
If Kitchen can
get
get
him to start
if Kit, all right,
top 3 every race, yeah, I think
Say
he
he
can
gets
battle
start-
for that title hard.
the start, okay. Because there's going to be, once again, there's going to be a lot of people that believe, oh, no, it doesn't matter if he gets starts or whatever, Hayden's going to win no matter what. And I've thought, and I said this in the chat. You guys can even go back to it. I know it's gonna be a long, but I made the comment: the way Kitchen was riding those few rounds where he was yanking starts and just running away.
Yeah.
This is the Levi Kitchen we all thought.
Yep.
If that guy shows up to every round, he's hell for everyone.
Yes.
That's my only question to you is if that guy shows up, it's hard on Hayden, right?
Yeah.
Like Hayden isn't just gonna, oh nope, this is easy. Like this is that
Yeah,
guy to
but-
me was the fastest guy last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think Hayden tucks in behind him and he learns and figures him out.
I don't disagree with that. I just think that there's going to be times where Levi can go to levels that Hayden's not going to be able to go to.
I don't know,
Only
man.
because
Yeah,
Levi
I don't know that I
I think
agree with
Deegan
that.
goes to different level.
I was gonna say
outdoors. What has he done in
no,
Supercross?
this year
where he's
I think he
proven
goes to
that?
a different level because he came in with the injury that he was trying to hide. Imagine if he didn't come in with a broken wrist this
Imagine
year.
if he didn't get wadded in that first fucking corner in Detroit.
Yeah, that too. But shit happened.
I know. I understand
Vail
shit
got
happens.
up
I'm
in the
just
same
saying.
crash.
Yeah, I know.
Who's got better whip speed, Levi or Hayden?
Hayden.
Bullshit. You're fucking high.
Yeah, I think you are high.
You're
on that
fucking
one.
high. You're getting a little
Dude.
bit too much out of that Hayden sauce.
Unless Deegan Craig shows up.
I think.
And Deegan and
which is
Craig
what
aren't
I
gonna
think
show
is-
up
which
'cause they're
is
two
what I-
different-
Which is what I think is going to happen.
They're two different. They're two different
Listen,
techniques.
I think if he can learn that technique, or like, remember when I said how good Jimmy D was in the whoops?
Yeah.
Dude, Deegan needs to sit there and watch Jimmy D because they're about the same kind of
Yeah.
stature.
Yeah. There's,
I just think Hayden's his natural motion to go is just off his natural talent and send it.
But what I think,
now you'd be
I
smarter than
think
that.
Kitchen's good in whoops because Kitchen is slightly taller than
Yeah,
a lot
of
of
course.
these guys. But I think Deegan is putting in more work to learn how to be better at stuff,
Yeah.
which is why I think overall Deegan's whoop speed will improve because he's obviously
I think
we're
Deegan
doing
will
the correct
outwork
thing.
his ass.
the thing that I'm going with here is these guys all take incremental steps up in speed, right? So I think
Every now and then you tap out
I
at some
think
point.
Vial will get a little bit better. I think Kitchen might even get a little bit better. But I believe but I think that Deegan is going to take bigger steps in speed and for longer because of the work that he puts in learning stuff. So I think there's going to be years here, and I think this year is another one that you're going to see Deegan's speed, even in like Supercross, go to another level than what it was last year. And I don't think it'll be done after this. Where I look at like Kitchen, I look at like Vial, I look at like RJ. I'm like, okay, cool. These guys are fast, and on their best days, yes, they can run with him. But there's going to be a time where he's going to go to that level, much like Jet. Not quite Jet speed, don't get me wrong, but much like Jet, where like he's gonna go to a level that like the rest of these guys like that they can't go to. They can't get to it. And I don't see Kitchen making leaps and bounds here. I just don't.
I just don't think that's going to happen in Supercross. I think outdoors that's already been proven. I think that Supercross, I think that there's going to be moments where he's going to have bad starts, Hayden that is, and he's going to spaz.
I don't know.
Last year he did it plenty of times,
like
bro.
as much as everybody in the comments is flaming me as a Deegan hater, I don't know, man. Dude, that kid, especially as far as the 250s go, like he is the guy in that class.
Yeah, and he's just getting better, man.
He is.
I think he's just getting better.
I mean, you figure all we've seen now is we've seen a rookie season that was kind of like, okay, I guess we're gonna go race.
Like it
after
sounds like
coming
we're
off-
really gargling him right now,
Yeah.
but he's the real deal.
Yeah, it's like, I think we're going to go race Supercross after coming off a 5th place Futures finish, and then you've got a sophomore season where we're hurt. So, like...
And then just got so much better all the way through the year.
All the way through the year. So, I mean...
I just don't see it. Not in Supercross. Outdoors, there's no dispute because he's already done it. SMX already done it. A lot of the shit that I saw that he got away with in outdoors, you just can't do in Supercross. And I'm not saying any revelation here. But there was a lot of times, and perfect example, Southwick second moto. That first fucking lap off that floater, that booter that everybody was doubling up in, and he was the only one that was actually tripling up into the corner. Mm-hmm. He got fucking completely sideways. He had a lot of those moments this year when he would, the few times that he got bad starts, and you can work your way out of those in outdoors. Supercross, I just don't think he's going to be able to do it. Now, if he gets a start, this is a whole different conversation. He could walk away with it because he did it a few times on the East Coast when he got the starts, the races he won.
He said he sucked at starts. They figured starts out.
Yeah. Like I said,
everything that he's been weak on, he's figured it out.
That hasn't been proven in Supercross yet, though.
My thing is there's just a level of commitment with him that none of these other guys have. There's very few.
Man,
the Lawrences have it. The Lawrences have it, but the rest of them I don't think do.
I don't know about that. I disagree.
He's got that dog in him.
I disagree.
He's got a little bit of that Cooper Webb dog.
How do you disagree? Who else is going to do the thing?
Are you talking about everyone, or are you just talking 250 class?
I mean,
250 class right now.
Because if you're talking everyone, I call cap on that. I think that Sexton's out there busting his ass. I think Eli's out there busting his ass.
Yeah,
I think that people want to talk shit about AP.
250 class, he's busting.
But out of the 250 class, nobody else is as committed as he is.
I don't think you can say that about Chance Hymas, man. I think Hymas is working just as hard as he is.
I don't know.
I think it's unfair for us to say that kind of stuff when
we don't know about Hymas because it's not in our face.
I was going to say that's part of the problem is that nobody else is in our face enough. But when you've got, but even with that, if these guys were going to ride with other dudes like he is and stuff, which is part of what leads me down this path of like, man, that fucking kid's going to be fucking something, is that because you don't see it with anybody else. I mean, like Eli's great, but Eli was not going to ride with Ricky and then going to ride with Dungy and then going to ride with Bill Pillow.
He didn't need to.
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
I don't think Deegan needs to either, but he is anyway.
He is, but Eli just proved he didn't need to because he was already beating everyone.
Yeah.
Those first couple years in the 450 class were rough for Eli.
1 year, buddy. He got smoked in 2015 because he got hurt, and then 2016 went out, got second in the points, and then he didn't win. He didn't lose an outdoor championship. Are you talking about what Supercross?
Supercross.
What did he get? Like second that year in the points?
2015 Supercross. He wasn't good.
But then look what he did outdoors, and then he got hurt, and then he got set back in 2016, and then we know what happened in 2017.
What did he do in 14?
What did he do in 14? He was coming off an injury. Remember, he came into the season late that year. Rookie year, you're right. It was rough.
No, he got hurt in the first corner because Jake Weimer landed on him.
Fucking Jake Weimer. Look, man,
I don't know. His first couple years weren't.
They weren't awesome.
Great.
They weren't awesome. But I'm gonna pump your brakes on the whole like Eli and working hard. I don't think there's a dude out there that worked as hard as he did for a long time. That includes everyone.
Is Eli?
I think he's back to working pretty hard, and
Yeah,
now he's going to be a bad motherfucker.
I think
we'll
I
get
think
to him
you
when we get to the 450 stuff.
I think you take everybody out there and you put their work ethic side by side with Eli. No offense to all these other dudes, he's built different. That motherfucker's built different. That includes Jet. I don't give a shit.
Deegan's built different.
He ain't Eli Tomac,
Oh yeah,
bro.
I mean,
he ain't Eli.
Jet's a lot.
He's got
Jet's-
some Tomac.
He's got the dog in him. There's a difference, though. There is a difference.
I don't know.
I think Hayden's a dog, and that's the one thing I've always said about him being I've respected about him. He's a dog.
Oh, he is.
He's a pit bull. He can work as hard as you want to. He ain't Eli Tomac, bro.
Well,
I
we'll
think those
see
are-
when we get to the end of the career
Yeah.
what the titles look like. Which,
Long-
don't get me wrong,
long
he's
spec-
got this other guy blotching out the sun in the 450
Yeah, so it's
class.
probably
I
not
think it's
gonna
going to be a
happen.
problem for him.
So it's-
big speculation here, but Deegan has compounds in multiple states. He's going to have one in Colorado. You know how they're in there, they're big Airbnb people.
You don't think he's got something set up to?
I think
keep
they have.
riding
I
at
think they're
Eli's?
going to have multiple bases across the country.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me either.
Look, bro,
Yeah.
I still stand by my comment. I hope he wins West Coast so that I can be proven right because I still believe that he wins West Coast and he bumps 450 outdoors.
Nah,
Still stand by that. I made that comment a while ago. I think he wins 250 West. If he wins 250 West Coast,
Not till
It
26.
depends on whatever the jet window is because he wants to beat
bro,
Jet.
it's already been floated. Rumors have already been floated about it.
He wants to beat Jet.
Not
no,
till-
no matter
Yeah.
that he's got to make that window. So whatever that window is,
I think if he wins 250 West, I think you see him 450 outdoors. And this has already been floated by people in the industry.
Interesting.
Yes,
We'll see.
It's already. They're not saying.
I'm not saying that you haven't heard it. I'm just saying I haven't heard it yet. So
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Now, if he doesn't win, then I don't think so. But I think if he wins 250 West, I think he bumps 450 outdoors, and then he's 450 full time. 2026 going on.
maybe.
Also, Annihilate Your Bud said he remembers his first beer.
Yeah.
In reference to your
Penis jokes.
yes.
Oh, I just think it's funny.
All right, we've been at this for a long fucking time, so let's wrap this up.
All right, X.
Oh fuck, that's right. You want
All
to do
right,
that
just
too?
get through two good
let's
ones,
Just get a
then we
couple
gotta
good
go.
ones
All right,
here
let's go through here
because it's almost 9:45.
We'll rip them off real quick.
All right,
damn.
This is our X
All
section.
right, we got a few of them. This is the X segment.
Okay, go ahead.
Jared Riley says, "What did you guys think of the first round of WSX and its future?"
I think if they slow roll this the way that it looks like they might be now, where they're trying to be that more off-season series here until they get their feet underneath them, I think it will work.
Kind of like the Oz. Well, they're kind of tied in with
I think that when they came in swinging their big dick around, as much as I loved that, I don't think that was exactly what they should have done. And I think it fucked them for the first few years here. So I think they're in a rebuilding stage here, and they're what are we in third, fourth year? I think we're in a rebuilding stage, and like I said, I think if they slow roll this,
Third year.
then you can get to the point where you can start having some races when there's other things on the schedule. But right now, you have to play in this gray area that you can, which is off season.
I think that biggest thing, they need to go to places that people actually want them to go to. Because I had heard with the Vancouver thing, which we knew that Canada wasn't going to be a big round. They only were selling tickets to the lower bowl. They weren't even even trying to sell
I heard
tickets
that
everywhere.
was a thing too.
Crowd didn't look great.
It didn't look great, but I heard it was okay.
It was okay, but not great. We'll see when they go to Australia next week. So that'll be interesting. And then you round out in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
Abu Dhabi's totally financed by the government.
Yeah, people don't give a fuck about dirt bikes over there. They only care about
Yeah.
Formula One cars. You need to go to places where more people are interested in it, and then I think that helps.
They need to be looking at like MotoGP demographics. Maybe.
But you just keep going to places with one round, which is going to be the Australia round. Then
Yeah.
it's just going to be hard.
Yeah. All right. What else you got?
No, and I agree with you guys. So, dumbass race fan,
Wow, great name. I like it.
Cooksey or Courtney. You don't have to go deep.
Can I say I'm in the middle there?
You
Or do you
can
gotta
say
pick
whatever
one?
you want. brother.
There are certain things with each one that I agree with. There are certain things with each one that I say you're a fucking idiot.
Agree, 100%.
So,
Do you want me to be honest? Or you want me to be diplomatic?
oh boy.
Oh,
Here we go.
Whoa. Okay.
That depends how much of
All right, I'll go both.
I mean, you don't really care about your image.
yeah, I don't really. I don't. Give a
Okay,
shit.
let her rip.
All right, then
sure-
I don't have a long-winded thing. I'll go Courtney. I've talked about this with Chris. My feelings on Chris. Love to do to death. I understand what he's trying to do, but bro, you're going too far, and it's not the right look. You know what? Look, if he wants to, if he sees this and he calls you and bitches about me, that's fine. I'm not knocking him. I get it. I get your demographic. I understand what you're trying to do. I respect it, but man, you can't take every little thing personal because you contradict yourself when you do that.
That's what made Michael Jordan great.
Don't
You
ever
took that
compare
shit
Chris.
personal.
Don't ever compare Chris Cooksey to Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
ever
we
again.
all got to start somewhere, right?
No, we don't.
All right. Anyway, next one.
Also, I'm on your page on that one.
Just like split down the middle.
Yeah, right
There's
down the
middle.
there's
Okay,
things.
All right, Switzerland.
This is Ryder.
Just
Talk
with a
about how
Y.
Pierce Brown owns Hayden Deegan, and Deegan is shaking in his boots.
Next question, please.
Next question.
CTM chilling the most. Shout out Kid Rock.
What?
You know,
I don't know.
Bitch up
Oh,
and down
I
the
thought these were questions. I was confused.
No, he's reading
this
the name.
Is chilling the most. I'm saying the name first.
Oh,
Off
got
of
it.
X.
Let's talk about how Deegan is not going to pull the Supercross championship win this year. That's my prediction, at least.
Well, we kind of just talked about it.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, so what are we talking
It's highly unlikely in my opinion, but okay, sure.
Moto X Pops. Still waiting to be on the show.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I don't know who that is.
They sell these popsicle things, and
Oh.
I told him he could be on the show, and I
you-
dropped
and
the
you
ball on
reneged on
that.
that?
No, I haven't reneged. Have we stopped doing the show yet?
No.
Okay, great. Then there's still
Feel like
hope.
next week.
There's still hope.
He's blushing and embarrassed over there.
He's like
He dropped-
next week, except we
Dude,
don't have a show
yes.
next
He
week.
dropped
Look,
the ball
there's,
on Moto
there's a
Pop.
lot. Me and him were talking about this before you got here. There's a lineup here of people for the show that want to come on. / I'm trying to get on that. I
Cool.
dropped the ball.
Anybody
They-
cool?
Well, one's a Michigan guy,
Michigan people,
Michigan rider,
not Nick Way yet,
not Nick Way.
but I
I'd love to
haven't
have
been, I
Mitchell-
haven't gotten into that
Marshall
zeitgeist.
Weldon.
No,
What
Marshall
era?
would be cool though.
He
era are
did
we
comment
talking?
on one of our things.
Mitchell Harrison era.
Mitchell Harrison.
No,
No.
I said Mitchell Harrison.
Well,
era.
Mitchell Harrison too. Yeah, but
Mitchell's already been on
Justin's
the
gonna
show.
have to
Yeah,
facilitate
Mitchell's already
that.
been on the show.
Mitchell hasn't been on the show.
We did an interview.
The interview in the pits doesn't count.
yeah, no, we need to get him
When
to
he had
call
his
in.
Geico Honda jacket on.
Yeah, we need him to call
Motherfucker,
in.
I swear to God, dude, I didn't even realize that I
Okay.
said
Anyway.
something.
Who?
How many we
Mitchell
got
said
left?
that to me. He walked up and Mitchell said that. I'm like, motherfucker.
How many
Can
we
you
got?
just tell me who the guy is?
No.
How many we got left?
We got quite a few here.
Oh man.
Topic by Daniel. Do Deegan haters gargle his sack more than his fanboys?
Oh my God, yes. Let's just go with that. Sure, go on.
All
Let's
these questions
continue.
about Hayden Deegan.
This is from our boy Bones.
All
I have
right.
a Jet Lawrence question.
Let's hear some more about how broken the amateur scene is nowadays.
I don't want to get
I don't
into
have
that
time
right
for
now.
We
It's
don't
been a
have time for
4-hour
that
show.
one,
Keep
Bones.
keep
We're sorry,
going.
buddy.
I don't have time for that.
All right, last one from the rubber side down.
Okay, this is good.
Oh no, he was just branching in. He was just replying to the gentleman about how Deegan is not going to win this year, and he said, "I like this topic because if he doesn't win, does he still go to 450 and 26?"
Yes,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think either way.
Regardless of winning
26
the
is
title.
it. Yes,
I think either way. But I still
26 outdoors is it.
but I still believe if he wins 250 West, he's on in outdoors this year.
Okay.
Or 2025, I'm sorry.
Is that it?
That is it from the X World.
Nice.
All right.
Those are
That's
pretty good
been the
questions.
X World.
Pretty
Yeah,
good questions.
those
other
weren't bad.
than the Pierce Brown one. That
Yeah.
was-
So, all right, everybody. This has been show 287. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you
Off
to
the rails.
all 17 of you that are still watching on the live chat there and stayed with us this entire time. We really
That's
appreciate
pretty
it.
gnarly that somebody's
Yeah.
Thank you,
sticking with
guys.
us that
Thanks,
4
guys.
hours on a
Again, if
Sunday.
you guys want to watch the live show, the show being recorded live, we have the members area that will be starting on our next show we do here, which will be probably in a few weeks. We're going to film the 450 Supercross preview show. That will be streamed live to members only, and I will keep you guys updated as far as those of you who are already members / anyone who joins as to when we're actually filming that show. Thanks to our sponsor show presented again by Complete Racing Solutions, TLR Coatings, Gutterworks, Pro Flo Racing, Holster Co, Isaac Nelson Design. Make sure to comment down below with all your thoughts about the 250 class. I know you Deegan people will be in there, so let's
Hey, man.
fucking go, baby.
Can we just we might as well just turn the 450 show and rename
Whoa.
it the Jet Lawrence gargling segment.
That is exactly what we can call it because
Because that's all
what
it's
that
going to
will
be. We'll be fine. We're going to get to Jet Lawrence, and then it's just going to be.
Oh, man, I'm going to be choke macking.
All right. Look, we'll see y'all on the 450 show. Thanks. Bye.